I didn't even know this was possible, but somehow this guy bought a snake with 2 heads. Yeah, I'm just as confused as you are. So today we're gonna be checking that out along with a ton of amazing animal videos. If you guys wanna see more videos like this, make sure to comment down below.
There is a 1 in 73 million % chance that a snake is born with 2 heads. But by some miracle, some of these snakes are able to survive and are able to learn to live with 2 different minds. Now, normally it would be impossible to get one of these.
I am locked in.
I just found this guy who has a pet 2-headed snake.
I have so many questions.
That is definitely the guy. Like, if I had to imagine any guy that would own a 2-headed snake, that's the guy.
Why? Because he looks awesome? That dude looks so cool.
That looks like Snake Santa Claus.
He's probably got 3 snakes in his beard.
He might have a 3-headed snake.
Accent, this is Mario and Luigi, one of the rarest 2-headed snakes in the world. They're growing
that's so cool.
build them a new enclosure.
Well, Max, I can definitely do that. So in this video, I'm going to create
looking
a
at me
dream
like
home
that.
paradise with the 2-headed
You started
snake
rizzing me up.
inside. Now, there's not much documented research around 2-headed snakes, so this video will be a first for YouTube showing off everything about them. Now, because this is for one of the largest
great
2-headed
find.
snakes in the world, I got out a massive enclosure. And to start the build, we need to
Whoa.
create the rainforest
Mansion.
background. To do this, I covered the whole back glass with some spray foam, which would allow me to stick tons of large
Silly
pieces
putty.
of wood to it. You see, I'm trying to make a lush rainforest in here since that's where the 2-headed snake species lives in the wild. To finish the look, I covered it in dirt and other rainforesty materials. Alright, this actually looks cool how it wraps around the entire
Whoa,
enclosure.
I like
That
it.
is
10 out of
really
10.
cool.
Do you think he's gonna have to make 2 of everything? Like 2 little ponds for each snake, 2 little beds?
No! It's 1 snake!
No. It's Mario and Luigi, Alec. That's 2 distinctive personalities. They have 2 brains, Alec. 2 consciousnesses.
But it's 1 thing.
No, but you're trying to say that Siamese twins as humans are 1 person, or are they 2 people?
Dang, that's a good philosophical question, Adam.
Exactly. They have 2 brains. They got 2 mouths to feed. The entire enclosure should be themed after 2.
Siamese twins pay 2 college tuitions.
If 1 snake drinks and eats and the other doesn't, does the other still feel like they ate and they drank?
I think so because they share the same
come on,
stomach.
that's 1 thing then.
So-
That's gotta be
No,
1 thing.
no.
It's
Alec
gotta
is
be
looking
1
at it
thing.
completely wrong.
If I had a Siamese twin, I'd make them eat all my veggies.
What? That's neither here nor there.
Actually, genius.
Because it would taste
fill
bad.
in the floor of this enclosure.
You just bully your Siamese twin?
Of moss and also some wood chip stuff. Yeah. Now, with this concoction of stuff, I'm gonna add in a big tub of water, which will get entirely absorbed by these bricks. And yeah, you've probably already seen this before, but after mixing it, boom, we now have the
Wow,
whole
that
floor in there completed.
turned perfect.
Anyways, this is where it gets fun, because you see, 2-headed snakes are so unique. So in this enclosure, I need to make special accommodations.
See?
You know,
2 of
accommodate how
everything.
No, Alec.
How? You can't have 2 different houses. It's one body.
Yeah, but what if Mario wants to go to his house and then Luigi, after they go to Mario's house, he's like, hey, let's go back to my house. And they go back to Luigi's house.
They need their own lives. They're separate lives.
I guess, yeah. You know what? I guess.
They need at least 2 pillows in their bed.
These are 2 rock water bowls, which I put inside of the enclosure.
what I was
I
saying.
figured that the 2 heads are gonna want their own fresh water bowl, so they don't have to
See?
share. So yeah,
He
pretty
gets
good.
it.
Anyways, I do just have to put some normal decorations around the water bowls to make this place look more like a rainforest. And I thought it'd be cool to spread a bunch of this leaf litter along the floor to make it look like all those leaves fell from the trees above. Now I asked Max if he
Epic.
wanted any special additions, and he said most.
Wait, why did he name Max 2-head snake? As if Max is the snake. Do we think Max might have a 2nd head?
Here come the conspiracy theories.
Where is the 2nd head then?
2-headed snakes aren't able to climb, but Mario and Luigi are an exception. Make sure to
Oh.
include tons of climbing vines so they can show off. And lucky for him, using this, I just figured out a new trick to make climbing vines. You see,
I wonder if 2-headed snakes are bad at climbing because they're always arguing with each other of like what branch to go to.
Oh, do you think like they go up to like a branch and then like one head tries to wrap around this way and then the other tries to wrap around this way and then they like get into a knot by accident?
Then they kiss at the bottom. Yeah, oh, that. Oh no! Again, darn it! Sorry, Luigi. Oops. I didn't mean it.
A Siamese twin wouldn't be that bad, actually.
But yeah, they probably have so many like decision-making problems. You know, like even if it's I want to eat this dead rat, and then the other one's like, no, I'm not even hungry. But then the other one's like, I am hungry. Do something about it.
Maybe.
They would probably hate each other.
But we are talking about snakes, Alec, and most animals that are not humans, they don't really have like indecisiveness. They just kind of do what they're supposed to do. Like they poop when they poop, they eat when they're hungry. Unlike us, we got to think about it. We got to think, oh, am I hungry or do I want to poop first? I don't know. And then you don't do anything. And then 3 hours go by and then you still got to do both.
see, first you get a bunch of this rope, not too thick, but but also not too thin. Then you load
That's
up
pretty
some
thick to
silicone
me.
into a gun and
Oh,
get
here
to
we go.
spraying
This
it
guy
all
loves his
over the
glue.
road. After spreading it all around, you can add in a bunch of dirt and other vine stuff, and after mixing it,
DIY
you will get
vines.
a DIY vine. And because the silicone on this hardens up a pretty good amount, it's gonna let me bend it around all the branches. That way we can get this.
That's pretty
hooked
good.
up
Gotta write that
everywhere
down.
along the top section. So that's
Why would you
exactly
need
what I
DIY
did,
vines
putting it
ever?
around every corner so Mario and Luigi
I don't
will be
know.
able to
What
climb
if I get a
to their
two-headed
heart's
snake?
content. Now to finish off the decorations, I put
I
in a
could.
snake hide because pretty much every snake species needs that. But because we're of course putting a two-head snake in here, I used some foam to put a little divider here because I want to see if Mario and Luigi pop out both their heads. That way they can scan for prey separately. All right, the floor.
They're gonna
looks
be looking
all
for
good
some
now, but
Goombas.
Now I want to scatter some plants up in the tree area to finalize that rainforest look. So you already know. Let's go drive to the plant store, baby.
Plant store,
my
Walmart,
God,
Here we go.
Walmart, Walmart.
Yo.
Over under 100
Oh.
bucks. What do you guys
Look
think?
at this. This is the
He's
craziest
supposed to go to
price section I've
Walmart.
ever seen.
It's in the
I'm gonna bring
script.
out some of
I'm
these
going over 100
colorful
bucks.
ones.
Comment down
I'm gonna
below
get
over
some of
under right
these
now.
green ones.
Oh, 100%.
Man, this is just amazing. So I went
Plants
around
be
and picked out
expensive,
the
that's why they're
coolest ones I
green.
could find and then checked them out. When I got home, I of course got them out and scattered them all around the upper and lower parts of the enclosure. And then using my hot glue gun, I attached tons of draping vines.
starting
and
to
even
look
got
better
out
than my
some moss
bedroom.
like I do in all my enclosures to glue around everywhere as well.
This makes me wanna get an enclosure so
green
bad.
and luscious now. It looks really good. But to finish it off, we got to put some technology into this enclosure.
Oh,
First
yeah.
of all, this thing,
Got a
which is
thermometer.
a rainforest spray system,
And
so
a
we can
spray
make this
system,
really
Adam.
into a rainforest. It was pretty easy to set up. I just attached the sprayers in the corner and used some glue to cover the water tubing. And now when you go down here and click the button I attached to the side of the enclosure, boom, shakalaka, it's now raining.
Oh yeah, that,
Okay, the
no,
next
Very
technology
nice.
is
perfect
just
now.
a simple LED light strip, which I attached to the top of the enclosure and plugged in. It isn't anything too crazy.
Epic gamer.
The snake is gonna be so confused.
It's gonna be playing Fortnite
Well, now that
24/7.
I'm done with this
I can't even lie. This enclosure is way better than most of the enclosures I see at zoos. At zoos, some of them are literally this big, and there's like nothing in there, and it's just a snake coiled up.
Yeah.
So if you were a snake, you would want to live in here. You'd be fine with it.
Assuming I get a lot of food and like pizza, hot wings, peanut butter jelly sandwiches only on Tuesdays though, yes, I would totally live in there.
I would go as far as to say, if you could shrink me down in my current form, I would probably want to live in there. You know, as long as you gave me like a little area to sit and like play some games, I would probably spend most of my time in there. That is awesome. It's like a cool inside-outside enclosure. You know, you could be outside, inside your rainforest, and then I could leave if I really wanted to.
Hey Adam, you are the dirt man. How would you not want to live in there?
This is a rainforest. I hate rain. I need
Oh,
I need
you like-
dry. I need dry dirt.
Yeah, you
That
like- you want like a
winter
big
turns into mud, and that's
Dirt
gross.
plateau.
first enclosure. I can now be one of the first YouTubers to show off such an insane, never seen before creature. Well, Max lives in another city, so the next day he drove a couple hours to come pick me and
Shout
the
out,
enclosure
Max.
up so we
Such a
could
chill
of course
guy.
put the snake inside.
I want to touch his beard.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, dude?
Dang, he's
The
way taller
man,
than I thought
the
he'd be.
myth, the legend. You
Max
are
is a
the person
unit.
that probably owns the top 5 like rarest snakes
Go,
in the
Max.
world, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, the two-headed
How much you
snake.
think you
Well,
paid
anyways,
for
let's
this
not waste
snake?
Any time, just check out
It
the
has to be
enclosure
very
and go for
expensive.
it.
Dude, that is so
At
cool.
least 5,000.
It's my expectation completely.
Yeah, really? You like it?
I don't know about the LED strip. I like
Yeah, I
everything
tried
else.
to make it
though.
look like just like a crazy rainforest, you know, all the plants.
What if the
green
snakes
everywhere.
get lost in there?
All right, but I did forget one thing actually. Right under this towel, take a look at this. Mario
Oh,
and Luigi little figures.
merged together.
It would have been funny if he was like, he was cosplaying as Luigi, and then he had the Mario costume like ready for when Max came in. He's like, put it on,
For the video, Max.
put it on. You know how cool that would be for the video.
Where should we put them? Just right there?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You want them together or you want them separate?
I guess the snakes are together,
yeah,
right?
That's true, yeah.
All right.
Alright, I can't. This looks so cool. Let's get it back to my place.
Yeah, let's go put those two-head snakes in.
Yeah, let's put Mario and Luigi in.
So we got the enclosure.
Wait, he's
in his
stealing the
car and
enclosure?
a few
Whoa,
hours back.
Yeah, I don't
What
know why
the-
they don't just bring the
Alright,
snake
well, here, let's
there.
go,
Oh,
inside.
maybe
I can't
Max
wait
is
to
not
see that
giving him the
Let's
snake.
Maybe the
get
snake
that
is
in
afraid
right
of
away.
cars.
After bringing it inside, I
All
set
right.
up the camera stuff and got the enclosure ready while Max went to pick up Mario and Luigi.
Alright, come over here. I want to show you something.
Oh, you want to show me something? Is Mario
Hey,
and
yo,
Luigi in
Max.
He's gonna show him a
Max, stick
two-headed
to the
snake.
script,
You
Max.
realize how rare they are and how special they are. Like that they're still.
I think these are all their enclosures. He has all these rare snakes, and look, they're in these Tupperware bins.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
This is gonna be like a mega mansion to this double-headed snake.
So I'm thinking that this guy is not giving Terra Green the snake. I think that Terra Green made the enclosure for Max, and Max is keeping the snakes.
Yes, until he comes back late at night and steals it.
Why would he do that? That's illegal.
Did is he pulled out the container that actually had the mom that gave birth to the two-headed
What?
snake. And he
Hey,
told me
yo!
normally
But
for a
she
two-headed
only has
snake to be
one head,
born,
though.
A snake's egg has the chance for twins to be inside, but then there's a super rare chance that there's a birth defect that causes the twins to only partially split, causing it to have two
Fusion.
different snake.
Whoa, that would be sick. I don't think this is a thing, but like imagine the tail is just another head. So it's just you got a long rope.
Where would they poop from? Like, think about it. Where would they poop from?
That would be like a head coming out of your butt, Adam.
Does one of the heads just poop?
Yeah, one eats, one poops.
That's disgusting.
That's so
The
gross.
reason why Mario and Luigi are way crazier is because they're boas and they
thing is
give live
big.
birth.
So that's a boa, and that gives live birth.
I would be
Meaning all the
terrified
stuff
right
that
now.
We just explained happens in the mother's stomach.
So yeah, one day this mom just
That's a
gave birth
forbidden
to
scarf.
a two-headed snake. And as you can see in these pictures, it's a little disgusting when they're born, a bunch of slime and stuff everywhere. But despite all odds, Mario and Luigi
looks like
were
ramen
born that
noodles.
day and were perfectly functioning as a normal
That
snake.
is
Okay, that's
incredible.
cool and all, but let's get to the reason why we're all here. Where's Mario and Luigi? Are they in
Yeah,
here?
seriously,
Alright,
Max,
yes,
come
they
on.
are.
We're-
Right
oh,
here.
okay.
I wonder
we
if
got the
Mario and
two-headed
Luigi
snake's
can pass that
current
trait
enclosure
on.
out, and immediately we opened up the lid to reveal
Whoa.
the beauty inside. Mario and Luigi right there in front of my
Wow.
eyes, just chilling around.
This is something that shouldn't exist in this species. Two heads and one body.
Oh my gosh.
He
this
hit
is
the
crazy. This
jackpot.
thing
He's
is, like,
hungry.
majestical.
If you think that's crazy, wait till we feed them. Watching them eat live is crazy.
And yes, eating with two heads means sometimes they will both separately try to eat the same
What?
food. And it's one of the most interesting things in
If they eat too much, both of them won't get stuck because they have the same stomach. I wonder if that happens a lot of the times. And they'll like, could they choke because they're both eating so much of the same thing, and then it just.
I mean, there's probably always a chance to choke, right? That's just like always a risk when you're eating something.
Yeah, like Alec and Team France.
nature. But as you can see, Max has been keeping them in this enclosure. And while it may look
Trash.
basic, it's actually not bad. Two-head snakes are super delicate creatures, and it's best not to have anything too complex in the
We
place
see which
where
one's
they
the
sleep. But he
aggressor.
had me build this rainforest so we could document what
Stay away from
snakes
Luigi.
do in the wild.
All right, so why don't we just get these in the enclosure?
All right, let's do it.
Okay, you're just gonna go straight.
Oh my
and pick it up.
gosh.
Okay. You're not even scared of getting bit at all?
I mean, it could happen, but once you pick them up, they calm down. They
Yeah.
realize that you
mean,
mean no harm.
That's
If
cool.
you get bit
man,
once,
they're
you're gonna
chill.
get
They're
bit
just
twice.
sitting there.
So Max put them in, and apparently Mario and Luigi
Wow.
have never seen an enclosure as natural as this, so right away they got to explore it.
It kind of just looks like one snake with another head poking out.
Literally what it is.
Exactly what it is.
No, you know what I'm saying though? It looks like a normal snake and then like Luigi's over here, you know? But it's not like snake, two heads. It's snake, Luigi.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you have a tree, you got like the normal trunk, and then you got like a little branch popping out.
Yeah.
Like
so
Luigi kind of
Luigi
looks
just
like a
little
branch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was probably the twin that got eaten by Mario inside
he-
of the womb.
He probably doesn't make any decisions. He's just there for the ride. He's
That's
just
kind of
tagging
fun.
along.
I kind of want to be Luigi.
Exploring.
This is so interesting. So do these two heads, do they both control the body?
Yeah, they have to. They kind of struggle.
So which one's on the
struggle.
left?
Aw.
That's Luigi.
What?
So Luigi's trying to go left, and Mario on the right. He's trying to go right. So it's like, they're kinda
Now,
like
they're just
Now,
stuck.
this is actually a pretty common problem
Oh
for
my
two-headed
God.
snakes, but since Mario and Luigi are over a year old, they know how to handle this and continue moving on together. Now, Max wanted to prove Mario and Luigi were good at climbing, so he picked them up and put them in the tree area.
Usually, is this boa like species good at climbing?
Yeah, they're pretty arboreal.
Okay.
And immediately, Mario
Oh,
and
yeah,
Luigi
they're
started
nailing
to
it.
work together to climb around.
Wow.
And Max was right. They were pretty good and got around with no problems whatsoever.
That's
Another
impressive.
interesting thing about Mario and Luigi is they each have their own personality.
Luigi's on the left, so Luigi is he? What's his?
Luigi's the
personality?
He's
aggressor.
definitely more go with the floor, more
Oh,
your typical boa. He's more relaxed.
Okay.
And then,
Nice try. I
meant the other one.
Is kind of feistier.
Now,
Yeah.
Max wanted to
He
show
said
the two
Mario is the
personalities in
branch.
action, so he took them out
Oh,
the
wait, that doesn't make any sense. Why would Mario be the branch?
I know. It's pretty silly. But they named Mario the branch and Luigi the trunk.
Mario has the aggression of Mario in the games. Mario's like the fighter.
Yahoo!
Luigi's kind of the shy guy. That always saves the day.
Put them back into the other enclosure.
So just having him in here, I want to show you how Mario's personality is different.
Yeah.
Just having my finger in front of him.
Oh yeah, Mario's definitely getting a lot more like agitated. The
Luigi's
one on the
so
left,
chill.
Luigi, like, he's
How
just
is
chilling.
Max so
Mario-
calm?
I my finger and Mario doesn't want to smell. He just means business.
That's crazy. But you're just like
That's
fine.
funny.
That's good cop, bad
No, I
cop
would
right
not
there.
do that. You're just crazy.
Now finally, before feeding them, Max insisted on me holding the two-headed snake to get that experience.
Oh, watch out for Mario.
Oh my gosh.
Pick him up from their end.
Okay, so we just want to start. Oh, they're kind of getting mad at me. I'm not.
He
Careful.
already has bandages from
Careful.
other videos probably. He's been eaten up.
And then
Well, he held the velvet ant, so this is nothing.
picking up a two-head snake. How many people can say they've done this, huh?
Focus!
Yeah, this is crazy.
As you saw, I was
Was he-
very
he
scared at
gripped it
first,
up
but
like-
eventually they really mellowed out and they started
There
to
we go.
crawl all over me. And yeah, they even did some crazy acrobats. Ugh, that's pretty
Whoa.
impressive, actually. But now
They're like
it's time
hugging
for the
each
moment
other.
we've all been waiting for, watching the two
Feeding.
heads eat. So to do that, we have a
Yes.
tiny little mouse.
It's time to feed
Oh,
it the
it's
mouse,
sleeping.
and This is just freshly killed, right? This is
Oh, this
little
is
mouse
kinda
farm, okay?
sad.
See what they do. Oh, this is
Whoa!
This is so
Luigi,
my
don't
God.
play!
Mario's just sitting.
Mario's
there.
not even
Do you
hungry.
think Mario does he usually eat less than Luigi? Or-
Definitely. Mario eats probably once a month, while Luigi eats every week.
So for about 10
What?
minutes, Luigi tried
Dang,
to get a good
that's-
hold of the mouse.
that
and
is
swallow it.
Mario.
But it was
That
so
should not be
interesting
Luigi.
Because Mario kept going about his day, just slithering around.
Look,
while
Mario's
Luigi
like,
was still
"Hey,
trying to swallow
We're
his
just gonna keep
It's
going.
so crazy how Mario's just
Don't
like
mind
doing
me.
his own thing. Luigi's trying to swallow. Like, why is this happening?
It's two snakes in one body, so Mario's trying to move while Luigi's trying to eat.
But eventually, Luigi started to get
Oh
the hang
my
of it and got
gosh.
the whole thing into his mouth.
Okay,
and down
this
his
guy has
stomach.
a
If you thought
hydra
that
as a
wasn't
pet.
Cool enough, a couple days later, we got this insane footage of both the snakes eating. First of all, we put some mice in
Whoa.
front of both of them, and like always, Luigi grabbed his, but Mario missed. But as Luigi started to swallow, Mario got bored and started to just
Whoa,
grab
whoa.
onto the mouse as well.
Whoa,
It was
they're eating the
crazy
same
watching
one.
Mario just latch on while Luigi stuffed it down his mouth. They even started to sort
Oh
of fight
my
each
God.
other,
They're just
working
dragging
together.
around the
No, they're
entire
fighting
center.
over it.
So to make sure
Insane.
nothing bad happened, we tried to feed Mario again, and thankfully this time
There we
he
go.
took
They
the little
could fight
mouse and
each other.
everything was
I just
good.
don't understand how
Well,
they
I already
don't
know
choke.
Mario and Luigi are going to love this new rainforest.
That's snakes,
I built
Adam. That's what they
for them.
do.
And if you-
Apparently, there's this rare species of lizard that not only looks like a dinosaur, but acts just like one. Its name is a
Give me them
frilled
toes.
dragon, and it looks very
It looks like a
deadly.
mini
Despite how
velociraptor.
dangerous it looks, I found this website that sells legal exotic animals, including this
Oh,
dinosaur.
$800.
Doesn't seem legal to me.
$800. So yeah, basically, I'm gonna buy this, build it at home, and try to keep it as a pet. And I don't know how hard that is. Gonna
Of course
be,
it's from
because as you've
Australia.
already seen, this thing is literally that thing's a demon. I mean, look at that. But anyways, let's just buy this thing.
And in this video, I'll be judging how good of a pet a dinosaur
Whoa.
is.
Guys,
that kinda looks like my
By doing
pet
stuff
dinosaur.
like
I'll be right
taking it
back.
out
It kind of does. Except this one's way cooler.
Yeah, it's
Adam.
actually- yeah.
Don't tell him I said that, but this one's 10 times cooler than his stupid little lizard.
It's my pet dino.
Wow, Jake, it's so
wow.
cool.
Wait, yours is actually
dude.
cooler than Terra Green's.
Everybody say hi to Tuco. Come on, camera, focus.
Does it do any tricks or anything, or?
Whoa. Nah, he kind of just hangs out and just chills.
Can he run on two legs?
He does when he gets scared, but he's pretty calm most of the time.
Don't you make
Oh.
him poop in the sink?
Well, yeah, I make him poop in the sink. Stop asking questions. All right, guys, Tuco's gonna join us for the rest of this video.
Wow, Jackie's so cool.
I know.
He's kind of fat.
He's a good little baby. Yeah, he's 5
Yeah,
years old, okay? He's gonna
got a
get big over
belly.
time.
All right, sorry.
If you constantly feed him like that, they do.
He eats a lot of mealworms.
Yeah, this video's crazy. But before any of that, I first have to wait for it to be delivered, which is going to take about a week. So in the meantime, let's build this thing
About a
its
week
dream
ago.
home with everything it could possibly want.
And to do that, well, I've got a lot of stuff.
I first
Oh,
put
yeah.
together the glass enclosure to build the dream home inside of. And
Hey,
anyways,
yo.
now it's time to actually build the dream home, and to do that, there's 5 steps, starting with creating the background. To create the background, I sprayed a ton of foam all along
Classic
the glass
sticky
so I
glue.
could stick a ton of wood to it. You see, I'm
It's kind of interesting that he picked an enclosure like that because for most reptiles, you want it to be longer horizontally than longer vertically. But I guess the type of bearded dragon that he's getting, the frilled lizard dragon, I guess it's a climber rather than like horizontal area person.
Yeah, maybe it lives in the trees. I've seen lizards climb like walls. I don't know how they do it. Not even trees, like an actual wall.
Yeah, they got like a lot of big nails.
I'm glad we have an actual reptile expert today. So any questions I have, Jack, they're going to you.
I will be able to answer most of them. Ah, Tuco, no! Oh, he's back. Don't worry, guys. He back.
He wanted to
Oh,
show
he wants
the
to
small
watch
face.
too.
He's gonna react with us. We got our 4th Beck Bro today.
Dang, dude, you really gotta stop feeding him. He's got a triple chin.
Come on, guys. Stop shaming my lizard. He's a dinosaur. He will eat you.
Yeah, basically recreating a forest in here, since that's where frill dragons live in the wild. And to complete the forest
okay.
look, I
So they do
covered it in a
climb.
ton of dirt and wood chips, so it looked nice and natural, you know. As you can see, this tank is already looking very, very beautiful and
7 out of 10.
natural with all that wood and dirt. But it's also looking a bit brown and lifeless too. So let's get to
Just
doing
like
some
Adam.
more stuff, starting with the floor. Now I know I was just complaining about everything being brown, but to make the floor, we do gotta use some brown dirt. So yeah,
More
the cheapest way
brown?
to get a bunch of quality dirt is to use one of these compressed
Tuco's
coconut
disgusted.
fiber bricks, which may not seem like a
Ooh,
lot
yeah,
of
those are
dirt,
pretty
but if
good.
you add a huge tub of water to it, well, now it's
Whoa.
all dirt. Finally, I mixed in a
Expand
bunch
dirt.
of other types of brown stuff, because that's what forest floors got, you know. All right, this is
Yeah,
starting
that's
to
pretty
look
cool.
almost like a forest, but we're
Okay, Jack, don't they need some sort of water source?
A lot of times reptiles do not drink that much water, so you usually don't need an active water source for them. Some people like to do it, but some reptiles don't actually drink from the water source inside of the enclosure, so you could take them out and then you could do like water drinking sessions, which is what I do with Tuco.
Whoa! Actually, yeah, that was.
Speaking of Tuco, what you guys see him anywhere?
Gotcha, Nick.
He's like your backpack.
He's going for the neck. His natural instincts are kicking in.
I can't reach.
He's death mode. It looks like he's riding you like a horse.
I can't. He's in like the perfect spot where I can't get him. Oh wait, no. Okay, he's back. He's okay. He's good.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Probably how fat Tuco is.
He's not that fat.
still missing some key things, so let's move on to step 3, plants and decorations.
You're getting Tuco all
First of
excited.
all, I've got 2 different types of moss.
He thinks he's
which
moving
to
into a new
start, I'll use
enclosure.
carpet moss,
Look
which
at it,
comes
Tuco.
conveniently packaged in this box. Now, I always thought moss was just like dead grass or something, but it's actually an alive organism that over time is going to grow and overtake the entire terrarium. Pretty cool. And I also spread a different type of moss around to add a little bit more variety in this tank. Now, this moss is absolutely fantastical. You know, it really brings the whole thing to life. But I'm gonna need way more plants if I'm gonna make this thing look like the dinosaur's actual habitat. Which means I'm gonna go get some actual plants with leaves and flowers on them and stuff like that.
Go to
So
Walmart.
of course, I got in my car to go to the best plant store in town. Which, if you've seen my channel before, you already know where I'm going, baby.
Called it.
No, I had some
Tuco,
people
it's
shaming me
Walmart.
for
He's going to
for
Walmart. That's where I
plants
got
on the
your
previous
enclosure.
video, but clearly you guys don't understand the fantastical selection.
Yeah, they don't get it,
of plants they
Terra
got.
Green.
I mean, look at all these.
Thanks, Walmart, for all these good plants.
So I got a couple small plants, and I also got one big one that should make the dinosaur nice and happy. And while
That's
I was
a lot of
looking
plants.
there, I also saw they had some
Plants are
Lego
expensive.
sets, which, you know, I like Lego, so of course I bought
Ooh,
some.
I love
baby.
Legos.
Okay, this dude's got severe ADHD.
This guy's very similar to me. I recently just bought flower Legos myself.
Jack has the same issue. Why is he buying Lego plants?
Legos and lizards, the 2 L's any man needs.
Terra Green might be your alt account. I'm not convinced this is not you.
He could be my younger brother.
I thought
No,
I
I
was your
can't.
younger brother.
No, that's Adam.
Oh, hey, Adam.
There's no relation between Adam and this guy. I promise you that.
I would have just bought the Legos.
When I got home, I figured I should just build the Lego set real quick to see how those plants look. So I put
Bro.
it all together, and then I put
Guys,
each
comment
of the
down below
plants
if you guys
inside
have
of the
any pets,
enclosure and check
especially
these
lizards.
out.
Yo, this looks so
No,
cool.
no.
This actually looks pretty stupid. I don't know
That
why
could be
I
a
spent
choking
$2
hazard.
on this. Get this trash out of here.
Instead, I
No.
of course got out the plants I bought and planted
I'll
them
take it.
around the tank.
He's making me mad.
Wait, that
There we
actually
go.
looks
This thing is starting
really
to come-
good.
Yeah, it looks like the wild.
You better be careful, Jack. I think Tuco's getting jealous. I think
Dude.
your enclosure is like a wallpaper for
Yeah,
him.
he's ready to jump right now into that screen. I would
My
watch
enclosure,
out.
it might need some upgrades after watching this video.
If you guys think we should build Tuco his dream home, leave a comment down below.
He could use the upgrade, guys.
Come together well now. But in order to complete the decorations, I need to add a huge piece of wood that goes diagonally from the bottom of the tank to the top of the tank, so that the dinosaur
so he
will
could
be able to have
climb.
easy access to the heat lamp that will be at the top. And this is the only wood I
Good
have
idea.
right now. Definitely not enough to get to the top. So in order to get some more wood, I went outside to find some.
Finally, I was about to say, he never goes outside. He orders like leaves, he orders sticks off online, and I'm getting all mad because just go outside. This is the first time he actually went outside to get supplies.
Relax, bro. Oh
The
my
world is
God.
grocery spending $50 on leaves.
Did you not see the video, Adam? He just uploaded a video where he flipped 100 rocks. Okay.
That was the first time he ever went outside.
I've never seen Adam this worked up before.
Yeah.
It's like going outside triggers something in Adam.
If he didn't go outside right there, I was about to click off this video.
What the heck?
All right. Let's see if he can get some sticks. I'm back on Team Terra Green.
Okay, so I
Adam is
basically just need to
Terra-mad.
get some sort of branch that's nice and thick and long, and that's kind of too thick.
Hey,
Sometimes I have to
yo.
snap under the pressure of the dinosaur.
Hot
and
diggity.
That looks
kinda sucks
pretty
to do.
good.
Oh, this one actually looks
Fine
pretty
branch.
good. Look at this. It's my hand.
You got to be
Kinda
careful
wraps
that there's
around
not
it.
bugs
Basket
living
thickness.
inside of
So
the
I
stick.
went inside and grabbed the biggest
No,
knife.
what
in
the-
the
he's rage
kitchen,
baiting
and
me.
I got
Oh,
to
get a
the
hatchet.
He's rage baiting me.
Adam, not everybody is super strong like you and can snap sticks at will.
What is he doing?
He's chopping
Is this
his
on purpose?
stick,
Is
Adam.
he trying to mess with me?
Maybe this is one of those cake videos where like, is it real or cake? and he just
At
cuts
this
right
point,
through it.
I've never seen anybody in my life cut a branch with a kitchen knife. Who let
I've
this
done it
kid
a few
outside?
times. Adam, can you play the video? Okay, Tuco's getting antsy. He might poop on me if you don't play the video.
That makes me not want to play the video. Give him that sloppy.
What are you doing, Adam? What are you saying, bro?
sloppy.
This should only take like
I'm
30
uncomfy.
minutes. I'll be done soon.
Eventually, I was able to get this fantastical piece of
I
wood
swear.
that would work perfectly.
Ooh,
so I
that
just
looks
closed
nice.
it down to remove
Now he's
dirt,
peeing on it?
insects and stuff, and
Well,
brought
yeah.
it back inside. After breaking it down so it would fit, I put it in place and covered the bottom with some more wood. And boom, the
actually turned out good.
decorations are complete in here.
I
Of
hope
course,
that the
I'm not
stick
just
is
gonna
big
leave the
enough.
tank like this. We've got to first added some technologies to make this the best enclosure ever.
Temperature.
Starting with some water technologies. The first
I was actually thinking, guys, if this dinosaur was alive like 200 million years ago, wouldn't it be like insanely big? Wouldn't it be like 100 times the size?
Ask the reptile expert, Jack.
Jack?
Well, Alec, it probably would. Yeah, most reptiles today evolved from ginormous prehistoric creatures like giant reptiles. So if this thing was alive 200 million years ago, it would look very different.
Yeah, so picture this frilled lizard 100 times the size. It would eat us like that.
The only thing I'm thinking of right now is your forehead 200 million years ago and how big that would be. Because it's already massive.
That would be bigger than the meteor that took out the dinosaurs.
Dude, oh my gosh. You might have been the cause of the extinction.
Cool. Yeah, I'm glad that flip-flopped onto me.
I'm pretty sure Tuco just pooped on my hat. Play the video.
The first water technology I got is this little box, which is actually an automatic humidifier.
Box
You see,
water.
dragons need
Whoa.
the humidity in their enclosure to be pretty high, and basically this, well, you know, it humidifies the enclosure by
Even
spraying
dragons
water
vape.
everywhere.
See, guys?
Now,
It's
the
cool.
second water technology
That's just
I got
water,
is
Adam, you crazy.
extremely high tech. It's a water bowl. Yeah. So you know the
Ooh.
dinosaur can get a drink of water and stuff.
Wait, Jack, going back to our reptile expert, Jack, seems to be a water bowl in here. You said that they actually do not need water.
They do not need it all of the time. Yeah, it depends on how you want to go about it. I started out with a water bowl, and then I realized Tuco doesn't like to drink out of water bowls, so then I took it away.
It depends how you want to go about it, Adam. Do you want your lizard to suffer and just never have water? Or do you want it to be healthy and have water? It really depends on you.
I asked my veterinarian, and he said it was totally fine. As long as you give him water at least once a day, they're good.
Oh, once
Okay.
it is. Yeah, okay.
All right. PETA's on
Now,
Jack's
even
booty.
though I added in this amazing water dish, frilled dragons actually never drink from it. They actually just use it as a bathroom.
All right.
Yeah.
Jack's
So to
right.
allow the dinosaur to actually get a drink of water, I got out this water pump, put it in a container of water, and linked it up with some tubing. Now, when I turn it on, it creates this nice little flow of water, which frilled dragons
Okay.
will actually drink from. Well, now
Yes,
there's
that's what
one
I
more
do,
thing
but
to
I
do.
just use the sink.
Oh. Jack simulates a tree branch. You definitely simulate a tree branch with your arm. And you're like,
I do, yeah. I just go to the sink faucet, and then I put my finger, and then we do like little droppy time. Ah, he just...
he heard droppy time.
Don't worry, I have him. I caught him.
I was about to say Tuco looks so interested in this video, and then he just fell.
He heard droppy time. He just went for it.
Yeah, he gets very excited when it's water time.
Gosh. All right. Get two hands on him.
I got him, guys. He's actually bigger than you think. He's like as big as my head.
Now, we know how big he is.
All right, Tuco, back to the video. He's really enjoying this, guys.
I add the frilled dragon in, and that is heat. And basically what that means is I need to recreate the sun in this enclosure.
Heat
to do
lamp.
that, I got a heavy-duty heat lamp and an expensive top-quality UV
Nice.
bulb that recreates
Yup,
the
they
same
need both.
UV rays that the sun does. I also got another lamp with a high-intensity heat bulb because frilled dragons like it to be extremely hot in their homes.
Because
To test
they're
the
from
temperature,
Australia.
I hooked up a thermometer, and as you can
a good
see,
point.
it reached up to 100
Nah.
degrees in the basking spot.
It's like a sauna.
Oh, look.
Finally, I put a
Tuco's,
bit of a
he's he's shedding.
Foil on top to keep
Whoa.
the heat and humidity inside. Okay, well the frilled dragon
So are my
is
toes.
now complete, and well, it's time to add it inside. And the next day, I got a notification on my phone saying the
Package is ready for pickup for 5 days. Photo ID with matching name address. Please reply stop.
It's the lizard.
Oh, yeah.
package was ready for pickup. So I drove out to FedEx.
All right, so I just got back from FedEx and I just picked up this box, which is probably the frilled dragon.
No way.
Oh, are there holes
Dude,
in the
stop
box?
shaking around the box so much. What is he doing?
Anyways, I'm gonna take this thing inside.
Can that
and
thing
put it in the
breathe?
cage and,
Get your hands on that thing.
Chickens right there.
What the?
I might gotta show these guys.
Bro
some
has
dinosaurs.
chickens?
They're gonna be good friends.
Those are
Before
also
I do anything
dinosaurs.
Like that,
Yeah.
let's just start by opening up this box.
Oh
Fellow
my gosh,
dinosaurs.
I can kind of see the dinosaur right now.
No
and,
way.
well, it's definitely a dinosaur.
Now that I have the frilled dragon, I'm
Whoa!
gonna find out if dinosaurs are actually
so
good
cute!
pets by doing stuff like feeding it, taking it outside, and even more.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but a lot of lizards do have those frills, but this one has like extra big frills, which is why it's called the frilled lizard, and it only actually shows the frills when it's scared to try to ward off any enemies.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's to make it look bigger than it really is.
Like a peacock.
That's why they say, like, when if you ever encounter a bear, you do this. Ooh. You don't like
Trying to
shovel
get
up.
real big.
Yeah, you get big. Ooh.
Some people say that you should poop in your hand and throw it at them too.
Even more. But first, let's get this guy in the enclosure.
Whoa! It looks so cool.
looks
Tuco, you're missing
skinny.
it.
May
Look.
not look like a dinosaur
your long-lost
just
cousin.
yet, but that's because its thing on its neck only comes out on special occasions. But trust me, I will be
Look,
showing
Tuco.
you exactly what it looks
It's
like
your
later
brother.
in the video.
Okay, well, the dinosaur is in its enclosure right now. And honestly, I'm still scared to get within
It's
a
huge.
5-foot radius of this
It is
thing.
awesome.
Like, I have no
And that's just a
idea
baby.
if this is as ferocious as those videos made it out to be, but I guess we're gonna find out.
For now, I already know this guy is very hungry and thirsty from spending a day in that shipping container. And as you can see, his water bowl is already messed up because he was like jumping around and
See,
pooping in
that's
there
why
like
I
thought
took
he
mine
was. So
out.
to give him a drink of water, I turned my water pump on a very low setting, which made little drops of water fall above the dinosaur. Immediately, he started to stick out his tongue and take little sips of it,
Bless you.
which is actually pretty
Thanks.
cool to watch. Then he just started to bask in it like he was taking a shower. Dang, maybe this guy
That's
is
what you
as
do, bud.
ferocious as I thought. He actually looks pretty chill.
I'm pretty sure to humans, that's a form of torture.
Oh yeah, the water drip method. I think Obama banned that.
Yeah.
It's like when you strap someone down and you just drip water on their forehead. It's like, I don't know why, but it stimulates your neurosystem.
Hey, he's not strapped down, okay?
No, this guy's
no,
loving
this
it.
is good.
What are
Yeah,
you,
this
what
is
are you, what's
good
the
for the lizard.
accusations
No,
you trying to put on Terry
I'm
Green
not,
right now, okay?
no, I'm not accusing him of doing it. I'm just saying it's funny how opposite this is to humans.
20,000 likes will do that to Tuco.
I already do it to Tuco. He loves it. It simulates rainfall and love and happiness.
looks pretty chill
Tuco's having
right
a
now.
fantastic time.
Now, to feed the frilled dragon, I asked the guy I bought it from which insect is the dinosaur's favorite. And he
Mealworms.
said crickets are one of the best.
Nope.
So, I got a bag of some
Dubia.
pretty big crickets.
Bruh, what are these guys
Dubia
all running
roaches are
around
really
in here
big.
for? It's not like you guys gonna escape. They're just jumping around. Are you guys stupid?
And literally immediately after
This is what I fed Tuco when he was just a little baby. And then I didn't realize this, but the crickets will actually fight back.
Oh gosh. So they were ganging up on little baby Tuco?
He was like probably this big, like the size of my thumb. And then at night, I didn't realize, but the crickets that he didn't eat during the day, they got so mad that their family members got eaten by Tuco that they would fight back. And then one morning I woke up and they were all over Tuco and they were biting him.
Oh my god.
They were. So I had to stop them and then I killed them.
And then you ate them?
No, I fed them to my friend Anish.
Oh.
That's when you and Tuco became brothers for life.
Yeah, that's when we realized we were in it together.
immediately after I put a bunch of them in, the dinosaur started to go crazy, as you can see, jumping all around the enclosure to get a nice juicy meal.
Wow, it can jump high.
One bite.
To show you just how cool it is when the frilled dragon hunts, I hired a professional nature documentary narrator to tell you what's going on. Look at
Yes.
In this small, recreated prehistoric world, a cricket
pretty
enjoys
good.
a quiet meal of moss. But nearby, the frilled dragon, a creature with roots deep in ancient history, has spotted the movement. Suddenly, the dragon's head snaps towards the cricket. In an instant, it leaps forward, jaws closing around the cricket with precision. The cricket's meal is
That's
cut
good.
short, now being completely devoured by one of nature's best hunters.
Now, as you can see,
I felt like I was in a nature show. That was awesome.
Write that down. Write that down. We got to use that.
Alex is a voice actor, so we can get that for free.
Oh yeah, Alec, can you recreate that?
All right, I'm gonna play the same thing again,
Thank
but
God.
muted.
Oh no, Adam, don't do that to me.
All right, here we go.
David Attenborough.
All right, let's play the same thing again, but Alec is the voice actor.
You
Here
can
we
do
go.
David Attenborough or Morgan Freeman.
And you're live.
Here, oh, here, here you can see the frilled lizard.
Oh, that's a cricket.
That's
It's a cricket.
Is a cricket. It has 6 legs and jumps very high. But the frilled lizard has spotted the movement. Suddenly, the dragon's head snaps towards the cricket, and in an instant, it leaps forward, and its jaws jump on the cricket.
Wow,
That was pretty good,
let's
actually.
go, Alec.
That was good, guys. Comment down below if Alec could be a voice actor for National Geographic.
It's not my specialty. I'm more of a Sith Lord.
Okay, I'm not even gonna ask any
Nah,
follow-up
let's
questions.
not bust that
Nope.
one out. I don't want to scare anyone.
Let's all keep our pants on here, boys.
Alec does a pretty good Obama impression.
That's for a different day. All right, let's get it going.
The dinosaur is a very good hunter. So to rank how good of a pet this dinosaur is, I'm gonna rank a bunch of different factors. And because it was super cool watching this guy drink and eat, I'm gonna give Care a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. That's a pretty good score. Good job, bro.
Yeah,
But
pretty
another
easy.
important factor that goes into a pet being good is how friendly it is and whether or not it lets you handle it. Now, dogs are the perfect example of this. You know, they're super fluffy
you
and
puppy.
nice, and they pretty much never
Except
bite
for
you.
chihuahuas.
But frilled dragons, on the other hand, yeah, I mean, based off the videos I've
Yeah,
seen, they are not friendly at all.
All right, this
Is he
the moment of
screaming?
truth. I'm gonna figure out if this guy's gonna let me hold. To make sure I don't get bit, I've got some hand protection, as you can
You
see. I'm just
scaredy
gonna go
cat.
Start by trying to pet him. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're petting him.
Well, he seems chill.
Yeah, he's chill.
Most lizards are pretty
Very
chill.
Gentle.
Oh.
Okay, I got very scared there for a second, but
So yeah, I was too scared to pick him up with my hands.
You have a
Clifford! He was sitting
The
on it.
bite doesn't even hurt.
okay, we're doing it. Okay, so we're just gonna start.
They don't
by
have
putting
teeth, they
him
have, like,
on
sharp
the kitchen
gums.
table. Let's see. Stay right there. And there we go. Look at him. When he's out of his cage, he's doing good. He's just
Make a run for it.
Dang, but he's actually being a good boy. And the craziest thing is you see the frill on his neck. It hasn't even come out yet. So usually they put the frill out on their neck when they're super angry. But this guy, he hasn't even put it out once. He's like super chill with me. So he's just letting me
Bro's so
pet him.
chill.
He's a good boy, bro.
And since the dinosaur was doing so good just chilling
He likes to be
inside,
pet.
I decided I would try and bring him outside to let him explore the world.
And I'm out.
So that is dangerous to do if you have a domesticated lizard, guys, because as soon as, for whatever reason, some lizards see direct sunlight, they go primal. I tried that one time with Tuco, and he immediately got up on 2 legs, and his little frills came out, and he started running around like there was a shooter in the area. He was going berserk. He was just running.
That's pretty cool.
It was hard to catch him. He went from like 0 to 15 miles an hour like that.
You gave him a glimpse of freedom.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm a free man from free.
He started running around on 2 legs. It looked like he was running away from the cops, and then he ran into the wall because he didn't know how to control himself.
Yeah, well, he's never gone faster than 0.1 mile an hour. Then he just starts sprinting at 50 miles an hour. It's like you unlock super speed.
I know. So I wonder what's going to happen here.
Find out.
And I'm outside with the frilled dragon. Look at this. He's just basking
He's
in
kinda
the
got
sun.
frog
It's awesome.
legs
It's actually
in the
pretty
back.
cool. He's like blending in with the log. I'm pretty
He
sure
looks
he does
chill.
that to avoid any birds of prey. Because normally in the wild, they're like scared of birds attacking him. But right now, he's
Oh,
just
his mouth
blending
is
in with the
open.
log. He's not even scared at all. And like
He's
I
about
said,
to
I was
book
going
it
to
the
show
first
the
chance he
frilled
gets.
dragon to the chickens.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
want him to get
dangerous.
too stressed out, but I'm just gonna kind of let him see the chickens.
Chickens are
See
evil,
over
bro.
there. Yeah, you see the
That is
chickens.
not a good
That's so
idea.
cool. Oh, they look pretty
I
scared.
like it.
And oh, okay, they're just running away. Yeah, I think they're scared of him. Okay, I'm just gonna bring him back inside.
That actually
that
went
was
very
risky.
well. The dinosaur didn't even get mad at me once. But to be fair, I was too scared to hold him. So because of that, I'm giving friendliness a 7 out of 10. And
Your
now-
friendliness is a
What?
7 out of 10.
That thing was so friendly.
What else do they want him to do?
It was because Terra Green was too scared to hold him. He didn't even do anything.
I would give it at least a 9 on the friendliness.
Yeah, that dude was so chill.
Yeah,
And let's see what the last parameter is for the scorecard.
I think it's gonna be
Pet
love.
is to see the reaction of my mom.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
shut
of
my mouth.
course.
But real quick, I just want to let you know that only 5% of people are it is a real, and I know every YouTuber says this, and I said the same thing last
Cut this
video,
out.
but it is a real statistic. So please just subscribe if you like this video. Thank you very much.
Mom, can you come
Make sure
in?
you guys
Can see
subscribe.
my new pet.
No.
All right, so the lizard is in this giant enclosure right here. Do you see it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's basically right there. And or do you know what kind of lizard it is though?
It looks like a little dinosaur.
A dinosaur. boy.
She's so
Yeah.
right.
That's why I got it. It looks like a dinosaur. And guess how much it costs?
I don't know.
It costs $800.
And I put it on your credit card, Mom.
Oh, she's about to freak
I
out.
did. But this
That's
is the new.
crazy.
This is the new addition to the.
Tuco costs
the
like
family.
$50.
All right.
What's his name?
The
I can
enclosure
tell.
has to cost so much though.
Mr. Prehistoric.
You wanna name him Mr. Prehistoric?
Prehistoric.
That's a stupid name. So what do you rate it out of 10?
It just punches
10 out
her.
of 10?
10 out of 10.
Okay, but thanks. So she actually ended up liking it and gave it a 10 out of 10. That means the
Boom.
average score for the pet dinosaur is 8.7 out of 10. So that
Let's
means
go!
It should be
it's a
higher.
very,
Oh
very
my
good
gosh, I'm
pet.
sweating
I
a lot.
recommend it to anybody that can afford it, which is nobody, because who's gonna spend $800 on a lizard? Anyways,
That's a
I know
lot.
I said that the dinosaur would be showing his neck frill a lot in this video, which he hasn't yet. So to try and make him do it, I got a scary picture on my
What?
phone and
Shout out
showed it
Alec.
to him. And he didn't really care. So I tried getting another picture of a bird predator.
Shout out Jack.
That's so mean.
That
is so mean.
So sorry guys.
I would start
lied. Mr.
poking him with stuff.
Prehistoric is not going
It
to
looks
show
really
his frill
cool,
in this
though.
video,
I like
but
it.
that-
Today, I was scrolling through YouTube and found a video called Feeding Giant Pet Leech, where this guy
Nah.
literally showed off his pet leech and fed his own blood
No.
for 3 hours.
No. Is that what's happening in today's video? Because I don't want to watch that. I do not. Do not make me watch
I don't know. We gotta watch.
This is weird, but I am known for keeping the weirdest pets, so of course I found this website that will
Shout
sell
out.
me a
What is this website?
Dang, $20 for a pet leech. That's a bargain.
Why does it have 4 stars?
Get this checked out.
What are
So
people
in this
doing
video, I'm
with
gonna build
leeches?
a
26
website that
reviews.
shows
Wanna
everything
know?
about keeping a pet leech.
That
and
just
literally
looks so
let them
sus.
suck on my
No!
bone. Yes,
No,
I am not
no,
kidding.
what?
I'm gonna let them do that, and I might get
That
some
feels
unknown
dangerous.
deadly virus. This is easily gonna be my weirdest pet. Anyways, until the
Whoa.
leeches
It's like
got
a seawater
delivered, I
mosquito.
got a 20-gallon aquarium and a ton of rocks to get its enclosure built. Step 1 to make its home is to make a rock arch. To do that, I got out some water-safe spray foam and sprayed the entire left side of the enclosure, and then I covered it with some lava rocks. You see, leeches spend most of their time in the water, but they actually have the ability to crawl on land.
I hate this. It's skeeving me out.
I've heard of leeches, but I never knew what they looked like. I didn't know that they kind of look like a giant worm.
How did you not know what a leech looks
I've
like,
never
Adam?
seen one. I don't know.
I've actually had a few leeches on me before, and it's really weird.
Oh my god. Ew.
I'm a survivor.
Basically, by connecting all these rocks with foam, I was able to build an arch here that I could cover with dirt to make the land portion of this enclosure. On the land, I put some very simple decorations like a piece of wood, some carpet moss, and a small plant to complete it.
All
So
right, the
beautiful.
land area is looking pretty nice and small and cozy, and it's gonna be so cool to see the leeches swim onto the land so they can eat food and stuff. Oh, and
So
also, if you're wondering where I
cool.
got this beautiful
Yeah.
plant, of course, from Walmart. Gotta keep the channel's tradition going, you know.
Anyway, step 2 of this enclosure is to create the water portion. Now, I started by getting out some of this black aqua soil stuff and putting a layer of it down because it'll allow us to grow some beautiful, luscious plants in here. But first, I covered the soil with a layer of sand and started to scatter giant river rocks along the bottom.
Do any of you guys know what leeches eat?
They suck blood, Adam. That is all that they do.
I get it, but like off other fish or off
So
each other?
think of any animal or fish or anything that has blood flowing through its body. It just attaches itself to it, and then it just sucks out the nutrients.
Is it a parasite?
I feel
It's
like
kind
it
of like
is
a parasite.
kind of a parasite, yeah. I feel like parasite, leech, same sort of thing. They're just feeding off of their host.
But imagine being a fish and not having any arms to like defend yourself. Like once a leech is on you, you can't like do anything. You're just.
Aren't they like super dangerous? Don't they have like diseases that he could get?
I mean, I would imagine so. If you're sucking blood and then sucking more blood and then sucking and sucking and sucking, eventually you're gonna get diseases and then
Exactly,
spread it.
yeah.
Right, Adam?
Is that where Lyme disease comes from?
Yeah, that's from ticks. Yo, yeah, it's pretty much a tick. It's a water tick.
Yeah, talk about a clingy pet, am I right?
Cool to make this place look like the bottom of a river, since that's where leeches live in the wild. To finish the river look in here, I put some smaller river rocks around, and then I put some extra small tiny river rocks around, and then I
Nice.
put some extra tiny small river rocks around.
That's just sand.
Which aren't really rocks anymore, they're just kind of like gravel,
Yeah.
but yeah. Anyways, now it's time for the aquatic plants. So I drove over to the local pet store to buy some.
Okay, here's the aquatic plants, and I always hate buying
11
these because I
bucks?
look at this. They're
For
so
a
expensive.
plant?
Anyways, let me just pick out a few that look cool. And yeah, this cart right
There
here
is
costs
no
like
way he just-
$70 for buying
No.
Anyways, when I got home,
Inflation
I
I
used
could
my
find that for
skills
free.
to find the most
Money
optimal
does grow on
location to
trees.
Plant each plant, and by that I mean
Yeah.
I just put them around
No.
randomly. But after putting them all in, it actually looked pretty cool.
All right, dang, this is actually gonna look pretty
That's so
good
worth
once I
70
have
bucks.
water in here.
I
Also,
like
it
it.
turned out really good how that rock arch makes like a little cave there. That's gonna be really cool. I guess the leech are gonna be able to swim there or something.
Guys, I know that we're watching a video about leeches, but how cool would it be if he got like a piranha next? I want to see that.
Ooh, yeah. Wait, that could be good.
Yeah, I agree.
Freshwater creature, so I just filled the enclosure up with some normal water, you know, pretty simple stuff, and in no time it was done.
All right, I'm liking the look of this a lot, but if you look at the dirt, it's absorbed the water and it's super moist and it kind of looks like mud right now. Now, because the humidity's so high right here, mold can actually grow, which is
that's
of course
no good.
not good for the leeches. But don't worry, because I have the perfect solution right
Salt.
here.
Inside of this container, I had some little insect creatures delivered to me for step number 3, the mold cleanup crew. These are springtails, which you may have seen before, but I have a cool idea for them. They're basically just super tiny white insects that I guess eat mold when it grows in here.
gosh.
And yeah, there's
Cool.
tons of these things in here,
That
so
is
I just
nasty.
dumped the whole container on the land.
All right,
Isn't that so cool? How even the minute, minuscule insects play such a big part in the ecology of the world? Like, without those little minuscule rats, the leeches would die because of the mold.
Exactly. It kind of reminds me how in our stomach we have trillions of tiny microorganisms. It's pretty crazy to think that there's little things living inside me.
Yeah,
I think
and
I might
without
be
them,
pregnant.
We would die without them. It's crazy. Like, I hate insects, but I gotta love them and respect them, because without them, I would be dead.
It's the circle of life, except for mosquitoes. We should get rid of them.
It'd be really cool to get a time lapse of these little guys eating. And since there's no mold in here right now, apparently their second favorite food is yeast, which is like a fungus or something. I don't really know. But basically, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit right here, and we'll see what they do.
That is like a full buffet.
So I waited for the
Yeah, look
springtails
at-
to
oh my
happen,
gosh.
sour
So
the
much.
yeast
Oh
up,
my
and they were
gosh.
Just imagine if like someone outside your house just dropped just a pound and 100 pounds of Skittles. That's what just happened.
But the Skittles are like the same size as your body.
Yeah.
I would
Can we,
eat it.
can we turn the Skittles into Big Macs?
Did you know Skittles are like the most dangerous food in the world?
Oh, you saw
I
that?
thought-
You saw that on
The most-
Twitter?
yeah.
Why? They seem pretty natural to me. They're different colors.
Yeah, they're rainbow-fied.
Yeah, you taste the rainbow.
But if you eat the green ones, you're good.
Yeah, just I only eat the green ones to stay healthy.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
Balanced diet, Skittles.
around it, looking like they were probably eating it. And as you can see, this part of the yeast kinda changed. I don't know if that's just because it soaked up the water from the dirt.
So
or
these
what,
things are
because I
gonna
only
grow into
recorded
leeches.
springtails for like 30 minutes, so it's not a very
No.
eventful time lapse. But this is what it looked like.
These are
at
just
the
in there to
end.
eat the
Now
mold.
for step number 4 of completing this enclosure, we
Add
gotta
the
put some
thing.
technology in here,
No!
like always, to make it super
Oh.
good. Now, first of all,
So they
I
can
got
play
out this
Fortnite.
machine, which you may have
No.
seen in some
What
of
is
my
that
previous
thing?
videos.
It's a blender.
Basically, when I turn this little dial, out of the end of the tube, a bunch of fog comes out.
Whoa.
So I set that up on the side of the
That is
glass.
pretty
and let it
legit.
run
A
for
fogifier.
minute.
check
It just
this
makes it
out.
look
completely
cool.
transformed
Now it's like a
kind of boring
rave.
to, like, super
Now it's a
spooky.
rainforest.
Honestly, it's a little bit too much fog. I'm gonna
Looks
get
good
some
to
of
me.
this Out of here. Okay, that's better. But you know, it's cool. Adds to the atmosphere.
Is that it? It's just
Leaves are
cool?
pretty
That's
cool.
why?
Alec, you should do that to your room next time like a girl comes over.
Yeah, I should do that to my room next time they go.
Adam, don't even lie. A girl's not coming over there.
I know. I try to be
I
nice.
don't talk to them. It's
Anyways, for
scared
the
me.
second technology,
But you could get a leech.
This one's a little useless, but it's cool.
Okay, so I was walking around Target earlier and saw these little robot turtle toys on sale for about like $8. And I think it'll just be funny to put these in the water with the leech.
The leech
you
is
know,
gonna
if you
try to
got
eat
in,
them.
I know, the leech is gonna be so depressed when it's like and then it gets microplastics in its system.
Oh, I hate microplastics.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They're the worst.
Them out real quick to see what they look like. Okay, I got it. And I think you just like press these buttons and oh, okay, its arms are moving. I guess let me just put it in the water. Let's see what this thing can do. And
It's-
it's moving.
it's
It works.
moving.
It's just
Swims
swimming into the
about as good as I do.
Okay, I guess it's kind of cool. Okay, it's not that cool to be honest. Well, let me put it on land. Let's see if it can walk on land.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it can't walk on land.
Oh,
This
that's
enclosure
sick,
is
dude.
now 100% complete and ready for probably
just took 'em
the
out!
weirdest pet I
He
have
didn't
ever
even use
got to be put inside, the leeches. So I guess just cut to when I get that package.
In this box are the leeches.
It's
I just got
here.
them Shipped. I still can't believe we're gonna be keeping.
Is that
these
a
as
urine
pets.
on there?
I'm literally
Ew.
gonna be letting it
Yeah,
suck
no,
on
that's
my
you
arm.
lying.
This is not gonna be fun
Oh.
at all, but it's gonna be pretty entertaining. But hey, let's
I'm
just
so
go get these guys
excited.
in their enclosure. We don't want them in their shipping box anymore.
I didn't even know you could have
So
these
I
as
brought the box
pets.
inside and opened it up.
Oh no!
I gotta
bro,
find
the
that
leeches are
website.
inside
I wanna
this
see what
little
else you can order.
box. I do not even want to open this up.
I think I don't like leeches, guys.
Inside
The more I
the
watch
box
this
was a
video.
little plastic container
Alec,
with
nobody
water
likes
and the
leeches.
which I moved into
No, but-
this.
Oh my god, I thought it was on the outside for a second. Nobody likes leeches. Who likes leeches?
Yeah, but like it makes me want to vomit. Like
Yeah,
I think I'm
Who is
leechophobic.
looking at a leech and they're like, oh, look at that cute little leech. I want to give it a good
Dude,
little
the
pet.
guy that's making
no.
this video.
Ugh, it looks like a piece of string cheese that you'd pull out of your butt.
Terra Green likes leeches. I don't like leeches. That's whew, gross.
I would let him suck my arm though.
But guys, comment down below some names of what we should call these leeches.
It's
I'm
leech.
gonna name him Sleek.
Well, here they are, my new pet. Aren't they so
I like
cute?
it.
Kind of
Oh,
reminds
there
me
is
of like a
too.
snail
Are
and
you
a snake.
seeing This is a
so disgusting. This guy's just climbing up the side of
Oh my God, it's like an alien.
Already trying to
Despite how nasty they were, I had to transport them to their new home, so I tried to scoop them out.
Okay, I got one of them up against the wall in this
that's
little
dangerous.
container, and I'm just gonna try and scoop it up.
gosh.
There we go.
Whoa, look at how small it got.
Oh no, is this thing trying to escape right now? No.
Oh my
this is
gosh,
not the
can
time.
they
Can you
jump?
Please
Can-
go back in the container.
Oh, he's gotta use his hands.
But eventually I
loose.
got it back in, and I was able to put both the leeches
Okay,
into
good
their
job,
new
good
home.
job. It
And
does
right
kinda
after
look cool
dropping
when
them
it's in there.
It didn't take long
They're
for the
good at
leeches to
swimming.
start swimming around.
Can they
and
suck
be
each
super
other?
Active. Basically, how leeches
They might
work
have
is
to.
they
I don't
mostly
know.
get around by swimming around just like this,
Whoa.
like how a sea snake would.
That is
But
kinda
on one end
cool.
of their body,
Yeah.
they actually have a little suction
Whoa.
cup so that they can grab onto walls and rocks so they
Whoa.
can stay
Where are the
still. And of
teeth?
course, on the other end of their
On
body
the other
is the
side.
mouth that they use
Oh,
to, of
there
course,
it is.
grab onto animals with.
Okay, as you guys know,
Wow.
these leeches.
What? I wonder what it would feel like to be a leech. Like this is your whole life. Is doing this.
That's pretty much every fish, Alec.
You're
All
just
you
dancing
do.
your way through every single day.
They probably look at you and they're like, look at this kid all day. Look at what he does all day. Oh. So they probably think the same thing about you, Alec.
Come on.
Yeah.
They don't have eyeballs. all they do is feel. They just feel this and suck.
The more you talk about it, the more I want to be a leech.
I don't.
This is awful.
Dude,
what a
leeches
terrible
suck.
life.
Leeches literally suck.
Most of their food by sucking the blood out of other animals. Before I feed
Oh, now
them
he's
my
just hanging
own
there.
blood, I kind of want to fill them up just at least a little bit by feeding them.
You should
some
prank his
other
mom.
Type of food. And apparently, Google says one of the best things to feed them is raw liver from the grocery
Oh,
store.
yeah,
And
they
I
do
don't
have a lot
really
of blood
any
in
that,
them.
So I guess let me just go get it.
So
Adam
I drove
has like
over to
7
Walmart
pounds.
and found some of that raw beef liver that supposedly the leeches will eat.
Dang, check this
$2,
stuff out. It's
that's
only
not
I used to, I threw it out.
$44 for a packet of it. That is why we shop at Walmart, everybody. And it
That
does
is not
look
bad at all.
nasty, but I'm
Walmart.
pretty sure the leeches are gonna eat this. I don't know. Let's just go home and figure out.
So when I got
Yeah,
home,
they're
I
eating
opened
better
the
than
packet
most
up
leeches.
and got a little raw piece of liver
looks
out.
gross.
Ugh.
Beef liver right here.
I remember
This
eating that.
video, I
Last
thought it
night
couldn't
and
get any
everything.
worse,
Hey, the
and it
leeks
is.
are out and about right now, so I think I'm just gonna drop it in right there.
That is so much
Look at how
meat
quick.
there.
Look at how quick
I
they
let
get
the
it.
meat sit there for about 15
Oh.
minutes, but the leeches didn't end up finding it.
I
So
thought that they
instead,
would
I
jump
just
on that
picked it up
thing.
and brought it right over to one of them. Immediately, that
gonna-
first one picked
Oh,
up
wow.
or something and latched onto it. So while that leech
That
rode
meat
the piece
looks
of meat, I brought
gross.
it over to the second one, and that guy immediately latched onto
There
it.
we
Oh my
go.
gosh,
Let
dude,
them
they
go
are having a
crazy on it
full-on
Digging in.
buffet.
for a little bit.
Look
Oh
at,
my gosh.
look at how big they're getting. Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh.
guess you are right, Adam. As soon as they start eating, like it has nowhere to go. It just starts filling them up, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. Their entire body is basically like a stomach.
Leeches are absolutely devouring this piece of meat. I gotta make sure they don't get filled up on
pause.
this meat because I still gotta eat meat. Can you guys come off, please? Oh my
They are
gosh,
sucking that
this
meat.
They are
part
not
stuck
coming
up
off,
in
bro.
there.
How are they gonna get off his
They're
arm?
on my arm.
That is crazy.
I don't know, bro. This is not gonna be fun though.
You should definitely prank his mom. Like, imagine she's sleeping and he puts a leech on her arm.
That would be horrible. I think I would kick my son out of the house if I woke up to a leech on my arm that was just suckling me. I don't.
Prank Jack.
I literally, I don't think I'll ever come back. I think I will be traumatized for life.
Yeah, but what if we put it on your nipple, Jack? Come on.
Are you trying to milk me? What are you trying to do?
No.
That would be funny if a leech sucked a nipple thinking he was gonna get blood, and then it got milk, and it was like, ah!
What do you think comes out of Jack's nipple?
Ah!
Guys, I don't know if you knew this, but I am not a woman.
Or pregnant.
It's the next day and the
That'd be
leeches
like
are still
me getting
doing good. And anyways, this is the
2,000
moment we've all
pounds
been waiting
from
for.
eating.
Did the meat
I haven't been
disappear?
waiting for it, but I'm gonna
took
let
it
the
out.
leeches go
Oh.
on my arm now. So
Don't
let
do
me
it.
wait
Don't
for
do
my
it.
mom to get home so she can record that, and also I want to see how she reacts to this new.
I wonder
Dude,
if
his
it's gonna
mom is
hurt.
brave.
He's about to
Okay,
stick it on her
Have
mom.
we seen a face
All right,
reveal yet?
hi. I'm just bringing you in here. 'cause
Of
I
the
wanna
mom,
show you
yeah.
My new pet. All right, so basically, just look at its cage, and I want you to guess what's in there.
Oh my god. Dude.
Do you see
No.
anything in there?
Yeah, it's in the jar.
Yeah, right
It's
there.
disgusting,
In the
dude.
jar. I had to put it in
Oh,
a jar.
no.
Is it a centipede?
A centipede is
I
underwater.
don't know.
That's
No,
a
it's not a
No,
centipede.
dude.
It was a good guess, guys. Don't yell at her.
No, dude.
Isn't a pet leech cool?
No. Is it the sucking of the blood leech?
Basic, yeah, sucks your blood. But you know, we gotta feed it.
This is
I see
crazy.
where you're gonna go with this not happening.
Yeah, don't worry, we're definitely not gonna be feeding it anyone's blood. But I want to show you this.
Do you guys know that like back in ancient times, they actually used to use leeches to like cure you? They would like do it so that it would suck out any toxins in your blood, and they thought that it would help.
Oh.
Yeah, there was like a lot of weird ideas that they had, like just bloodletting in general. Like they would cut themselves and just bleed things out. They would also do trepidation, where they would cut holes in your skull and take out pieces of your brain.
It's pretty much like today's derma stamp.
thing you see on top, you can put fog
Probably a little
inside.
sting.
That's neat.
But I don't only have frog. We also got some turtles.
Dang, bro, that leech is vaping.
He's
Why
so
is he showing the turtles?
The mom is so proud of the
Why
turtles.
is it in a jar like that, though?
Oh, you're wondering why it's in a jar? So
Oh, well, it's ready.
Basically, it's in a jar because I need to do something with it.
You want to know why it's in a jar, Mom?
So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the leech up and I'm just going to take all the water out and then I'm just going to put this upside down right here. And basically I need you to take my phone and record me sucking the blood out of my arm.
No, you're not going to do that.
Yes, I have
no,
to do
we're
it.
not, dude. Why do you have to do that?
Because I said I would do it at the start of the video.
Oh, right.
I'm just going to take...
Stop playing with her.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Why are we
This is kind of scary.
No.
What if it like bites a nerve or something?
For it to even get out of there?
Yeah, you see how the suction cup is on
Once
the
it gets
top?
on, ow!
Okay, it could happen right now. It could happen right now.
I'm so scared right now.
No, 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 no! No!
Take the jar off. Take the jar off.
Why are we doing this?
Take the jar off.
Back a little bit.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Okay, it's biting me right now.
He's
It's
giving
biting my-
directions
I
of the
feel
camera.
blood coming out of my-
Bro literally is just like, it's biting me right now, guys. I'm getting bit. It's biting me.
Oh, maybe he doesn't hurt that bad.
I'm
Yeah.
getting bit. He's getting leeched. My guy is getting sucked by a leech and he's calm.
coming out of my arm.
Oh my god, no. Ew.
Ah!
It feels so weird.
Look at how big it's getting.
Basically, it's injecting like a chemical in my blood right now to make it run faster so it can suck more blood out. Oh,
Oh
Whoa.
my god, are you
Why is he so
serious?
excited about this?
Can it really harm you?
It's
No.
like natural blood
Oh,
thinning.
it's getting big.
it's off actually.
No, I'm flicking it off.
No, so you can't flick it off.
So it does have
the
natural
teeth are, like,
properties.
Going harder into my body. So some people feed these for like 3 hours at a time, but yeah, I'm not doing.
Who
that.
does
Oh
this?
my gosh, they
Who
them
does
for
this?
3 hours.
Yeah, you just kind of want to like trick its teeth into like scaring it, you know, so it will unbite
Oh my
it.
God, it's really
alright?
on there.
And just like that. Get off! Get off! Get off! Get off!
Oh
Get
my
off!
god, get up.
Oh, we got him again.
we got him again.
So that's my new pet.
What? No, dude, let's just throw it in the toilet.
Okay, we're not gonna do that. Don't worry because we got princess band-aids
Oh,
right
thank
here.
Oh,
Lord.
Heal the wound.
Stole that from my room.
Got some cream or something I can put on it.
Neosporin, yeah.
Okay, so first we just gotta get the cream, put some on there. Maybe that's a little too much.
That's a lot of cream, man.
Princess Band-Aid, so we just take that out. Oh,
Wow.
look at that.
There we go. It's good to go.
Very pretty
See, they did not have this in
Just
old
like
times,
that.
in old days.
Set our
The old
True.
princess band-aid.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they
You wanna
needed
try?
princess band-aids back then.
Absolutely nice.
This is a toe biter. Yeah, might sound funny, but these little bugs live in lakes and spend all day eating everything they lay their eyes on. And to humans, they're known for injecting venom into
That's
toes,
not a
causing
toe.
extreme amounts
Oh
of
my
pain.
god, that's a toe.
Dude. Oh.
So I found this website.
That's
for
Coyote.
someone to keep his pets. Yep, I'm gonna build them a home in this fish tank. Let's
No.
buy 2 of these. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, I just want to check out what site is he on? It's called Bug. What's that called?
I think he linked it. Bugs in cyberspace.
Okay.
Bugs in cyberspace.
Okay. What, does he have to buy him with Bitcoin or something?
You can buy food for bugs, you can buy dead insects, or live pet bugs. They sell jumping spiders, cockroaches, mantises, and even toe biters.
Okay, you guys can see in the description, it says not for beginners. So you can already tell this bug's going to be very dangerous.
And you already know the delivery drivers worked overtime to get these to me as soon as possible. So I cut it open so I could get out the containers. Supposedly the bugs were inside.
All right, let's see these. Oh shoot! No, this thing's
Dude, that's huge.
Since it was kind of hard to get a good
I
look
don't
at
like
them
it.
in
It
these
looks like a
containers, I got out
cockroach.
this temporary
Nah.
tank
Yeah.
and put them in. I was very careful because supposedly these guys have wings, meaning they could just fly out
Nah.
to my toes and start biting them if I wasn't careful. Anyway,
Oh my god.
Is that a Pizza Hut box? Alec, I'm surprised you didn't clock that.
Adam,
Is this your secret channel, Alex?
stop with those jokes. Okay? Adam, you should be terrified of this thing because it can fly, which means that it can get up to about yay high, which means that it might confuse your
I
giant
know where this
protruding
is going.
nose with a toe. And it might sting you right in your nostrils, right in your hairs, right in your nose holes.
I hope it climbs up.
Climbs up where? You know what? Actually,
not even-
never mind.
I'm
Don't
not gonna finish that.
Yeah,
They do eat anything. That's what Terra Green said. They would literally chomp on anything from a cheeseburger to Adam's nose. So I don't know why somebody would get this as a pet. It seems very, very stupid.
That's a dumb decision then to choose a Pizza Hut box as the cover for the top. That's like pretty much dessert for this thing. He's gonna chew right through it.
now we can really see how absolutely vicious these guys are with their insanely sharp sharp pincher forceps that they actually use to latch onto prey in the wild. Then, using a little sharp mouthpiece they inject a special type of venom into prey that turns the inside of their body into liquid that they then proceed to slurp up like
That's just like my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, I really hope these guys don't escape while making this video. But anyways, let's just build them a home and keep them as pets.
This can't go.
I'm not wrong, right? Terror Green still has 3 Black Widows that escaped in previous videos.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
Oh well, but the first step is to make the background of their home. To make this look good, I wanted to put this black board along the back. That way the tank would have more of this dark feel that matches how creepy the toe biters are. Then I got out some spray foam. Yep, wouldn't be a Terror Green video without it. But this time I used the foam to connect all these pieces of cork bark along the back to add some sort of natural feel to it. I even went and covered all the excess spray foam with some dirt so it wouldn't be as ugly.
But the coolest thing is, as you can see, is I actually hid some of these plant pots along the top. Basically, it's gonna allow me to plant some beautiful plants in here, and it's gonna be...
Yo, I know we say this all the time, but Terror Green is a genius. This guy is like a master aquarium builder at this point.
He's getting good. Every video he's learning something new, and so am I.
Yeah, I think that he watches our videos and listens to what we have to say about how bad his aquariums used to be. And now he's improving.
I agree.
He's cooking.
Shout out Terror Green.
You're welcome, Terror Green.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll take all the credit.
Yeah, we'll take credit for this.
Yeah, we'll take every piece of credit.
Without us, I don't think Terror Green would be able to be as good as he is.
That's a great conclusion from the Beck Bros.
We officially did it, guys. You know, we don't do it for money. We don't do it for fame. We just do it for the love of the game.
Just by the end of the video, probably.
But to really complete this backdrop, we need to add these. These are called sticks.
Have you ever seen them, Alec, when you go outside?
I know you love sticks.
Really cool
because you shove them up where the sun don't shine.
They're actually made of wood. I'm just kidding, guys. I know you guys all know what sticks are. I don't know why I'm explaining this. Anyways, yeah, I put so many of these sticks along the back because I really wanted to make this place look like some underwater mangrove swamp with so many roots.
Wow.
I'm already loving
That's gonna
how
look
this is coming
good.
together, and we're not even on step 2, which is actually to make the floor and decorations.
For this build, I just wanted to use this simple gravel material for the floor. But along with it, I've also got this, which I've never actually used before.
It's a Tesla
little underground cave that goes up against the glass.
That's cool.
Basically, after we go and fill up the rest of this floor with gravel, you can see this cave stays as an open area.
That would have been funny if he like made the whole thing like a foot, you know, with toes, because it's the toe biter.
I thought he was gonna do that. Yeah, like go to Spirit Halloween and get like a fake foot and put it in there.
Yeah, maybe, I mean, we're not done. Maybe he's gonna decorate it like that.
I kind of hope he puts his real foot in there.
I was hoping that he would bring in Mama Green and that she would maybe do a test.
Get them barkers out.
I hope he does put a real foot in there. I'm curious what will actually happen.
His real foot.
Or a friend, I don't care.
I would like to see his real foot in there.
Foot!
Stuff can go inside. And maybe our toe biters will come and chill in here, or maybe some of the prey we add will come and hide in here, for as long as they can, of course.
Now, you're probably wondering why I didn't add any of this aqua soil like I usually do.
Oh, yes, I
I'm
was.
not gonna put any sort of plants in here this time.
Are you
Instead, I
freaking
wanted to look
serious?
like some abandoned swampy area with super murky water. And we do that by putting a ton
This is
of
not
natural
Terror Green.
materials around, like this big driftwood piece coming out the middle, and then a bunch of smaller stuff, like these dead leaves, some mini pine cones, and little sticks.
But most importantly...
So, Alec, I know you don't go outside that much, but, like, you can actually find those in nature. If you go outside where the sun shines, you can actually find this stuff.
You have to open the front door, Alec, and go outside.
Yeah, you don't even have to, like, go and purchase it using money. Like, you can just find it around.
Yeah, but you could also find that in Minecraft. Literally all of it. So why would I ever do that?
That's a fair point, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah, okay. That's where you found your girlfriend.
Beta miracle leaves. Oh yeah, I don't know why they're called miracle leaves, but hopefully they
I only buy
some
alpha
miracle
miracle leaves.
Maybe if you guys sprinkle them on your heads, it'll
Actually,
work.
I kind of do know why these are called miracle leaves. Because if I go and fill up this floor area with just a bit of water, you can see over the span of about an hour, it starts to turn into this brown, murky color. That's because those leaves and all the other natural stuff I added inside is spreading around tannins.
What if he was like, that's because I took a crap in it. It just pans over to his turd that's in the corner.
Because I had Chipotle about 2 hours ago.
Anyway, hey, another idea for you, Terror Green, just in case.
Yeah, it's natural fertilizer.
Yeah, get a pen and paper. You're
And then put your feet in it.
You're gonna want to write this down. This is good stuff.
Take poop in water, put foot in.
Water, which turns it this color, and it's actually super healthy for any fish or bugs that would live in here.
Sure.
Hey, the more you know. Anyways, I drained that while I continued on with the build by putting in a few lava rocks and covering them in a bit of the sphagnum moss, which I also put all over the background of the enclosure.
Finally, the most important decoration is some little mini plastic boots.
They-
Yeah,
they-
'cause we all
they
know
even
at
toes.
every
Even a
foot.
lake and stuff, they just got like boots and stuff. At least that's what all the fishing games I've played have told me. Yeah, I got some pretty cool decorations. as you
that's
can
true.
see. Just gonna put that there.
Now for my
You could also
favorite
find,
part
like,
of
a
each of these
bottle
weird
with a
pet
message in it.
videos, the DIY decorations. And for the first one, let's make some pictures. Yep, I literally went out and bought these mini dollhouse picture frames. I'm just gonna scatter all around the enclosure with funny pictures of toe biters.
And to make some funny pictures, I gotta do some photoshopping. I'm a Photoshop master, so this should go pretty well.
First of
Let's
all,
see
I
what
used
he
my
does.
expert skills to make a picture of a toe biter eating one of its favorite foods ever,
nice.
a frog. Yes, they actually eat
not bad.
frogs in the wild.
I thought Tarantula was just gonna do AI. This is
flying
great.
in the air with beautiful angel wings. Because yeah, like I said, they can actually fly with their actual wings, but they don't look.
Why
as
is he actually good at
majestic as these
Photoshop?
Angel wings, of course.
Yeah, he's
Finally,
actually very
I found this
good.
picture of what it looks like when a toe biter lays eggs. Yeah, apparently they literally keep them on their back until they hatch. So I put a bunch
That's
of
just like
baby
the,
toe biters all around this mom.
That looked like Adam in high school.
Yeah, my acting was pretty bad actually. That's like the black I forget.
You can't just
Wait.
stop there, Adam. You can't just stop there. You
It
gotta
was a
keep
type of
going.
spider. I forget.
You gotta keep going, bro.
Bro, pauses the video and to say that.
Female wolf spider, not a black spider. My bad. I'm gonna press play quick. I'm gonna press play quick.
Spider.
Shopped, but I also found this picture of all the toe biters' favorite foods, like insects and fish, so they can daydream about them all
It's
day.
probably
And I also
gonna
found this
try to
picture
eat the
on
picture.
Google of some crazy person who willingly let this thing bite him. Why the heck would you do that, bro? I don't know. I just thought I had to put this in. Anyways, for the next DIY build, I'm gonna make some signs. Yep, I literally went out and bought all these random pieces of wood so I could
Is
burn
that
some
like a
cool
laser?
patterns on them with my super hot wood burning pen. With the first sign, I made
Whoa.
it say beware of the biter, and I even put a little bit of eye emojis at the bottom.
was that
So
B
those look
supposed to be
cool.
a
And then
D?
on the second
I'm
sign,
not sure
I made
what
it said
happened there.
rest in peace
But
to
this
all
is
the
cool.
insects and fish that
Go
enter this
ahead.
tank. Because as you know, toe biters do not take kindly to those kind of things.
And I could just go and put these inside of the tank. I kind of want them to look like signs, so I got these sticks that I use for the background, which I'm gonna go and hot glue to the back of them.
Once they dried, I
Oh.
stuck the two signs in the floor and got out
That's
the final
awesome.
sign that I was gonna make a pattern on. This time, I stuck these little wooden letters onto the sign to write toe biters. Then I completely burned all the letters black so they
That would be so embarrassing if he did all of this work and then it turns out that the toe biter can't even read.
I feel like this is turning into a school project for him. Like maybe he's in workshop class. He's just turning this into a project like for school so he can get an A.
I was gonna get like a AA+.
He's at a B+ from
Toe
here right now. He's
biters.
got to work his way to an A.
I wonder if there's any other insects that are some sort of biters. Like if there's an eyeball biter or
You
a
can't
ball
even spell
biter.
biters correctly. Like, come on, there's two T's.
All right, let's just hang that right there. And oh, that's actually fire. Hold on, wait, that's actually on fire. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Whoa,
guys.
whoa,
It's just,
whoa,
cement.
whoa.
Yeah, don't
Got
worry,
me.
but it is actually fire.
Oh my
budget's
god.
getting too big.
All
for
right,
these videos.
Adam,
Do that
it
with
It
Alex.
wasn't real. Adam, it wasn't real. Adam, it's all. It's okay.
I know.
I know sometimes that gets you going. That gets you flustered.
Alec, you're on fire, bro.
Make it stop!
And guys, watch
I hate
this.
this kid.
Adam's nose is now giant.
Wait, there was no effect.
Wait, Adam, you look the exact same.
Yeah. See, guys, that's the power of editing.
All right, turn my nose back to normal.
Now turn in normal. Oh my god. I don't think it's stuck like that.
Sorry.
Can we please play the video?
Sorry, I don't even have that much power.
This has nothing to do with a toe biter. I really hate you guys.
There's one more thing. Some plants to put in those pots that I had at the top of the enclosure. So I drove to Walmart to buy them.
I've been to Walmart for so long. I already know they're gonna have some fire plants.
Heck
Bro,
yeah.
What is this?
Snake
Wait,
plant.
this is the entire plant section.
Wait,
Yeah, I
what?
don't know what my Walmart is
they're
doing
fake.
because why the heck is there only like 5 plants here? None of
Are
these
they out of
plants aren't
season?
even the right type and
Yeah.
they would all die in the water. Come on, Walmart. Hashtag bring back the plants. Everyone comment that. We actually got to bring back these plants.
Does that mean he has to go back to Petco where the plants cost like $7,000?
Yes. He should come out with his own plant called a Terra plant.
Yeah, just make his own plan. Are you stupid?
I like
That's
that.
not how that works.
I like that a lot, Adam.
Anyways, I went home and instead just got out these terrarium plants that I had sitting in my garage. Listen, guys, I tried to go to Walmart.
Sitting
I know
here
you
in my
guys get mad at me
garage.
whenever I don't, but hopefully this is good enough
With
for you
my
guys. And anyways,
Lamborghini.
once the plants were inside, I filled it up with water, and as you can see, it turned super brown from all the tannins, of course.
so much
which is
cotton.
perfect. That's
Totally
exactly
not
how I
turds.
wanted it. And yep, this is now 100% complete. We don't need a filter or anything because toe biters are extremely resilient to water.
What are we
so the next
amazing?
thing is to literally literally just get these guys inside.
Literally?
Yeah, I gotta be extremely cautious with this. I have no idea how I'm gonna do this.
As long as he doesn't use his foot, he's fine.
2,
I'd be nervous.
Oh, they both fell off.
There it is.
Okay, they're swimming around.
They kind of look like frogs a little bit.
So I instead went with a different approach and moved the cork bark to the new tank and instead used this net to try and transport
They're
the tow
so
biters without them flying away.
If he just used his foot, then
Thankfully,
he would
it was
have
a
no
little bit more
problem.
successful. So I did the
There
same
we
with the
go.
other
We got
tow
one.
biter, and you can see they both just swam straight
got
down to
two.
grab
They
onto
are
something,
active.
and they stayed completely still. But they do this for a purpose. You see, tow biters have evolved to have the exact same pattern
They're
and
pretty
shape
good
as
dancers.
a dead leaf, and they stay completely still till some prey
Whoa.
swims by them. Then they pounce.
Oh my
on
god, I
them.
thought
you
frogs
already
ate
know.
bugs,
Let's
not
test
the
three
reverse.
food sources with these guys, starting with the smallest, which is actually mealworms, which I got right here.
Mealworms are one of the most common foods for the kind of pets I keep, so I had a feeling these guys would definitely enjoy
has
them.
no
First
idea
of
what's
all,
about to
I
happen
dumped
to
one
the-
in the water with
Here
some
we go.
tweezers
French fries
and waved
for
around
bugs.
in front of this guy. And instantly, he dashed off of his rock towards it, and it actually scared me a bit, but he didn't even actually end up attacking
Why
the
not?
mealworm. So when he found a new spot to go and rest, I did the same exact thing. And this time, he struck at it, and he scared me so much, I actually dropped the tweezers
is
with
he
the worm.
scared?
I don't know why this scared me. I'm literally
Tweezers.
using tweezers, but yeah. Anyways, on the third attempt, this is what happens. He went and grabbed the mealworm with his claws.
Whoa.
He actually got a good grip with it.
Ooh,
then he
very
brought
gentle.
out his sharp mouthpiece and
Whoa.
started finding a good spot to poke into the worm with. Eventually, he made the bite, and as I said earlier, they inject a special digestive enzyme into their prey that turns the inside of them into a liquid that they then proceed to slurp up
it's like
like
acid?
a smoothie. And yeah, this must have been
Yeah.
a tasty, tasty smoothie.
All right, I'm gonna give mealworms a 7 out of 10 because those tow biters liked them kind of a lot. But next up, we got an even bigger insect. We got some roaches, baby. I think there's roaches in here.
I
Yeah.
really hate roaches. That is
I'll make
gross.
this one quick. So
Two
instantly, I put one
dubia
of these
roaches.
roaches in front of the second toe biter, and almost immediately he pounced onto my
they're way
tweezers
bigger than a roach.
totally,
Oh my
and he
gosh,
just like
dude.
would not let go. I think he didn't even see the roach, so I just knocked him
eating
off
the
tweezers
tweezers.
and tried again. This time
the
he
roach
actually
alive?
grabbed the roach,
Yeah.
but he
Oh my
also
gosh.
grabbed onto my tweezers again and straight
He's
up
trying to
just
get
would
out.
not let
Peregrine's
go.
gonna have a
I
panic
kinda just
attack.
set the tweezers down while he ate the roach, and you can see this guy was also
Oh, that's kinda
absolutely
sad.
slurping this up. And
The roach
probably
is
enjoying it a
drowning
lot.
and getting
All
eaten
right,
alive.
I'll give roach his 8
If it was anything but a roach, I'd be upset.
A little bit more. But now it's time for the tow biters, a real favorite food. Or at least that's what I've heard. You
Fishes.
see, insects are great and all, but in order for my tow biters to be healthy and thriving, they need to eat fish because that's what they eat in the wild mostly.
And thankfully online, there's tons.
Wait, isn't it kind of crazy? So this bug has wings, so it can fly outside, but it lives underwater. What other animal does that? Is this like the only insect that can do that?
No, there's a couple. I remember growing up in our pool, there would be like these little water bug creatures that were like kind of like cockroaches, but they also have wings.
Yeah, so they're like a hybrid animal. It's kind of like if you would drive your car into the ocean, then it would turn into a submarine.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like one of them like duck boats.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Some fish have
No,
wings.
It's
yeah,
true.
but they don't go
Flying
under.
fish.
They don't. This thing lives underwater. It can breathe underwater, and it
Oh,
can
yeah,
also
fish
fly
can't.
outside.
Forgot.
Oh wait, fish have. Oh yeah, I thought you said a bird.
But it is pretty crazy, Adam, I will say.
Yeah, no, it is pretty cool.
Of websites that sell feeder fish just for this purpose. So I bought 2 of them so we can get our pet toe biters their proper nutrition.
It's a good deal.
The next day they got delivered, so I got them ready to feed.
All right, let's do this. And I even got my GoPro so I can get some nice underwater shots of these tow biters eating. Let's dump one of these fish inside.
The fish that I had put inside immediately started swimming around. But little did he know that this was the home
poor
of my
guy.
pet toe biters, which were secretly sitting right next to him watching.
It's gonna ambush him.
This POV is
They're
crazy.
hard
He
to
got a
see.
little too curious and started swimming near the toe biter. The toe
Oh,
biter
you're
was
done, buddy.
prepared to strike,
Oh.
but he had to wait for the perfect
Look, he's charging.
opportunity in
He's
order
charging.
to not scare the fish away. And when the moment was right, he pounced off the rocks and missed and scared
Oh,
him
he's
away.
slow.
Come on, I thought you
He's
were
so
a master
slow.
That's like me
hunter.
trying to
So
get up in
instead,
the morning.
5 minutes later, I decided to just help him out by feeding him with some
What?
tweezers. There you go, boy. Hope you
Aw.
enjoy. And yeah, this seemed like it was probably his favorite food, and he would not
Oh,
let go.
no.
It's easier and nicer to feed insects. I'll
my
mostly stick to
goodness.
them, and I'll just
That was
have
brutal.
fish be a special occasion for when they need the proper nutrients. Anyways, this is pet toe biters.
Wow.
Hope you guys learned this insanely viral YouTube video where a guy named Coyote Peterson lets himself get stung by a
Coyote
cow killer.
Peterson
Based off of
is
his
top
reaction,
G.
You can
He's
tell this
insane.
insect has one of the most painful stings in the entire world. Now, normally you would want to
It's
stay
true,
away
it
from
does.
these things, but I just found a website that will sell you one as a
50 $50?
They say
That's it.
$50!
What in the Wish.com? What in the Walmart is this man doing? Somebody should revoke his credit card access.
$50 for a bug.
Guys, we should not let anybody buy these ever.
Who would ever spend that much money to buy one singular insect?
Velvet ants are wingless insects that are found in tropical and subtropical regions around the world. They are also known as cow killers or piranha ants due to their painful sting. Velvet ants are not actually ants, but they are related to wasps. Be sure to read the care guide below to make your velvet ant happy.
They say that their sting is so potent that they can actually kill a cow with it, which is why they're called the cow killer.
Called a cow killer because its sting is powerful enough to kill a literal cow. Huh, what could go wrong?
Adam's mom.
So in this video, I'm gonna build a home, show off everything about keeping a pet cow killer, which means yes, I am going to let it crawl on my arm.
What kind
And
of
it stings
meat
me,
are we looking
I'm going
at?
to be in so much pain. But until it got delivered to my
Why would he
house,
do
I
that?
got out the enclosure and a
Hey,
bunch of
pool
desert
party.
rocks to build its home. To start, I stacked each of the rocks in this pattern
so
that would
satisfying.
create a canyon look in here.
Now the reason I bought these types of rocks is because they look like the rocks in real canyons. But yeah, because they look so
Checks out.
realistic, these rocks were very expensive.
Whoa.
That's
No.
actually how much.
You have to spend $130 for something you can literally just get outside.
What you're saying is he spent more on the rocks than the actual ant.
Who's saying that? He's saying
So
that.
I'm confused about this wasp ant thing. If it can kill a cow, what happens if it stings, say, a butterfly? Does the butterfly just instantly explode? Like, what the frick happens to it?
I'm kind of curious what happens if I were to get stung, because a cow is bigger than me.
I know, you would die. So, like, what if it stings anything else that's this big, it would just explode, I think. I don't know.
We don't talk about that.
You see, cow killers live in deserts in the wild, which sort of makes sense because all of the most deadly and painful animals
That's true.
live in the desert. Anyways, to finish the canyon look in this enclosure, I got some of this excavator sand
I thought that was
stuff.
Cheetos for a
If I
second.
add this bowl of water to
Cheeto
this cup
dust.
of the sand and you know, pour it in there like that, then just go and mix it up with my
I could watch this all
hand.
day.
And
Is
after
that
a
gonna make,
minute,
like,
it turns
clay?
into this clay
Dude, I watch
substrate,
Dirt
which I can kinda
ASMR
make into a
every
nice
single
ball
day. It's
of,
insane. I love it.
Poop. Yes, it's kind of nasty. But basically, using this clay, I'm gonna go and stick it in between each of these rocks to kind of glue them together, and we're gonna have a nice completed canyon.
Smart.
Anyways, after putting
Natural
that all
cement.
over the rocks and letting it dry, it ended up looking pretty good. But the
I would
next
add a
step
little
to
bit of my
finishing
own
this
dirt
desert
there,
is,
too.
of course, to put some sand in here because you know deserts they have to have sand.
But before putting the sand in, first
And
I
cacti.
got these big bags of black rocks. And apparently if I scatter this around the floor before putting the sand in, it should help absorb any extra moisture and that'll prevent any mold.
Is this
from
all
growing
for
in
just
the
one
desert.
little bee?
I think so, and it's an ant.
Oh, yeah.
A container and filled it with some sand and some of this soil to make the desert substrate.
Basically, the reason why I'm
Sandy
using
soil.
this as the substrate is because when I put the plants and cactuses inside, this soil is going to provide a lot of nutrients, so they're able to grow nice and tall, and we get a fully fledged desert. In
I know that he's like making a YouTube video and that's the primary focus, but did anybody else get a little bit angry when he just poured the sand on the desk? Just me? Okay.
here.
So I went and poured that on top of all of the carbon and pushed it up against the rocks to make the desert floor. But as you can see, this doesn't really look like a desert because of how much dirt I added to that substrate. So I quickly poured a thin layer of just normal sand on top so it would look like a desert once again.
I'm
Alright,
at
so
the
it's starting to
beach.
look like a good cow killer enclosure.
Jack, the
but to make
desert
it
is not
even
the beach.
better, it's time to add in some plants and decorations.
Add some ocean.
quite the
Yeah, it
opposite.
For the
is.
decorations, and that basically just means wood and rocks because that's pretty much all deserts have, to be honest. They're pretty boring. First of all,
If you could have an enclosure, what would you put in it? Wait, let me go first. Tissues. That's it. I think that's all you would
For
need.
you? You're a creeper.
No, for you, I'm saying. Like, if I were to build an enclosure and I knew Adam was going in there, I would just put a ridiculous amount of dirt and then tissues.
Yeah, well, tissues are multi-purpose. You could use them to blow your nose. You could use them to wash your face, clean yourself. You could use them to wipe your butt. Yeah, that's a good choice.
I would probably put pizza in Alex's enclosure.
I love that.
Well, I put some of this spider wood around the tank randomly and even used some of it to make little bridges across the canyons that the cow killer would be able to walk on. Then I got some of these longer sticks and put them on the side of the canyon to make it look like there were roots growing from it or something.
should
Yeah,
be in an
pretty
art
cool.
museum.
But I did end up getting two cool decorations.
Whoa,
which
whoa,
are right
whoa.
here. The
What are
first
we
of which
looking
is
at?
these
Hey,
little
yo.
logs, which are called choya wood. And the reason these
With
are
the
a cool
wood?
decoration is
That
because
is
the
cool,
wood?
man.
Some good looking
Choya,
wood.
it's a cool word to say, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and also they're good.
Choya.
They have all these little holes so the cow killer can run inside and then just hide and make a home in there. So yeah, that's good. And for the second cool decoration, I
No.
I got a
Whoa.
live scorpion.
Oh
Just
my
kidding,
God,
it's actually
wait.
not a live scorpion.
Oh my gosh.
It's
I was gonna say, no
a
way that's
toy
real.
Scorpion, but you know, it's a desert,
looks
so I think it'll fit
realistic.
pretty well. I'm just gonna put
Do
it.
they
got
sell that
me.
in women's size?
There. Take a look at that. Looks pretty deserty.
Now for the
does that
plants.
mean?
And as you know, not many things can live in the deserts since it's so dry. So our only options are succulents and cacti, which of course are able to absorb tons of water.
But I don't have any of those.
This
types of
guy's
plants,
freaky.
So I gotta go. To
I'm
the store.
learning
Let's
stuff.
go. Okay,
This
so
is
as you
awesome.
guys
For
can see,
once.
I'm at Home Depot, and the reason I'm here to get plants is because I saw a comment from one of you guys saying you got 820 plants for $30.
Okay,
Yeah, right.
what?
Good deal. I mean, it's
I
probably
hope
a typo
so.
or something,
I can
but
get
let's just
1,000
go
plants
see
for
if Home
free.
Depot has any good deals on plants.
Just go to my
So
local
I made
Just
my
give
way
Adam
over
2
to the
hours.
garden section, expecting there to be a ton of plants. But when I got there was literally nothing.
Bro, there is not a single
Dang.
plant in
It's because the other dude bought them all out, you dummy. Why would you go the same week that he bought 820?
Everybody knows that plants hibernate during the winter.
Alec?
That's valid points out of both of you.
Alex never seen a plant a day in his life. Let's be real.
What is this?
But apparently, because it was winter, they just moved most of the plants inside because I ended up finding this little
See,
collection
they're
of
hibernating.
plants.
Dang, look at all these succulents. Wait, this is
Okay.
actually exactly
Okay,
what
he doesn't have to call them
Let me just check
succulents,
out
though.
That's
the-
what
That's
they're called.
exactly what they are, Alec.
You gotta call them what they are, Alec.
Down here, or cacti.
What is that?
We call you
So I
Homo
picked out a
sapien,
nice
but Homo for
selection.
short.
While I didn't
He's
get
got a little
as big
hairdo.
deal as
That is a
comment
crazy
said, it
looking
still only cost
cactus.
like $20 for all these plants, which is pretty good.
Kinda looks like a
Anyways, to
Pokemon.
plant these desert plants, I shook off all the excess dirt and
Wait.
planted just the roots in the sand. And in no
Oh.
time, it was done. But the final step to finishing the cow killer's home is insects. And I've got 2 different species of insects I want to
Smash.
put in here. First of all, you already know, I've got springtails, the extremely tiny
Oh
white
my
creepy
gosh, I
bug
hate
thing.
those
So
when I
those
find
are
them in
the
my
bugs.
bed.
They eat all of the algae and bacteria.
They're so annoying. They always
Yeah,
crawl
there's
me
just
when
like
I'm trying to
thousands
sleep in
of
my
them in
bed.
here. All these tiny little white things moving. Those
That's
are all
life.
springtails.
Oh.
But these are extra important in a desert enclosure like this because every now and then I'm gonna have to go and
Whoa.
spray each of the plants
Oh.
down, water them, and the spring.
Did anybody else think that was a flamethrower?
No.
No.
I thought it was gonna be like
Make
insect
sure to pick
repellent.
up any extra mold that grows because of all the moisture. So yeah, they're pretty useful. Let's just dump these guys in here. Yeah, pretty good.
And second
That
of all,
scorpion
I've
scared
got
me.
these things, which are mealworms.
But the real reason why I'm gonna put these guys in the enclosure is because I'm kind of interested to see if the cow killer's gonna go and just sting them. To be
Whoa,
honest, I don't really
that
know
would
if
be
the cow
cool.
killer
Isn't that
eats insects
cannibalism?
Like this, but I guess I'm gonna figure
If
out.
an
which
insect eats
No.
an insect?
A cannibalism act of cannibalism is when one thing eats another thing that's the same thing.
And Adam, worms are different from ants.
Fish are friends, not food.
Good job, Bruce.
Put them in here.
Well, this desert enclosure is now complete. And that means
That looks
I
really
gotta
cool.
get the pet cow killer. Yeah, I don't even...
Dude, I don't understand why anybody complains about having a school bully. Like, you could get rid of them like that for 50 bucks. Like
Don't
that.
get any ideas. No, guys, no.
You should never have a school bully again. You serious?
Considered a felony by normal state laws.
Take your mother's credit card and buy that thing and put it in their lunchbox.
Do not do that.
Guys, what you're gonna want to do is grab the credit card and you're gonna want to send me the information, but I'm not gonna do anything with it.
Guys, what are you doing? Stop promoting that.
It's either the bully no longer shows up to school or they catch you and you go to a different school. It's a win-win-win-win.
Don't listen to anything that those 2 dummies say. Do not do that.
We could do a social security for social security in the comments, guys.
If this video gets 10,000 likes, I will do it to my school bully that lives in my house.
Do
in-
not
in
take
my
any of their
basement.
advice. This is
Shut
awful
up,
advice.
cow.
I will do it to Alec. I'm talking about Alec.
like this.
8 days later.
Well, guys, it took a long time for
Live
this to get
fish?
delivered, and I don't even
I did
know
not
why it's a
realize
live fish if there's a cow killer in
that
here.
this insect was this big.
Wait, what a second. Wait, it's a fish?
This whole
This
time
whole
it's been a
video!
fish.
This whole time!
Fish, guys? Oh my god. It's alive.
This is proof that we're living in a simulation.
So maybe it is cannibalism now.
I know I keep bringing this up, but seriously, if I get stung by this thing, I'm going to be in this much pain. Like, just look at this guy's face.
I would pee my pants.
I just don't want to do that. But anyways, let's just go.
If that thing stung me, I might kill a cow.
Don't ever try this at home, by the way. I think when Coyote Peterson did that, he had like an entire medical staff team around him in case he died, because you can die from this. So if that, do not try that ever.
I watched that video, Alec, and in the video, they actually explained that Coyote Peterson is also part coyote, so that's probably why it didn't affect him like it would you and I.
I'm starting to not believe anything that you say.
I think that would be the only time, like, ever where you could kiss somebody on the mouth without permission and get away with it.
I'm playing the video and I'm not listening to Adam anymore.
So I cut the tape and got the container out that supposedly the bug was inside.
Okay,
so
what?
this is
That is clickbait.
What is that?
Why'd they send that huge box?
Did they send a used tissue? What is that?
They surrounded it in like alien-proof tinfoil or something.
Wait, what? Play the video. We haven't even seen it yet, guys.
They sent him a napkin. He got scammed off the black market.
We haven't even seen it
Alec,
yet.
are you selling used tissues?
Well, I might be, but it has nothing to do with this video.
Belle Delphine sells bathwater. Alex sells used tissues.
not so promising. It's
with
just
ants.
A clear plastic container with a paper towel. Well, I guess let me just carefully take the lid off and okay, please, hopefully nothing jumps out at me.
I very carefully
That's
used some
termites.
tweezers to move the paper towel into another container. And then I carefully moved
Oh,
around
in there?
that paper towel to try and reveal the cow
That is
killer.
crazy. You spent 50 bucks on this thing.
Hold on, look at this.
Is it dead?
That's the cow killer.
That's moving.
May not
No,
look
it is,
like
it's
it.
moving.
This
Yeah.
thing-
I actually did know this, that when you transport insects, you make them really cold so that they don't move as much. And it's kind of like you're putting them into a little hibernation. So that's probably what happened. It had to warm up a little bit.
Yeah.
Here is one of the most painful stinging insects. Or not
It's
even
kinda
insects,
cute.
Animals in the
Don't, Jack.
entire
Don't
world.
do
Has
it.
red
I
hair?
couldn't just move it straight inside of the new enclosure.
I'd
because
kiss it.
first I
It's
had
like
to
a
build the
glazed
rest of
donut.
it
It's
on
really
so it wouldn't
deadly.
be able to escape. Because if it
But it
did,
looks so
that would
good.
be really bad.
Okay, well it's right here, so I'm just gonna risk it for the biscuit and pick it up super carefully.
That is danger.
I thought he was going to get multiple, like a whole colony's worth.
Soon enough, the
How much
bug
money do you think this guy
crawled out of
has?
his paper towel and
That would
started to
that would kill his
explore
entire
around his
town if they
new
escaped.
home. But considering the cow killer spent the last week in that shipping box, it's probably pretty hungry. So I wanted to get it fed right away.
And when you search it on Google, it says the cow killers like to eat nectar, larvae, and adult insects.
It's
So
a
at first,
cannibal!
I'm gonna feed them some of this
Told you.
insect jelly food, which I usually
What?
feed to my crickets. But basically, it should
They get
replicate
Jell-O?
the nectar that they find in flowers in the wild.
Oh.
So I opened up the
This
pack
insect's
of jelly
living
and
my
put it
dream
right in
life,
front
man.
of the cow killer. Within about a minute, it must have
Please just
That is
imagine.
so much food.
Imagine you're the size of that cow ant and a Jello that big drops down.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It would kind of be like going over to your friend's house and their entire pool is filled with Jell-O.
And Alex's mom would be there.
Okay, what is happening today,
We're
guys?
building out our dream world.
because it crawled right up to it and just stayed there looking like it was eating it.
Yo, look at the cow killer.
Yummy.
Could it stay straight up to the jelly and it's
Yummy.
just devouring it, I'm pretty sure.
And yeah, he really just sat there for 20 whole minutes eating it, and I eventually just took the jelly away
What?
from him because I
Oh.
didn't want him to eat.
He's gonna go in a
bully.
food
Anyways, I
coma.
wanna see if this
Look,
cow
he
killer's
can't move
gonna eat
anymore.
The other stuff that Google said it would
He's
eat.
in a
One
food
of the
coma.
things
Drunk
that
on
it would eat
nectar.
is adult insects, and if you remember, I did put mealworms in here. Let me see if I
They
can
might be
find
too
one.
big.
Here we go. There's just a mealworm
Ew.
in the sand right there.
Yeah, those
I'm
are very
gonna bring
big.
this right over to the cow
This might be
killer
bigger
and
than the
see if
cow
he
Dude.
reacts if I
He's
just-
passed
That's
out.
what my bearded dragon
Here.
eats.
Now, right away, the cow killer noticed the mealworm
He's like, hush, hush, little guy. I'm gonna sting you.
up to it.
an all-you-can-eat
But while it
buffet
even
right
started
there.
to crawl on top of the mealworm, it didn't really seem to care at all that it was there. In fact, it kind of just put its mouth on the sand where the insect jelly was just sitting to try and suck up any of the last sugar that was there. So yeah, I guess they don't really eat insects.
Not when they're
Alright,
twice the
my
size of
turn. I
them.
got my mom in here. Say hi.
Now, the reason I got my mom in here is because I was gonna need her to film the cow killer
Hi,
when
Mom.
it walked on my arm. But first, I
Yeah!
have to show her the bug.
Can you just guess what's inside real quick, based off the desert?
Some sort of bug.
Yeah, it is a bug. Actually, you can probably see it. It's in this little container right here. Basically, if I take this off, it's this little red creature bug thing, and it's called a cow
You should have pranked her.
killer. Because they say its sting is painful enough to be able to kill a literal cow.
What?
Yeah, so
you
basically,
serious?
the reason I brought you in today is because I just want you to film me, basically letting it crawl on me, because I was just thinking, you know, like,
So
I
like,
just wanna bond with it.
where's the
That sounds like
dad?
a really bad idea.
So first, I'm gonna start by picking
No,
up its
no, no,
abdomen
no, no,
with
no,
these
no, no.
tweezers. Now, don't worry, this doesn't actually hurt the bug because it has a super strong abdomen. It's just basically like a skeleton. Oops, I dropped
He
it.
just
But
squished
eventually,
it like a
I pick
bug.
it
Up again and
I
put
feel
it
like that
inside.
hurt it.
This actually doesn't hurt. It just he
Just
kills it.
squishes it.
It doesn't hurt the bug at all.
Nah, he good. He good. Get up. Get up.
Side of the container.
Okay, you got a good shot. So basically, I'm just gonna start.
No way he's
like
actually gonna
this.
do it.
I don't want to get
He's-
it mad when
I
it
think
falls
he's
out.
doing
I didn't
it.
think he was
Let
actually
fall
gonna do
out,
it.
so.
And this
You don't
will kill
clickbait,
a cow.
Alec.
Well, yeah, that's what they say, but I don't think it actually can. All I know is it's super painful.
It didn't take long until the cow killer got to the edge
I
of
don't
the
think he's
container
going to get
and then
stung.
stepped onto my arm.
Now we just hope and pray this doesn't sting me. Right
I would
now.
be
So I don't wanna make
sweating
any sudden movement, 'cause then it's gonna
so
know I'm
much if I
bad
were
and
him.
It's gonna try to sting me.
It
Now,
would
I
sense
had
That's
to
your
let
fear,
it stay
Alec.
on me for at least a minute. So in the meantime, I just tried to talk with my mom to distract me.
What is the purpose of this? You want to bond with your pet?
Yeah, because everyone bonds with their dog and stuff. I just want to bond with
Oh,
my
he's a
cow
puppy.
killer. See how Stinger's just like crawling along me? It could accidentally sting me at any moment.
At this point, it started to look more aggravated, and as soon as the timer hit 60 seconds, I put the container in front of it, hoping it would crawl in. But it ended up crawling around it onto the side of my arm, where it eventually fell off onto the table.
Oh, thank
so
God.
I quickly scooped it up back into its container.
We got it. That was actually really nerve-wracking. I don't know.
He had a stunt
how to
double
say
arm.
lot.
It wasn't
I was
actually him.
Like my heart was pounding like 200 beats a second. But now I can say I've been bonded with a cow killer.
What are you gonna name
The
it?
cow killer.
The cow killer.
Bessie.
Now, I didn't get stung today, but I'm gonna have this pet for a while. So
This
if
thing
you
would
guys
kill
really
Bessie.
want to see it, I honestly wouldn't be totally opposed to doing it. So if you want to
He's
see me get
licking
stung
it.
for a video,
Yo!
subscribe. Because YouTube shows me how many subscribers a single video gives me, and if this gets like 100,000, depicted as these crazy evil fish that will eat anything they lay their eyes on. But despite how deadly they're made out to be, for some reason, you can legally buy them to keep as a pet. So I'm gonna buy 6 piranhas.
Red belly
build them a
piranhas.
home, and test to see
6?
if they're
Only
actually as
35
vicious
bucks?
as
That's
the
not
movies
bad.
made them out to
One
be.
is
Yes,
enough.
I will be putting my hand inside of their
No!
Why would he do that?
He's a
So
psycho.
literally,
Piranhas are one of the only fish that have teeth. Like, they can literally bite you. They don't just suck, they munch and they tear and they wiggle.
Exactly. I think they might be more vicious than sharks.
I think it's like if you took a shark and you literally scrunched it down into a rat form.
Yeah, it's a mini shark.
Let's just put it like this. Would you guys rather go into a pool filled with 100 piranhas or one shark?
One shark.
One shark.
What? Yeah, me too.
day, the delivery van dropped off the package that supposedly had the cold-blooded killing piranhas. That was fast. I'm hoping all these guys survived the shipping, since as you can see, it's pretty cold out. But anyways, let's
They're
get
all
these
popsicles.
inside. So I got out this 20-gallon tank I had laying around and filled it up with some cycled water. Then I cut open the tape on the box
That's a
that
big
had
knife.
the piranhas inside.
He's gonna kill them by accident.
Oh shoot, bro! There is literally piranhas right under my.
He's gotta be more careful. I'd have a 10-foot pole.
And oh, I cannot believe I'm gonna be keeping these.
Yo.
What the heck?
Thankfully, every single piranha had survived the shipping,
Let's
so I put all
go.
6 of them into the tank.
They're so tiny.
Is there like a scientific reason why they don't just start gnawing each other and trying to eat each other?
Because they're not cannibals.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, good point, Alec.
I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty cute though. They're cuter than what I thought a piranha would look like.
They kind of remind me of goldfish a little bit.
Guys, don't get any ideas. Don't be crazy now.
I think they eat goldfish.
I eat goldfish.
The snack that smiles back.
Goldfish.
Put them in, I realized they were barely moving and definitely not acting like normal vicious piranhas.
And look,
Interesting.
I can literally drop a cricket into the water, and usually
Okay.
they go crazy
GG's.
immediately eating that
He's
up,
dead.
But check it out, no reaction. at
What?
all.
You see, the reason they're not moving is because they need a way bigger tank with all the right stuff inside. So I got out a new
Wow,
tank
they're
and
stubborn.
filled it with 100 pounds of sand. We gotta do
Oh
this
my
because
goodness.
of course
Wow.
the first step is creating
That's
the
like
floor
1/3
and
the size of Adam.
decorations. To continue this process, I started to use these sort of thin sticks and use a hot glue gun to hang them from the top of the enclosure.
Oh, here we
you
go.
see, these piranhas that I bought are red-bellied piranhas, which are supposedly the most vicious species, and they live in the Amazon River where there's all these roots and stuff hanging in the water. So that's what
Guys, how close are we to the Amazon River?
At least a couple thousand miles.
Okay, so like there should be a problem for us. Like the chances of us running into a flock of piranhas is like slim.
Yeah, no, you have a better chance of probably getting struck by lightning than getting bit in the toe by a piranha.
Unless you order them to your house, like this maniac.
I did not know this was legal.
Well, apparently he's gonna stick his hand in there eventually.
If it was me, I would just spin a wheel and whatever body part it landed on, I'd stick it right in there.
For money, right? For money?
Oh, I love pain.
Anyways, next up, it was time to use even more wood. You see, this time I want to stack up some thicker wood to make it look like a massive tree trunk is growing from out of the water. So I actually took the wood out and used some water-safe spray foam to connect all the pieces together with some
I love when he
branches
sprays out
coming off.
foam.
And then once all the spray
Sticky
foam
poo.
and stuff on it has dried, we just plop it in there like that. And boom, there we go. Check
Bang.
it out. You can even see the roots and stuff.
Right, but it's poking out of the top.
But there's still
Don't worry about it, it's
decoration
aesthetic.
you have to put inside
Piranhas
here.
can't
First
climb,
of all,
Alec.
you guessed it, just some more wood randomly scattered around, but then some rocks because
This is
pretty
all
much
gonna be
every
underwater.
Amazon riverbed has them. And
By the way.
finally, some pebbles like this, which I dropped around the enclosure, and some even tinier little pebbles,
Really?
which I also dropped around the enclosure, which makes the sand across the whole thing look a little more realistic.
Well, I'd say this is a pretty good
Great
start
idea.
to the base
I'm
of the
liking
tank,
it
but
so
now it's time
far.
for the fun part. Let's go get some aquatic plants for this.
That is not the fun part.
I'm not gonna lie, the aquatic
He's back
plants
at
that
Petco.
come
Dude, 14 bucks for a
today,
plant is
pretty much
insane.
All these plants are like
They're dead.
Bro,
I
no
thought he
way
was
I'm
gonna
paying
go to
$10 for a dead
Home
stick
Depot.
with a little leaf. But let's buy all the ones here that are alive.
Why go to Home Depot? Just go outside. There's many plants outside.
He has to buy stuff that's native to South America.
No, but Adam, these are aquatic plants too. Like you can't just go take grass and put it underwater. It's going to suffocate. That's not how it works, Adam. You have to buy plants that specifically live underwater. That's like buying a fish and then trying to walk it outside and expecting it to work. It's not how it works.
Yeah, that ended badly.
All I'm saying, he should have went to Home Depot or Walmart. He would have saved himself probably 50%.
So I picked out all the good plants and even found this little cool vine one, which of course I had to get to.
Ooh, that looks
so
like a
I drove
goldfish.
home and
He's
got
gonna use
all
that
the
for personal
plants
use.
out.
Oh man, this is already
Psycho.
the most plants I've gotten for a video, and that's not even including this big bag of leftover plants Petco had.
Anyways, I went and put each of the plants in the sand across the tank and filled it up with a bit of water.
So
that way
worth
the
it.
roots of the plants could stay nice and moist while we continued building.
Oh, and I almost forgot the most important part. This vine thing. Let's just put this across.
That just
the
looks like a
branches
long turd.
that, and oh
Yeah.
That is not worth it at all.
Looks like a vine.
Looks like an
next up,
orangutan.
as you can see,
That
I
is
left this
awful.
little area here.
That
empty.
was not worth
That's
20
because
bucks.
I want to build a graveyard here with a ton of skulls
A
and stuff because
graveyard?
apparently piranhas are deadly. So I drove out to buy some.
Dude!
Okay, I'm not pet smart first.
He needs to get a list. Get a list of everything you need so you don't have to keep driving to the store, then back, then to the store, then back.
Adam, has an idea never slapped you in the face? Sometimes you just get ideas and they're random, and then you're like, I guess I gotta go back to Petco. Happens to me at least once a week.
Skull decoration, so I'm gonna get that. Ooh, and they got a tiny little animal skull. I'm definitely gonna get that too.
So I bought those and a couple more decorations with skeletons on them. Then after getting home, I put some of the larger skulls around in the sand. I even replaced some of the
that's
rocks
looking
in the
good.
back of
Halloween
them
is in
so this place would
October,
look
dummy.
extra spooky.
Then with
Oh,
these
Adam,
tiny
'cause
little
they're
skull
skulls,
beads,
'cause the
I'm gonna
piranhas
go and
kill.
paint them around in the sand, just
Oi,
like that.
oi,
And I'm gonna
matey.
sprinkle a little bit of sand on top.
This is not Pirates of the Caribbean. What is he
There we
doing?
go. Check the graveyard out.
I hope the
That's
piranhas
pretty
don't
good.
try to
Bunch
eat
of
it.
Skulls on the floor, all those other big skulls. Yeah, I like it.
And now finally, to finish this tank, we gotta do the
is pretty
DIY
cool.
technologies. And for the
What
first
is
one,
that?
I have one of my coolest ideas ever.
What?
But I had to go buy
Oh
more
my
stuff at the
God!
store.
All right,
No.
it's been a while since
No!
I've been in the video. You guys are
He's
kinda-
actually he's doing this.
Sorry, I'm returning to my
He's doing this on
basics, don't
purpose
worry.
to make
The
us
reason I'm
mad.
at Walmart is because I gotta get a bunch of food that the piranhas are gonna like.
So I got some beef, sardines, tuna,
Whoa.
and bone broth. And
Wait,
also got
I think
some
I'm a
They eat
piranha.
in the Amazon?
Wait, he's feeding them like real high quality beef. Like I don't even buy that for myself.
Wait, what?
And he's buying that for his pet piranhas.
These pet piranhas, they gotta be, you know, the best piranhas of all time.
I want to watch his piranhas eat other fish. I want to watch him eat goldfish. I want to watch him eat Nemo and Dory, and I just want to watch them go to town. That's what I want to see. Or
I
put a
don't know
baby
what
in
you
there.
mean
Nobody
by that.
knows.
Have we ever seen baby versus 6 piranhas before? I haven't.
Alec, I just looked it up, and piranhas have never recordedly killed a person.
That's what they want you to know.
Weren't you the one that said they're more dangerous than sharks?
That's what I thought, but myth has been busted.
Oh my gosh. Wait, no.
They're scavengers,
Stay.
guys. They eat the remains of animals that
Oh,
other
they're like
things
the
kill.
vultures.
Exactly, guys.
Of
The sea.
water, sea.
See.
Sea vultures.
After food, I just bought into the blender and blended it up.
Oh my
After it
God.
was done, as you can
Yo,
see,
that kinda
it
looks
was
good.
This nasty liquid stuff.
Oh yeah, nasty
But
actually.
anyways, I sucked the liquid up
Is
into
there
the
meat in
syringe
there?
thing and brought it over.
That looks like
to
a
the
strawberry
tank.
banana
This might
smoothie.
seem kind of complex, but it's actually genius. You see, I can basically squirt some of this.
I say that all the
water,
time
and it
to all my
spreads
plants.
the scent around. And what I'm gonna do is attach it to the
Okay.
side of the enclosure, and whenever I want to get the piranhas mad and in hunting mode, I just squirt a little bit of this out the end. And
Hey, yo!
Absolutely
What the heck?
crazy.
Hey!
To the side of it was
This
done.
guy
And now the
loves
next technology is these
his
two
glue
water
gun.
pumps and some bubble walls. I started to set up across the whole back of the tank. You see, right now this stuff does nothing. But once I fill up the entire tank with some cycled water, which took
Okay.
a long time because of how big it was, check out what it can do.
All right, now if I go
Bubbles.
and plug in these pumps,
Bubbles.
as you can see, it
Bubbles.
starts to make bubbles.
Bubbles.
at the back of the
Bubbles.
enclosure.
That is pretty
Garbage.
cool.
Pretty cool.
Shark
Basically,
bait,
this little
hoo-ah.
air pump just blows air into this tube, which goes into there. But what I could actually do is unattach
the-
that and just
What's
blow
that noise?
it into my
What I can do is unattach that and then put it in my butt.
What the heck?
Then
What?
turn it back on.
No!
Ah, bubbles, bubbles.
Stinky bubbles.
Just keeps farting. A little bit of poop gets in there.
I mean, he did say DIY.
The piranhas turn mutant. They grow legs. They take over the world.
The internet is so lucky I don't have a channel like this.
myself to make bubbles.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's a lot of bubbles.
This guy can blow.
Cool. Anyways, the last technology is this little fish.
No, not Nemo.
Shown this in a video
They're gonna
before.
trick
So what I've
the
got
piranhas.
is the upgraded version. Yeah, this one's way bigger and way cooler. Which, as you can see, if I just go and put
That is
it
a
in the
big
water
Nemo. It looks like it's
this,
upside down.
It starts to swim around like
No.
a normal fish.
I think they're gonna
Yeah,
get
I just
scared
think
of
it'd be
it.
funny if I maybe tested the piranhas to see if they try to eat it or something. Anyways, this tank
What's up
is
with
now
this
complete.
guy?
And speaking of the piranhas, it's time to get them inside.
Oh, yo, I just walked
Oh,
up
gosh,
to
are they all
piranhas.
dead?
They haven't seen me
What
yet.
kind of ritual
Look
are
at
they
what they're
doing?
They're like hunting around
They're doing
for
a
food
ritual.
right now.
Ooh,
What?
ha,
I'm gonna try
ooh,
my
ha,
best
ha.
to not get bit here. Oh, no.
So I grabbed the temporary tank they were in and brought it over to their new home so I could
All right, guys, let's be honest, okay? Those things are way smaller than I thought piranhas would be. I don't think a bite would even hurt that much. What do you guys think?
It wouldn't, but you gotta remember, piranhas hunt in packs. So there could literally be hundreds, if not thousands of them. And I think it'd be way worse to, like, get attacked by a million tiny bites than one giant bite. You know, a shark can end your life like, dink, overdone, cool. This way, that would just be endless pain and suffering until you die.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, I don't want that. I want the one bite. Everybody knows the rules.
scoop them out.
Okay, they definitely look more aggressive than the first time I did this, but I'm just gonna carry
They're getting
What
hungry.
about them?
one guy
What-
out
what
just
makes
like
them look
that.
aggressive? Am
Oh,
I
shoot,
missing
he's mad,
something?
He's mad, but I'm just gonna put him into the new tank, and there you go. Be free, my friend. New home.
He
So
looks
I did
so
that same
cute.
process with
He
the
does not
other
look
five,
aggressive.
and there we go. The piranhas
They look
were
like-
in their
Gang,
new home.
the boys
They
are
look like
back.
goldfish.
Immediately they packed up like piranhas do.
They're like the
and
popular
looked as though they
kids
were
in high
already
school.
on the hunt for food once again.
Well, these piranhas look pretty hungry, I'm not gonna lie, or maybe piranhas are just always hungry. So now I'm gonna feed them the first of 5 different food sources.
What is he feeding them? It needs to blur that.
Worms?
Number
Oh,
5 is
feeding
the
them
hand.
mealworms. If you remember, I had this pipe with the delicious juice inside,
Oh,
which
yeah,
I
I
went
remember.
and squirted inside.
How could I
to let
forget?
piranhas know it was feeding time. And as you could guess, they immediately started to go up and eat it, which kind of made a mess. But yeah, they were
That's
loving
like smoking
it.
a
Oh my
vape.
gosh, do you see that?
He, like,
They're all
threw it up.
gathering around the little area where I just put it in.
So now that they were ready, I dropped in the mealworms, and one started to sink down. 2
Uh-oh.
of the piranhas
Uh-oh.
noticed
You're
it
dead.
and kinda
You're
took
dead.
nibbles
You're
at
dead.
it.
Oh, they're
But
playing
they
a
were
game
kinda
with
just
them.
playing around with it more
They're
than
just
they were
tasting them.
actually eating it. And that same
Mwah.
thing kept happening to
Mwah.
most of mealworms.
Who's a good
but that
little
was
worm?
until I saw
Mwah.
this, where 3 of them took turns devouring
Oh.
it up, and yeah, this one
Oh.
actually got eaten.
Okay, well,
He slurped that up
mealworms,
like
I'm gonna
spaghetti.
give about like a 2 out of 10 on how much the piranhas like them.
But as you can see, second on the list, we're gonna be feeding them crickets.
Now, if you remember at the start, the
Oh my God, they're
piranhas
still
wanted
alive.
nothing to do with the crickets. But let's see how they'll react now that they're in
Uh-oh.
this new tank.
So
They're
I
gonna
dropped
drown.
in just one, and because it was just floating there, I grabbed it with tweezers to show
Oh,
the
poor
piranhas.
guy.
So you can see
Oh
they
my
picked up the memo
God.
that this was alive, and they
Yeah.
sort of started to nibble
Eat
it like
it.
the mealworms. But not even a single
Nice.
piranha actually took a big enough bite to eat this cricket.
Okay, that was pretty bad. The crickets, I'm gonna give it a 1 out of 10 because the mealworms.
0!
at least did
0 out of
some
10.
them. I guess the
I'm, like,
piranhas
no
just don't
longer
really
scared
like
of piranhas.
insects.
I feel like piranhas, they're more friendly than anything else at this point. They get a bad rep.
It's because they're full right now. If they were hungry, they would get you. Which they might be hungry by the time they get to his hand.
They haven't eaten in like days.
I thought piranhas had like British teeth, you know, where it's like, oi, matey,
Like a horse, but sharp.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that piranhas are just cute little cuddly overgrown goldfish, and I think I might buy one. What do you guys think?
I think you definitely could use a friend. I think you should get one.
I know.
You should make one big exhibit with your bearded dragon. Have your bearded dragon on one side and then big water on the other side. Piranhas over there, bearded dragon over there.
And then my bearded dragon could be like the king of the piranhas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good idea, me. Thanks, me.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to Amazon.
That's why I'm gonna rapid fire the next 2 off.
Cheeseburger.
Here you can see I've got salmon and ground beef, which is a lot more smelly. They better like this.
I started by waving the salmon around in the water until
on.
the piranhas noticed it.
I
And
would
once
take a
a few
bite.
started to come up and nibble it, I accidentally dropped it into the sand where
Oh my God.
He fumbled.
up. They huddled around it like
Put
a
the
pack
fries
of
in the bag.
hyenas and started to actually take little chunks out of the
Yo.
piece for
Oh,
them to eat.
okay,
So
this
I
is a
did
little
the same thing with
terrifying.
the ground
Ooh.
beef and held it in the water. And this time the piranhas were even more interested, and instantly the entire pack huddled around it and took turns taking their bites.
That's pretty
out of it.
scary.
I even noticed that the scraps of it had fallen onto the floor and were getting surrounded by the piranhas too.
Well, dang, I'm gonna give the salmon an 8 out of 10 and the ground beef a 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, they love it.
Oh my God, his hand is next.
For this to actually work, I think he would need an open flesh wound.
What do you mean actually work?
Like for them to start nibbling on it.
That's a good point. Well, because, and also they need to smell the blood, you know? They need to know that until there's any blood, they'll probably just think that his hand is a threat. And I would imagine that they'll just leave him alone.
So what if he put his hand in, but inside of his hand, he had like a little meatball?
Yeah, it could work, probably work.
You're making me hungry, Jack.
I'm getting pretty hungry. These piranhas are eating way better than I normally do.
My hand now. I said I would do it in the intro, so, you know, let's just do it. 3, 2,
I can tell by his
1.
hand he's 5'7".
Go. Start the timer. Let's see how long I can keep it in here. Right away, nothing really happened because none of the piranhas were near my hand.
He's
but I
a
knew this
psycho.
was kind of cheating, so I moved my hand.
Oh, here's one comes. Oh my God.
Oh, he's getting scared. No, don't get scared.
I moved it away to avoid
I would be
getting
scared.
bit. So of course, I moved my hand back over to the pack, where some of them definitely.
You should have
got
put his
sorta
mom's
close
hand
to
in there.
biting me,
Well,
but they
let
were
him
nowhere
bite you,
near as
dude. Come
aggressive as
on.
they were.
Why
That's
would
what we're
he
here
want
for.
that?
Yeah,
It's
don't be
actually
weird.
a common misconception that piranhas are evil towards humans, like all the movies said. This is a bloodworm, and it is the creepiest, most disgusting creature ever. It even has 4 venomous fangs in each corner of its mouth that you definitely
don't like it.
don't want to get
Ew.
bit by. Now, I'm
I don't
known
like
for
it.
the weirdest pets, so of course I found a website that sells them as a live bait for fishing. Yeah, literally nobody buys these as
okay.
pets. I think I'm literally going to be the first person in the world, which means I'm going to get to show off the crazy unseen abilities of these guys. So hey, let's just check this thing out. And after
I don't know if you guys noticed, but he's buying the venomous type. So he's buying the most dangerous version of the bloodworm.
That is one of the grossest animals I've ever seen. If you told me that was an alien from another planet, I would absolutely believe you.
Why would anybody in their right mind get this thing as a pet?
Maybe he's got a vision for it. Let's find out.
a couple of days, a truck dropped off the package at my house so I could finally check them out. Here we go, bloodworms. Even as an animal expert, I am like pretty spooked about these. But anyways, let's just check them out. Underneath all the packing material were the bloodworms. So using some tweezers, I carefully removed one to take a closer look. And yep,
that is one? Dude, that is like 4 regular worms combined into one long string.
Dude, I did not know they were that big.
It's gotta be this long, right?
That was like 4 feet long. Ew.
Holy smokes.
It was gross enough. It just got 5 times grosser.
It looks like a creature that you would find on Skull Island that would battle King Kong. That thing is massive.
And he didn't order just one. I think he ordered an entire bucket.
I don't know if I can, dude, I don't know if I can
You can see
wash.
that they are absolutely disgusting looking,
Ew.
and their mouth is even able to extend out of their body like an alien. At the end of this part
That's
that
its
expands
mouth?
are their venomous fangs, which
Wow.
they use to latch onto stuff like shrimp in the ocean,
Cool
which I'll be
animation.
showing off very soon. Now, one thing though, I actually bought 12 of these bloodworms.
Dude,
that I'm gonna have to
seriously?
keep all in the same aquarium. So yeah, this is gonna be a nightmare. Now for the
Okay.
build, I'm gonna put in some aqua soil and a dirt mix. Eventually, we're gonna completely fill it with water because that's how bloodworms live in the wild. But for now, I just put a tiny bit of water in to keep the dirt nice and moisty. But I've already run into the first problem because I don't think I was supposed to add the water straight to the dirt. It kind of made it a weird consistency. And the water is just straight up black. So yeah, I drained the water, scooped out the dirt, and I washed it off in the sink.
I like that he keeps in his mistakes.
Theragreen should be an expert by now. He's what video is
He's
this?
just a normal guy that's trialing and erroring. He's figuring it out just like we would.
Then I put the soil back in, covered it in a thin layer of sand, and added the water back. As you can
There we
see
go.
now, the water stays fantastically clear. Nice. This mound here in the middle will be where I build all the decorations, and I'll even be putting in some red plants, and then finally filling it all up with water. First of all, let's get some pieces of wood in here. And I thought this design of multiple of these burnt looking ones coming from the middle looked pretty nice.
All right.
I didn't want them sticking out the top though, so I broke off all those extra pieces and planted them in the sand below to give the whole wood structure a more fuller look. Now it's time for the
I hope he puts in the background a giant painting of a volcano, because that is where these things belong.
Supposedly, Alec, these things are pretty common in cold waters. Like, they're mainly found on the coast of Maine.
Maine?
Maine. In the U.S. Yes, these are native to the U.S. of A.
Think we're gonna be okay, Adam.
Oh my god, it's only 600 miles away.
Don't worry, Adam, because supposedly, even though they look bright and colorful and they have those venomous mouths, they don't usually attack humans. So we're pretty safe.
I'm ready to just blow up Maine. All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. Trump,
Maine.
send it.
Time for the rocks. And you may think these are just called river rocks, but in fact, that is not true. This one on the left is actually called an elderly boulder. And this one on the right is called
Oh, Alec, they named a rock after you.
Okay, dude. Play with
Probably
me,
gets a
man.
veteran's
Venom
discount.
boulder. Now, those
That
are
was
some
not worth
cool
the pause of
names.
the
Just
video.
wanted to say thank you to whoever named them.
But the best rock I have is this. It's actually not a rock at all. It's actually wood.
Looks like a log.
Just like what I already
Yeah, it's just wood.
Yeah, it's called petrified wood, and basically millions of years ago, it was buried under the earth.
I must have
and
seen
turned into
Adam.
a rock over time.
But for this wood rock back here, I've actually got a pretty cool plan. As you can see, I've got a little can of sardines, which you basically just open by pulling the. Okay, it just broke off.
He broke it, bro.
Basically, you just open it like this.
Wouldn't it be funny if you just started eating again?
Why would he do that?
Sardines are gross.
I got a can of sardines from Walmart, and this is my snack.
And inside, there's some like dead fish that you eat.
That
Now,
is
with
gross.
the sardines, I actually went and put one of them under this petrified wood. I'm doing this because I want to test to see if the bloodworms have a smell
Interesting.
ability and whether they'll be able to find the sardine under it, dig it out, and eat it. Yeah, that should be pretty fun to watch. Anyways, now I want to get some red aquatic plants in here. So I drove to Petco so I could buy some.
All right, I'm at Petco and I'm hoping they got some red plants in stock today. Oh, bro, there's not a single red plant in stock.
To Walmart we
They
go.
got them, but I guess not today, huh?
Instead, I had to drive home and go buy some online. Thankfully, though, there was a ton of websites with some nice reddish plants on them, so I went and added a bunch of them to my cart.
Dang, he just bought 5 of those. Oh my gosh!
I say it's worth it for these red plants, baby. Check.
What?
Since I bought
What's
That's
the
expensive.
What's the reason he's buying red plants instead of just regular plants?
So that it can blend in with the bloodworms, Adam. He's trying to theme this entire enclosure around the bloodworm.
That's why I said
crazy.
they should get a volcano. Put a volcano in the back.
That's way cheaper. That's like $0 on AI.
What?
the one-day delivery. The next day, I got the package with all of the red
Plant.
plants inside. So I took them all
Plant
out
box.
and started to put them around random parts in the sand. Now, a few of the plants they gave
should've
me
spread
weren't
them
actually
out.
red.
$200
They were very
worth of
green,
plants.
But it's okay because I was starting to like the look of how it was all coming together. I also ended up getting these red ruby crystals that I scattered along the floor
that's
of
pretty
the
cool.
enclosure to add a bit more
I like
red
that.
in.
That is not cool.
I kind of wish that he bought like red sand. I feel like that would have been a nice touch.
See, now Jack's thinking, now that's cool. That is cool. Red rubies? What are we finding treasure? What's going on here?
I think he should try to buy a human hand off the black market and stick it in there.
What is wrong with Alec? Alec is crazy.
I mean,
What is
Alec,
weird? No, that's
Alec,
cool.
3,
That's
2,
cool.
1. We keep our mouths closed.
Here to match that bloodworm color, of course. But as you can probably tell, I've been keeping the two sides of this enclosure completely
Yeah,
empty.
why?
That's because I want to build some custom DIY builds on both sides that the 12 bloodworms will be able to interact with. First of all, on the right
Okay.
side, I'm gonna make a little cave they can all hide in. Now, in an old video, I learned this cool trick where you get out a basket, cut a hole in the front, and cover it in rocks to make your very own cave.
That's pretty
so
sick.
I'm gonna
It
do
is a nice
again,
little
but this
project.
time with 3 different baskets to make a triple
Ooh.
decker
Nice.
cave. So
Cave
I went and cut the
skyscraper.
front of the baskets off.
Some might even
the
confuse that with a
entrance. I
volcano.
sanded them down a bit so it wasn't
True.
sharp, and I covered the baskets in
It's
a
way
ton
different,
of
Alec.
spray foam. Because let's be
Spray
real, it wouldn't be a
foam!
Terra Green video without it. And then I started to carve it out to make
Where's
it look
Walmart?
like the spray foam was the actual rocks of the cave. Anyways, here is the finished triple decker cave.
Whoa.
Pretty good. I like it.
He's got so addicted to spray foam that he's not even sticking anything to the spray foam. He's just using it as the rock now.
It looks good, honestly. I didn't trust at the start. It looked kind of weird, but it actually turned out to be pretty good.
He's fully ditching nature. He's just
I like
going
it.
full spray foam.
It looks good, right? Right?
Let's just get this.
Kinda looks like the
thing
shape of Alex's
in
head.
there, just
7 out of
like
10.
That may not be the prettiest decoration in the whole world, but a wise man did once tell me it's not about the looks, it's about the thought that went into it. And yeah, a lot of.
Do you think his
thought
mom
did
said
go
that?
into
Jackie
this
Chan.
game, Okay, we can store 3 different worms in there.
All right, now time for the left side's DIY
They
build.
each- are they gonna
This
pay
time I
rent?
got something interesting. Yep, it's
Each
a
got their
food
own
plot.
apartment.
Basically, I'm gonna prepare a bunch of different foods for the bloodworms. That way, I'll be able to
a
see
good idea.
which they
Yeah,
like
what
the
do they
most
eat?
once I get them inside. So, anyways, I drove to Walmart to do some
Walmart!
food shopping.
Walmart!
Jack, calm down. This is
Straight
Walmart.
to the meat aisle, of course.
Did he just say that out loud in a Walmart? Did he just go to Walmart and say we're shopping for meat for bloodworms today in public?
I actually didn't hear that. Wait, let me play that again.
Did he just say that?
I don't know
if I
if you were
heard that,
shouting.
So,
I can't hear it.
Drove to Walmart to do some food shopping.
okay, well we're shopping.
Yeah, I
for
can't hear it
bloodworms
because
today,
Jack
so
keeps
I came
yelling
straight
every
to
time
the
that we're in
meat aisle, of
Walmart.
course.
Now, first, do some food shopping.
Okay, well, we're shopping for bloodworms today, so I came
there we
straight
go.
to the meat aisle, of course.
Now, first on the shopping list,
Honestly, he's not even like a 5 out of 10 on the weird scale for people that go into Walmart. Let's be real.
He just went into Walmart and said, "Today we're shopping for bloodworms."
Dude, there's some crazy people that go into Walmart. I've seen someone walk in there one time with no shoes or socks.
I didn't know that worms are carnivorous.
They're kind of like leech worms.
It's really weird. Imagine dying to a worm. What a nerd of an animal to die and be eaten by a worm.
If I die to a worm, don't even make a gravestone for me. Just throw me in the ocean.
some beef. Now, if you remember, this is actually the same stuff I fed in my video where I got pet leeches. And if you saw that, you probably remember they absolutely loved it. Like, I was having trouble getting them off of it. So, of course, I bought some of that for the blood.
Oh, he's buying grass-fed, too. He's buying the organic stuff. Nice. Go ahead.
He's not skipping
I also
out.
went over to the fish aisle and decided to buy some salmon, which are a type of saltwater fish, which usually live with bloodworms in the wild. So I figured they might like to eat that. And also in that aisle, I got some shrimp, because when you search on Google what bloodworms like to eat, it says shrimp. So if nothing else works, they should at least
I
eat
like
this.
shrimp.
Finally,
Genius.
I went to the aquarium aisle to buy some of these fish pellets, because who knows, maybe the bloodworms will eat those too. Once I got home, I got out all the foods in the order I'll be feeding them to the bloodworms. It's gonna be crazy to watch their fangs absolutely rip this food to shreds, and I'm even gonna show some unseen stuff about these bloodworms.
Please tell me he's not putting this on his hand or his body.
He did that with the leeches, Adam, so I wouldn't be surprised. However, I'm pretty sure bloodworms are venomous, so that would be pretty dumb if he did it.
He specifically bought the venomous kind. I think there's different types, but remember at the very beginning, he selected venomous.
Now let's get this tank filled up with water and get the bloodworms inside. To do that, it meant I needed to take out the food, since it would get soggy if I kept it inside.
Yeah, I'll put this back in there very
He's making so
soon,
many
but for
mistakes
now,
this video.
Store it in my fridge to keep it fresh.
That's fine.
Now, of course, I had to start filling it up with water so the bloodworms will be able to swim around in there. But when it got to
Whoa,
like,
you guys see that? The entire glue house is floating.
This cave is
That kind of
floating.
makes sense with the spray foam.
Yeah, foam is hollow and floats.
Yeah, forgot about that.
percent full, I kind of realized a big problem.
Oh shoot, bro! I don't know.
He
how
just
I
put a
didn't
rock
think
on
of
top.
Put a rock on
Bloodworms,
top
they
of it.
live on the beaches of oceans, and the beaches of oceans have salt water. I've been making this a freshwater tank. I've been putting fresh water in it.
But it's okay, because thankfully in the corner of
What
my
a
garage, I
noob.
just
add
have
salt.
2 big cartons of Pacific Ocean water. Source
Oh.
He just randomly has that? What the heck, Dergree?
He uses it all the time in the videos.
Use it in case all of his friends come over for a pool party.
No, he does it for the enclosures. Adam, he has an entire channel where he has exotic pets, and some of them need salt water.
Yeah, you're
He
right.
probably just buys in bulk from Walmart.
straight from the ocean. Don't ask why I have this, I just do. Anyways, I drained out a little bit of the fresh
We
water
asked.
and started to add in the ocean salt water. And by the time it was filled up,
Look at the
salt
spray
level
foam.
was 0.02, which is perfect for bloodworms.
All right, all the right water parameters have been met in here, so the bloodworms.
He
are
put
good to
rocks
go
on
now.
top of
He
it.
just
He didn't even mention it.
He didn't
even mention it.
He was probably so mad when he realized that he made a
He's
mistake
he's
again.
embarrassed about the 6 other mistakes that he made that he doesn't even want to mention how his cave is floating.
He fixed it. See, you just got to put a couple of rocks on top, and then he's good.
I think a little bit more spray foam would have done the trick too.
Yeah.
Because I put salt water in here, it does mean the $200 on freshwater plants I spent is gonna go down the drain. Yeah, these are
You're all gonna die.
They're all
We're all gonna
dying.
die. I wanted to replace the red theme in here, so I got this
no.
heatless red lamp. As you can see, it makes the water have this red tint to it, which is cool.
That's kinda
'cause
cool.
You gotta have the water at least look a little bit like blood when putting bloodworms inside. Now, I also need to
you?
get
I
snails
guess.
inside of here so they can eat any algae that grows.
Now, luckily for me, I actually have this tank just set up with like 30
Okay, he's got ocean water and random snails in his house. Who is this guy?
He is equally as prepared as he is unprepared.
Yeah, exactly.
snails in 30 just snails in here, and they're called nerite snails, and they're able to survive in salt water. So that's why I'm gonna
Pretty
choose
cool.
these guys.
So I got a few of those and put them inside the
Plop.
bloodworm tank. Once they got used to the
Do your
water,
thing.
a few of them came out their shells and started to move about the glass. Now I
Go
think
ahead.
these guys should be safe from bloodworms because of their shells, but I'm not gonna give the 100% guarantee.
Oh,
So
no.
sorry guys if you get eaten by the bloodworms. Now for the final touch of this tank. What I did is I actually went and found this cool picture of a beware of the dog sign, and I went and asked AI to change it to a beware of the worm sign.
I told you AI earlier.
Look at what it generated.
Genius.
That is absolutely
I
perfect.
told you
Let me
guys.
Go print this out at the
I like
store
that.
real quick.
So I printed it, attached it to a piece of cardboard to make it a sign,
Nice.
and there we go, a beware of worms
10
sign.
out of
I then
10.
even went and spiced
Who's
up the
that for?
enclosure a little bit by splattering some
What
red
the-
paint along the sides to make it look like blood.
Oh.
He's really going for this blood theme here. He's got the red rubies, he's got the red plants, the red light.
And next thing he's gonna do is buy a hand off the black market, stick it in there.
I like the idea, Alec. I think that he should just buy a fake hand though, like something from Spirit Halloween.
Oh my gosh. He might just like cut open a fish's gushes, let it spill out.
And there we go, 100% complete bloodworm enclosure. And I guess
That does look pretty cool.
Let's get these bloodworms inside. Now,
I forgot how gross they look.
God.
The rest as I test more and more food. But yeah.
I don't like how they just don't move.
Free boy.
And the
they're
worm
probably so
kinda
scared.
I don't like how
sank
big
down
they
to the
are.
Bottom and started moving around randomly. And yeah, well,
My
this is kind
rubies.
of all bloodworms do. They just wiggle about, and occasionally they'll burrow under the sand, which is where they spend most of their lives. And as you can see, it didn't take this guy long until he started to do just that. But I guess he got bored of the digging, cause
Is it just me, or does this thing kind of remind anybody of like an axolotl with all the stuff coming out of the side? Like, it kind of reminds me of like the face of an axolotl, where it has like the little things coming out of its face.
I see what you're saying, but I think you're doing a big disservice to axolotls because this is the most disgusting animal I've ever seen. And axolotls are very cute.
Yes.
I agree with that. Is true.
because eventually he just came out and started to wiggle about again above the sand.
It just looks like a butthole.
To burrow under the sand again. Let's get to feeding him.
Its
some
face
What do you got
looks like
going
a
on down there?
butthole.
Yeah.
most, and we're gonna be starting with just some little fish pellets. I'm not too sure if they're gonna eat this.
They're not gonna like
Worth a
that.
shot.
There's no
Let's
way.
put them inside.
But there was a slight problem because
They
as you
float.
can see, the fish food was floating.
Terragreed!
The bloodworm isn't
Just
gonna
put some
swim up
foam
to
on
it.
it.
So
Maybe
instead,
because
I
it's salt
picked it
water,
up
it
with
floats.
some tweezers and moved it towards the worm. And as you can see, when I
Eat
moved
it.
it towards him, he actually went and flashed his fangs at me for the first time. I thought this surely meant.
Yo, fun fact about the fangs, by the way, they're actually made of copper. It's one of the only few animals that can have metal in their bodies. They make copper. I have no idea. Isn't that
It's like
insane?
Iron Man.
It's composed of protein, melanin, and copper crystals. So they can produce copper inside their fangs.
I don't.
Pretty
I don't
cool,
believe
right?
that.
I wonder if that's like the venomous part. Like they inject copper into other things. I think that's probably poisonous.
I have no idea. But the jaws do contain the venom to paralyze their victims. So you might be onto something.
That's crazy.
Hungry, so I started to wave the food around in front of his mouth a bunch, and yeah, nothing. He didn't eat it.
So, hey, fish food, I'm gonna give a 0 out of 10. He didn't even want anything to do with that. But next
the
up,
steak.
out of all of these, I think I'm gonna do some
Worm food.
salmon. Now this stuff is so smelly and so oily. I think you just have to eat it, right?
Now, I actually went and added in 2 more bloodworms.
I hate
so
these
there was
things.
a higher chance of one of them eating it. Then I did the same thing. I just wiggled the salmon around in front of their mouths until they ate it. But just like the fish pellets, for some reason,
It looks like they're puckering their lips. Is that what it's called?
It's like the anti-pucker.
Yeah, pucker's this way, Adam.
Oh crap! They're doing the opposite of that.
They're making like a face when you eat sour foods. They're like,
I don't want it. We see the steak, Terragreed.
Keep in mind, guys, there's still that sardine that's under the rock. I wonder if they're
yeah.
ever gonna go for that.
I think Tarantula Loki forgot about it.
I did too.
these worms were not wanting anything to do with it. Now, I actually think bloodworms need to have their mouths extended and their
gross.
fangs showing in order for them to eat food. And right now, their mouths are retracted because I think they're stressed. So what I did was I actually went
don't
and
say.
put all of the 12 bloodworms.
Oh my gosh!
It looks like
My
intestines.
thinking was if I left them alone for a few hours in the tank, they'd start to get used to it, and then they would
at the
eat.
snails
After
running
a
away.
while, I went and took one of the bloodworms out and put him on land. I waited a little bit for him to shoot his mouth out, and when he did, I grabbed it with tweezers. Now you
What?
can really get a good look at the fangs.
Oh,
and what
there it
makes
is.
these fangs so cool is they're actually made of copper. Yeah, like the.
I believe it now. Now that he said it, I believe it.
Only animal in the world with copper teeth. Anyways, with the bloodworm, I brought it up to the 3rd food source, which is of course beef. And after kind of like
Eat.
shoving his face in it, he instantly
Come
bit
on.
down with all 4
Oh,
of his
yeah.
fangs and started
You can't
to
resist that
devour
beef.
this piece of meat and just suck all the juices out.
Hey yo!
Long time
gosh.
For me to get a bloodworm to eat a piece of meat, but dang, that is so cool.
I
when
can't
they
believe
do
this is a real
grab on,
animal.
'cause Look,
It
I'm
is
shaking
locked
it.
on.
Like literally, it doesn't want to come off. It's like I am eating this. Do not take it away. So I think I'm gonna go try that same
kinda
thing
like a
with
snake.
the last food source, which is a shrimp.
And once one of the other worms shot out their mouth,
Hey,
I went
yo!
and grabbed it, and this time put the shrimp.
Eat
inside
it!
of He also immediately grabbed onto it, and now these 2 bloodworms were having the time
He
of
just
their
shoved that
lives
thing right in
eating
its
up
mouth.
the food.
I
After
don't
like
like
an
the way
hour,
they
I went and
move.
removed the food from them, which was pretty hard. I had to like kind of shake them off.
Holy, that was actually kind of cool to watch, and it looks like you can see the little bite mark where the worm was biting. And
Yeah,
remember, these
you
guys
can.
are venomous, so there's literally venom just sitting on the end of this. However, I actually have one more good idea. Let me go get someone.
No. What are
Well,
you gonna
guys,
do?
I brought my mom in. Say
No,
hi.
don't do it.
All right, come
Hi,
on,
Mom.
in. Of course, I gotta show you a new pet. Just take
His
a
mom is gonna be so confused. She's gonna be like Terragreed. Like,
I think she might put him up for adoption one of these days.
what is happening?
I'm just saying, we've seen Terra Green, we've seen Terra Mom. Where is Terra Dad?
Hey guys, I'm just kidding.
Look, this one's gonna be quick. You can see the pets in there, right?
Oh my gosh.
You know what those are?
Ew. They look like some sort of slug, leeches, snakes.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've had snakes, I've had leeches, but these are actually bloodworms.
Oh my gosh. Ew, look at all the little tentacles.
They are not moving at all.
You didn't notice them on the table?
So
It looks like a crime
there,
scene.
That's the mouth of the worm, and if you look very, very closely, you see
Ooh,
those
they look
little
like
things on
eyeballs.
it.
Oh my gosh, that's so this is probably the most disgusting thing yet.
This is, I know, that's what
It looks like the sandworm from
I
SpongeBob.
feel like I'm
Yes.
gonna throw up.
Well, guys, these are pet bloodworms.
I found this video where a guy named Coyote Peterson lets a black widow crawl all over his arm. Watching this made me think that maybe black widows weren't as vicious as I thought, and maybe I could keep one as a
Oh my God, it's gross.
So I
thought they were bigger.
sketchy website that'll sell me just that.
40
Why
bucks,
do
that's
they even
it?
Sell these as pets, bro. I don't know. Let me just add this to
He's
the
in the
cart.
dark
And thanks
web.
to the one-day delivery, literally the next day, I
What?
opened up my door to the package.
I wonder who is like collecting these black widows to sell them, you know? They gotta be some messed up creature out there that's just out there in the wild. Ooh, I got another one. I got another one. They must have gotten bit like 1,000 times.
There's probably somebody that like has a farm. Like, you know, in Minecraft, you could create like a farm for different things. Somebody probably has a black widow farm where they're breeding these and then selling them for profit.
That makes way more
$40.
sense.
$40. $40.
Up my door to the package.
Okay, there we go. I guess this should be the Black Widow. And I genuinely think this is the most venomous
Live
pet I've kept
animal.
on the channel. But anyways, let's go open this up.
So I brought it to my table and opened the package up. After carefully taking out the packing material, I then took out the container that had a black
Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Here
God.
it is, a literal black widow.
Oh,
But I did just
God.
figure something out
Thank God he
because
labeled it.
Apparently, I didn't order
Black.
If you look down at this box,
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
yeah, apparently I
What?
accidentally placed the order for a 3-pack, so now I
Oh.
have 3.
$40. $40.
But I wanted to take a closer look, so I opened up a container to let a spider out. And I guess it was a bit
God.
busy because instantly it fell on its back to reveal that.
Whoa, okay. So it's mainly black, but then it has like the red hourglass, which is how you know it's a black widow, right?
Yeah. You have to look at its belly. That's right.
I don't know. I'm not a spider expert.
No, I do know that because there's a lot of them in our area, actually. I was doing a school project once where I had to build something out of wood, and I gathered some, and a black widow was crawling on me. Very scary.
Do you know was it a male or a female?
It was a female.
Oh my.
No, because I started poking it with the stick to see, and it did have like the red thing on the bottom.
Because only the females are deadly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This one even knows jujitsu, so this one's like double deadly.
He's
That
ready
is
to
true.
roll.
And if you get bit by it, you turn into Spider-Man?
No, that's not real.
A different
That's
type?
not how it
Okay.
works.
Iconic red hourglass shape, which warns you that this spider is nothing to mess around
my
with.
gosh.
It has a potent bite.
Those fangs.
Shoot, it's trying to escape.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Okay.
Nice.
I gotta be more careful with these things, man.
But these 3 spiders aren't going to spin webs in these tiny containers. They were going to need a proper enclosure, which I needed to build by first covering
Sticky
a bunch of spray foam
There it
with dirt
is.
and wood chip stuff to make the background.
There we
But
go,
in the middle,
baby.
I put
This
in
is
this
my
rock
favorite part.
background and spray foamed normal rocks to it. You see, I'm going to separate the enclosure into a forest, a cave, and a home interior to see
like
where
Minecraft
black widows
biomes.
like to make webs and hunt the most. For the home interior part, I
Wow.
got a piece of styrofoam and painted a brick pattern onto it to, you know, make it look like
Oh,
a brick
cool.
wall like a lot of homes have.
They'll never
So I
know.
That's pretty
spray foamed
cool.
that in, and the background was now complete.
And now we gotta do the web building bases. Basically what that means is we just put sticks and stuff so the spiders can spin their webs in here.
To start, I'm gonna lay down a
Very
simple
smart.
substrate across the entire enclosure that I'll be able to customize to each environment. But first of all, the forest, and as I'm sure you can imagine, we're gonna put some wood in here, just enough on the 2 sides for a solid
Oh.
web to be made in
Do
between.
you think, since he's got a 3-pack, do you think that they'll like respectively have their own section? Like maybe the Black Widows have 3 different personalities.
It could happen, and if they're like territorial, then they're not gonna want to make a base near each other, so that definitely could happen.
I think the only time where they might fight each other is over some food. But I think for the most part, black widows are pretty shy. Like, they're not very aggressive unless they have to be.
Just like me.
And then I'm even gonna glue some moss coming down from the ends of the branches so it sort of looks like leaves on a tree.
And then I'm gonna get this bag of leaves that I bought. And don't ask me why I didn't just pick them up
Yeah,
from
what?
outside. I don't know why I bought these.
But anyways, with those, I scattered them along the bottom, so it looked like a forest floor with all the fallen leaves everywhere. And last but not least, I got some tiny rocks and scattered them around too. Just a few, because I gotta save most for the cave. And speaking of the cave, we're gonna start right away by laying down some rocks, because that's pretty much all they got. But as you can see in this photo, there's actually a bunch of these pointy rocks called stalagmites. And I think they would work perfectly in my enclosure, so let me get some.
Alright, so I've got a big rock
From Walmart?
and a hammer right there, so I guess let me just try to carve some
This
of those
is DIY,
stalagmites
baby.
out of this. So I guess I'm just going to try and hit it. I don't really know if this is going to work,
cool.
but it's going to break.
Eventually,
What do you think his mom thinks he's doing in his room when she just hears?
She knows exactly what he's doing. He's building another enclosure. He does this at least once a week.
Okay, what did your mom think, Alec, when you were in high school and you were banging on a rock?
Alec was banging his desk from Fortnite.
That's true.
Next question.
after a bit of hitting, I got a few pieces that, when connected, sorta looked like stalagmites, so I went and attached them together with spray
7 out of 10.
foam. And then using more
There we
spray
go.
foam, I
That does
stuck them
not
all
look
in
like a
place, pointing up
stalactite.
in the cave section of
DIY
the enclosure.
stalagmite.
Finally, I went and sprinkled some normal colored rocks around, and then some different colored rocks around, because, yeah, we literally just put rocks everywhere for this section.
Do you think he found those rocks or he also ordered those rocks?
He definitely ordered those rocks.
Probably
100%.
order them from Walmart.
Some dude is making bank off Terra Green, just buying leaves and rocks.
I thought that Black Widows only lived like in wooded areas. So I'd be surprised if any of them actually end up making base camp in this middle section. My bet is all three are actually going to go to the left.
Definitely are going to go into a cave because they like dark, scary areas.
Yeah, I would go cave all day.
But
No,
probably
no, that's not because
the
look,
brick.
they hunt insects, and there's not that many insects in caves. But like in a forest, that's where they.
There's so many insects in caves. Are you serious?
There's
yes.
so many. Have you ever been in a cave? Clearly not.
There's spiders. There's ants.
There are. I'm not saying there's zero, but compared to a forest, that's where all the insects are. All the insects are in forests.
They're underground, Alec. They're underground. They're little creepy crawlies for a reason. They're crawling around in the caves.
Yeah, but that's not what spiders hunt. They hunt like flies.
Sometimes. They'll probably hunt
Grasshoppers. All right, watch. We'll find out.
Yeah, let's
even
watch.
eat their own
Let's
kind.
watch. Let's find out.
These guys know
Once the
nothing about
spray foam
spiders.
dries, I'm gonna go in and paint it, but for now, let's work on the home interior section. And to start,
What is he
I've
gonna
got
put
this
in there?
part that, like,
He's good-
material, which
okay.
I'm gonna cut out to shape. And then
Oh.
I'm just gonna go.
He's
and
making
put
it
in
homey.
there, and boom.
He's
Now I
getting
need
too
to get
creative
some
with these
mini-
videos.
Okay, I will say if any Black Widow does make base in the home, that is terrifying for me because that means that Black Widows would make base in our homes, which I would not want that.
That is true.
Any home furniture
I don't
in
think they
here
will.
that the spider will be able to spin his webs from.
And my only idea for how I can get that is to build it with some Legos. So yeah. let's get
Oh,
going, baby.
cool.
First of all, using
He's having
black
too much
bricks,
fun
I
in these
them up
videos,
into
man.
this
Yeah.
little lampshade thing. Then with some red bricks, I made a tiny little couch. Now a chair made of
Legos.
brown bricks. Finally, I just took the rest of my bricks to make a randomly color assorted red and white shelf. Yeah, I'm a master builder, as you can tell. Anyways, I went and put each of those inside and even got some little dollhouse
what?
furniture to fill in
This
the
is
dead
so
space.
cool.
And boom, shakalaka.
Terry
That's
Green,
I
what are we
call a
doing here?
home house
It looks
interior.
awesome.
I know a lot of Black Widows love to live inside houses, so one of them should definitely like this place.
But the next step on the list is to get some plants, like always. So you already know. Let's go to the plant store.
First of all, I went to Walmart and just got a couple tiny plants for the forest section of the enclosure, but then I also drove to Home Depot, which I knew would have a slightly larger selection.
And basically here, I want to get something that's gonna work for the cave, and ooh, something like this actually could work as
Only
like
15
sleeping bags or
billies?
something. That'll actually
Plant.
work perfect.
Then finally, I went to Office Max.
Now you
For
might be
what?
wondering what plants I'm gonna
He's
get
buying a
at
TV
Office
so they can
Max,
watch
But
a
actually, I'm
printer?
not even getting any plants. I'm actually gonna be printing out some pictures to put as paintings in the house interior. Oh yeah.
This is making me so mad. Bro buys leaves. He buys rocks. But he can't buy a printer? He's gonna go to Office Depot Max to print out the paper? What is his thought process?
He's got a print, Adam. Some people don't have printers.
He can't buy a printer? He buys rocks and leaves?
Printers are like $200 these days, Adam. He's got to save the budget for leaves and plants. Plants are expensive, Adam.
Okay.
This is Terra Green, Adam. This isn't Terra Print.
He's still spending money on plants because paper is a tree.
Yeah,
So-
Adam, you rapscallion.
Alec, you owe me one smack later. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
I wonder what kind of pictures he's gonna print. Maybe
When I
Spider-Man?
got home, I first put the two
Wait, were
land
they all
plants
AI?
in
Dude,
the
what
forest
was that?
section, which, as you can see, I ended up getting a beautiful red plant to match the
Ooh,
red on
that's
Black
so cool.
Widows.
It
Then
looks
I
like
took apart the
Spider-Man.
plant from Home Depot and glued the vines coming down from
That's
the top
cool.
of the cave section. Finally,
Now
I
we're
glued some more
talking.
moss all along the forest section because I felt like it wasn't green enough. And then I added a bit of this dead type of fern moss along parts of the cave because I felt like it matched pretty well.
Oh, and I almost forgot the most important part, the stupid AI-generated pictures for the house interior.
So I cut them out and glued them alongside.
Dude, he
of
only
the
printed
brick
out
wall.
one
There
piece
were
of
many
paper.
great works of
You
art,
made a
like
spider
black widow
butterfly?
flying in the sky with wings, a black widow dancing in a disco room,
I hope
and
that
a
never
black
exists.
widow eating a male after mating, which yes,
Oh,
they
I
actually
was gonna
do
say.
wild.
That's what they do. That's why they got their name, Black Widow.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of spiders that do that, where they'll breed and then the female will then eat the male.
Yeah, and the males are usually a lot smaller than the females.
Then females got that yabba dabba do.
What?
Wild black widows are actually cannibals towards other female black widows, which means my 3 black widows cannot be able to access each other, or, you know, they'd probably eat each other.
So I've got these acrylic sheets, which should act as good separators.
That makes way more sense
So
now.
I went and measured them to size and
That's
then cut
kind of
them
lame.
out.
I want to
There we
see
go,
them
that fits
fight.
perfectly.
I want to see a
Now,
cat
last
fight.
but not least,
Meow.
I'm gonna put in one of these reptile foggers.
Basically, when you turn this dial, it spits a bunch of fog out the end of this
Whoa.
tube. Black widows love a high humidity to make their webs, so this should encourage them to
vaping.
do that quickly. And while I would say this enclosure is now 100% complete, but that does mean
These are teenage black widows.
They can't help themselves.
Which one's your favorite? Which of these 3 is your favorite? I think I like the middle one.
Dude, the left 2 are like very cool. What is going on with the right section? That was a miss.
Yeah, he tried something different. Usually he knocks it out of the park with these enclosures, but I honestly think that the spider might like the one on the right the most.
How are we ever even
Why?
really going to know? Like, we can't interview them. Excuse me, Miss Black Widow. How was your experience in this Lego enclosure? You know?
It was nice. It was fun. We'll be able to base it based on how much they move around and how big their webs are.
That's true.
Okay.
I'll be keeping an eye on that. Badunka-dunka-dunka-dunka-dunka.
Huh?
widows loose in here, which I'm kind of scared to do, but let's just do it.
And as you can see, I've got the 3 black widows in their
I'd be
own
so
little
scared to touch
containers.
them.
So I've got the first one. Let's let this guy loose into the forest. Then I'm gonna put the second one into the cave.
Can they
section.
jump? I feel like it's about
And
to jump.
finally, the third
Only
black
jumping
widow
spiders
in
can
the
jump.
whole
Ew.
interior section.
And while all the spiders were now in their new home, I took an interest to the one in the forest area. You see, this one immediately started to crawl all around her new home and even made her way up to the roof of the enclosure. There on
that's
the roof, you
scary.
can see she started to walk around with a little strand of
looking
silk
for
coming out the
escape
end of the
exits.
abdomen.
she's
She
making
was
the webs.
already building a web. Spiders, of course, do this to catch prey, and black widows in specific have some of the strongest silk
Wow.
out of any spider, which is somehow produced in these little silk glands that they have. Anyways,
That's
I left
so
the
cool.
black widow to continue with that, and the next day I came back and opened up the top of the enclosure. You could see the area
careful.
where she was constructing the
Oh
web,
my
and
God.
now she was hiding in this
That is
For
terrifying.
building this enclosure, I built all this forest area just for the spider to make her web right in this little area.
So wait a second, you're telling me that there's a small chance that they could escape this enclosure? Like imagine you have 3 black widows and you go and check it out and all 3 are disappeared. They're gone.
Burn the
what
house,
do you do?
get the insurance.
Especially if they lay eggs, because I think that they lay like 100 eggs at once, and then you have a real big problem.
Well, you have a bunch of tiny problems.
Well, at least she has something, because that means now I can try and feed her a bunch of different types of food
Here we
to
go.
see which they like the most. Starting with
Lunchtime.
Now I wanted to start small, and as you can see, these mealworms I bought are absolutely minuscule. They're
Whoa.
barely the size of the tip of my finger, but hopefully the spider will still like them. Using some tweezers, I dropped a mealworm
That thing's
straight
still
into the
huge
spider's
compared
web,
to the
and
spider.
immediately it started to
You've
squirm
been
around
caught.
to try and escape. But spider webs are specifically designed to keep little insects like this stuck in them. All the wiggling around made the black widow come awake, and soon it even crawled
looks
out,
so scary.
only to
like an alien.
walk
Why
right
is it
by
not
the
attacking?
mealworm and run away. In fact, this black widow tried to make a grand escape and even webbed down the side of my table onto the floor.
Oh, no,
It's on the floor?
Do not go under the table. Do not go under the table.
Anyways, I ended up scooping it into a container.
he not
where
more
I then dropped
terrified?
another mealworm in front of him, and once again, he didn't want to eat it.
Wow.
It's too
I wonder
big.
why not.
This black widow's not trying to eat any mealworms, so instead I've got a bag of some tiny little crickets.
And
Widow'll
these I'm going to
definitely
feed
eat
the
that.
Much better.
second black widow in the cave area. Now, if you remember,
One thing that's pretty creepy about spiders too is after they wrap them up, they inject their prey with a venom that paralyzes them, but the prey is still alive. It just can't move. So it's like it still functions and thinks. And then what the spiders do is they sink their fangs into the prey and then they just suck its blood and its guts. They just suck it all out. They don't actually like eat it and chew it. It's really gross.
You're telling me they suck it up like a go-go squeeze?
Pretty much.
Well, the venom also turns all of its insides into go-go squeeze.
Yes,
and then they suck
liquefies
it.
the insides.
Yeah.
I put this spider in the enclosure on this little plastic lid where I already had a web. And since putting it in 2 days ago, it still hasn't moved at all. It might be dead actually. But anyways, I put in some crickets to see if it would eat. And literally right away, one of the crickets jumped towards the spider and showed us it was awake. Which I guess was a good sign because the spider was now finally moving. But when I tried to bring the cricket back, it scared the spider and it ran away into the cave.
They're so shy.
I almost lost track of the spider until I came across her again on top of the enclosure where she had somehow escaped to. I tried to feed her a cricket once again.
Is anybody getting a little bit like weirded out by how casual he is about the Black Widow spider, one of the deadliest spiders of all time, escaping? It could kill him.
Well, he's a trained professional, Jack. Normies like me and you would definitely be freaking out, but he's a trained professional and does this every single day.
Okay.
Black market.
But she just was not having it, so I scooped her back into the plastic container. Well, it looks like this Black Widow is also not eating, which usually would mean I would go test the third and final food source, which was gonna be just crickets, but a bit bigger. But I kind of have bad news because I don't really have a spider to feed these to. Yes, you heard that right. Since putting the third spider into the house interior section 2 days ago, I haven't seen it. It literally escaped my enclosure.
Are you kidding me? Every one of them escaped!
But I also had 2 more that weren't eating.
How's he not freaked out?
Worst idea I've had for a video. Like pet Black Widow. Like what am I thinking? One is escaped and it's literally crawling around my garage. There's only one way I can make this
down the house.
Content. I gotta let the Black Widow crawl on my arm. Just like I saw Coyote Peter at the start.
No, you don't.
So,
No, you
You don't
don't.
have to do that.
Black Widow's venom is 15 times more deadly than a rattlesnake. If that thing bites you, you're paralyzed.
Where did you come up with that stat?
It's true. I saw it on Animal Planet.
Okay.
15 times?
15 times, yeah. And a rattlesnake is pretty bad.
They're much bigger too.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex fact checking.
Fact check.
Statistics show it's actually only 13.5 times.
Come on, 15 times.
Black Widow venom is significantly more potent than a rattlesnake venom, but rattlesnakes inject a larger quantity, making their bites potentially more dangerous.
Got him.
However, Black Widow venom is reportedly 15 times more toxic than rattlesnake venom.
For the win. And Alex
It's
looks
just-
like his little baby back.
The difference is the amount of venom that is injected, because Black Widows can only inject a teeny tiny amount, but rattlesnakes inject like a bunch.
Yeah, we
And
got
so
it.
rattlesnakes are actually more potent.
We got to combine them together, and then they'll be the deadliest creature of all time.
Get my mom in here. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
All right, I'm bringing
Do you
in
think
here
she
today 'cause
knows
I gotta
about
do
the Black Widow
job
mission?
for you. As you know, I always keep the weirdest pets.
I think she's about to
Can you guess
learn.
what pet's in here based off the decorations?
Oh my gosh. Is it a Black Widow?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
the Black Widow.
How did she
No, it's
know?
not.
Yeah,
There's
you see the
3
pictures on the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex.
Black Widow. Isn't that cool?
No.
Why? Okay, I got him onto this little tray
Oh.
for you.
Wait,
Basically, you can see it right there. What
That's
do
where
you
he's about to climb on the mom's hand.
Oh, yeah.
He's a crazy boy.
Why? It's cute. Well, I did say I have a job for you, so can you hold the camera?
Oh, my
Don't
God.
do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Put this on.
This is terrifying.
Hold the camera. All right, as you see, we got the Black Widow in a nice little clear container.
Don't
And
do
I'm
it.
just gonna start by literally putting it on my sleeve like this until it
Okay,
crawls
the
out.
sleeve
See,
is
the
safe.
plan is to have it crawl onto my
Not if it
sleeve,
crawls
and
under
then
her
from
sleeve.
there it'll crawl onto my hand. So I basically just waited until it started to crawl out.
I'm not scared. You are.
Super calm right now.
But
you
as
think
you
he
could have
has
guessed,
anti-venom?
of course things went wrong. Because as you can see, it just started to grasp onto the edge of the container
They're
and
so
not let
shy.
go at all. I was probably making it pretty mad, so I
Yeah.
quickly transferred it to a piece of cardboard.
Okay, so I decided to just put them onto a piece of cardboard, and I'll let them crawl out here.
And after gathering together a bunch
Oh,
of courage,
gosh.
I just moved the cardboard in front of my hand to let it happen.
Okay, I'm gonna do it in 3, 2.
Oh, my God.
Father, Jesus, please.
His mom is so nice.
And 3, 2, 1, bite! Ah! Dude, my heart's pumping. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. He's a psycho.
That was so
That could go 10 times wrong.
How did you feel doing that?
The heart was going 500 beats a second.
Her
Well,
heart's
there you
beating
have it.
faster than
Probably the
his.
stupidest pet
that's
I've
terrifying.
ever kept. But hey, at least it's gonna be an interesting addition to my collection.
Let's get this in my car. Guys, we just bought this
Is that the
tank from
turtle?
someone who said he didn't want it
I
anymore.
don't see him.
And apparently there's a
think it's just a random
turtle
tank.
inside,
Oh.
but I haven't seen anything yet.
There's a turtle in there!
No way.
Yeah. Wait. Stop. I think I just saw something in there. Wait, do you see
Where
that?
is it?
And after taking a closer look,
Oh, I see the head.
it was right there, chilling
He's
under
so
a piece of
cool.
plastic.
He
I
looks
took
sad.
off the lid to get it out.
Yeah, look, the turtle's in here.
Dang, he's depressed.
Wait, he's so big.
don't have a place
No, he's not.
What's up, turtle?
I guess
I think he's
we're not
big.
super far
That
from
dad
home.
looks like
That's
Greg
all right,
Cole.
we can put him back in here. There you go, buddy. I'll just cover you back up.
After we got it home, I searched around for a second until I found the turtle again, which looked like it
Hello,
was still in
turtle.
good health, so I took it out to get a closer look.
What species is this? I don't think I've ever seen this.
Take your guesses now. It's got like red, weird camouflage on its arms, and it's got that triple chin.
The only turtle that I really know of is a red slider turtle. So I'm gonna say that.
Wait, is this Alec?
No, that's not me. That looks nothing like me at all.
Alec, can you look like a turtle real quick? Come on, for the video. Comment down below what you think.
I think it's a sea tortoise.
I think it's a Spinosaurus.
That is definitely extinct.
Hold on, I guess let me just put this into my temporary tank. I have an idea of how to figure out what species this is.
We'll call
So
that
I
TT.
opened up an AI app on my phone to take a picture of the turtle and
ChatGPT.
ask what species it thought it was. And it
I
came
don't
back as
trust
a Central
technology.
American wood turtle, and even gave me some facts about it. But at the very bottom, it said that it had the special ability to...
Did you guys see that? It lives 20 to 30 years.
Did he just use ChatGPT like a Pokédex?
No, literally, this seems like it's a Pokemon. He
Yeah,
has,
right?
he has abilities. He has the ability hunt earthquake hunting. What?
That's awesome. It could stomp on the ground to make worms rise to the surface.
Whoa!
Alex,
That's
does that
actually
happen to
insane.
you when you walk outside on grass?
I don't want to talk about it.
stomp on the ground to make worms rise to the surface.
Wait, that is actually so
Dude,
cool. I'm gonna
no
100%
way. That's
test
crazy.
that
My
later
special
in this
ability
video.
is
Look, it says
obesity.
it wants 50% water, 50% land for its setup, so I guess that's what I'm gonna be turning this thing into.
Now, of course, I had to drain the dirty water out of it and take out all the trash decorations and sand from the previous owner.
Alright, this is much better.
Whoa.
Now to start, I'm gonna put in this big rock background.
You see, the previous
like
owner
it.
did give me these for free, saying they would fit perfectly, and he was right because as you can
Oh.
see, I was
Whoa.
able to wrap them around all sides.
That
of
already
the
made it 10 times
enclosure, and
cooler.
They fit perfectly, so I spray foamed them all into place.
And now,
kinda looks like Alex's office a little
I'm gonna
bit.
take some of these rocks and lay them
It's
down
dark in there.
across the entire enclosure, which will basically separate the land and water areas in here.
Since the water's going to be on the side closest to the front, we want to get some spray foam and block up all the little
There he
holes
goes
and
with the
gaps
spray
along
foam.
the rocks.
Terra
Before
Green
it's able to
loves his
dry,
spray
I covered it in
foam.
some smaller rocks and pebbles to hide the exposed foam.
I'm surprised he's not sponsored.
Any open hole, that dude just gets the spray foam out. It's like...
Since this tank is integrating water with land, the best way to symbolize that is to build a working waterfall.
Hey, yo.
Which I think I'm gonna do.
A
right here.
waterfall?
Yep, you heard
I
that
like
right.
it.
So I
That's what he
started
said.
stacking rocks
Dude.
along this corner here because this is going to be the hill where the waterfall will flow from.
Now you might expect to make.
Do you think this turtle has to pay,
Nope.
Turtles don't make income, Alec. What are you talking about? That's like asking your dog to pay you for the food that you give it.
my dog pays?
How?
Not with money. Look, he's transforming this turtle's home into a super mega mansion home for the turtle. That is like, the turtle, it's not fair. It's not fair the turtle gets that for free. What did the turtle do to deserve that?
Have you ever heard of somebody doing something nice for somebody else and want nothing in return, Alec? Get Jesus in your life.
And imagine this. You go and you ask the turtle, you're like, hey, turtle, give me rent. He goes, boo, 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 and worms rise from the ground. You're dealing with a necromancer, man. You don't want to mess with that.
That's a good point. That could be his rent, his worms. He gives you worms for rent.
Why do you want worms, Alec?
Alec, don't you already have worms?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's how your dog paid you.
In fact, to make the waterfall work, it'll be complex, but all you need in reality is this little water pump thing.
Dude, clean your
Basically, you
fingers.
put that pump in the back corner and surround the extra space around it with some filter floss, which will
yeah.
make the waterfall also turn into a filter to keep the water clean.
That is
Then I lined
genius.
some tubing from the pump up along the side of the hill. That way it was barely poking out the top
Whoa.
of the rocks. Now you see, I
Everybody's getting
actually
some
did
good
try to do
animations.
a waterfall in a video about a year ago.
He makes it look
Let's
so
just say
easy.
it didn't go so well at first. Hopefully that doesn't happen here.
Well, I really
I
hope
remember
I
that
set
video.
up the pump in here correctly, so let's fill it up with water so we can test the waterfall.
So I did that, plugged in the pump, and waited for it to start.
Why is nothing happening? It should be going.
Dang.
Is it broken? Oh!
Hey, hey.
Whoa! It's going again.
He's a
Oh my
riser.
gosh, it's
That's
working.
how I
It's like a
pee.
camel
Water
after
from
a
the
long
bottom to the
day.
top,
He was
so-
pee shy.
Yeah, it's kind of just splattering water all over me though. I gotta turn this off.
Thankfully,
Oh
I was
my
able to
goodness.
change a setting on the pump to make it less extreme, which made it a lot more calm and into a beautiful flowing waterfall. So
Wow.
finally, I
I
glued
like
a little bit
that.
of rocks along.
Is this making anyone else mad? He has not cleaned his fingers one time. It's always dirty.
Why would you be mad about that, Adam? You love dirt.
Yeah, Adam, you told me that you don't use toilet paper when you wipe. So
the dirty water.
Well, thankfully, I got the waterfall working, so now it's time to finish up the floor and decorations in here.
First of all, I wanted to fill the land section with these clay leaca balls. You see, the two sections are mostly separated by rocks, but just in case a little water leaks through, this leaca should absorb it, keeping the land nice and dry. Next, I cut out some window screen matching the exact dimensions of the land, and then put the dirt substrate on top of it.
But this land area is looking pretty boring, so let's get the basics like some small rocks and wood inside. Then let's put in some of this fern moss to add some color.
It's already looking 10 times better.
I've never used before, and apparently when you spray
I would live there if I was a turtle.
It starts growing really fast. So in just a matter of a couple days, the entire enclosure should be taken over by the moss. It should look pretty cool.
And finally, I put a ton of these branches on the wall to fill in the empty spots at the top of the enclosure.
Nice.
Turtles can't climb though.
Complete, and my
It's for the look, Jack.
This little area I made under the water. As you can see, it's nice and cozy in there, and the turtles will be able to set up camp in there. And
Wait, once he sets up the waterfall, doesn't he? It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be like The Incredibles, where you gotta go under the secret waterfall to get to the home base.
Ooh, that would be pretty cool.
I don't think it's gonna go over the cave though.
It's his dream home!
Do you guys think that he's gonna add worms into the enclosure so that he could test out his turtle special ability?
100% he is. I hope that he adds like little mini turtles too, so that he, as the original turtle, feel like he's the captain, you know? He's the man. He's the king of his own exhibit.
Oh,
Maybe
he might get lonely there.
Maybe he can just make his own.
maybe that's what the beach is for. Turtles lay eggs in the beach.
True, and then they run away, and then half of them die to seagulls.
Yeah, but here, none of them will die.
it's time for the water area, which is a little simpler because we just gotta pour in sand basically.
And after getting a ton of that in, I put some gravel up against the
Sand
edge of
looks
the
so
rock, so it
edible.
faded that rock texture into the sand texture.
And finally, we can't forget more rocks, baby. Yeah,
Oh
pretty much
my
this entire
goodness, this
riverbed
guy's
is
good.
made up of sand and rocks. Pretty simple.
All right, the base of the tank is now complete.
Nice.
Now to fill in it with
That
water,
looks
it
nice.
looks even better with a
does.
very
That
looks real
beautiful
nice.
waterfall
10 out of 10.
now flowing. But if you're an avid terra greener, you already know what the next
am.
step is. Let's
I
get
am.
some plants, baby.
Yeah.
First of all, I went to Walmart.
Walmart. Yeah.
Another thing that I've noticed by watching so many Terra Green videos, he uses the same car clip. I don't know if you guys noticed, every time it's the same clip.
The exact same one.
Yeah, I look forward to it every single time.
Yeah, calm down. He's just going to Walmart.
So guys, if you guys did not know this, Terra Green lore, he actually went to PetSmart for plants before, and he even went to Home Depot one time, but everybody commented Walmart, Walmart. So now he goes back to Walmart.
Calm down, Jag.
I think Jack had too much coffee this morning.
I commented Walmart when he went to Home Depot. I was part of that movement.
Nice.
You had to be there.
I'm more of a Target guy.
We know.
Which thankfully had just restocked their land plant section, so I could get some good deals on those. But I also needed aquatic plants, which I could only get at the pet stores, so I bought a few of those as well.
Dude,
After
his
getting
hands
home,
are
I
still
got all
dirty!
the plants and put some of those
He's
along
out
the
in
land
public!
section. There's mostly just some small plants to add some greenery, but in the water portion, I put in all the water plants, which definitely brought the whole thing to life a
Aquatic
little bit more.
plants.
And now the final step to finishing this enclosure is the
Add
cleanup
the turtle.
crew. And you'll see
Add
what I
the-
mean by
oh.
that in a second, but let's go to Petco. Okay, now, first of all, we need to get something that's gonna eat up any algae that grows in
snails!
the water. And in this thing here, you can
Snails!
see there's some aquatic
Oh, nice,
airite
Jack.
snails. Yeah, those little things there. Let me get them in a bag.
And after getting these snails
Gary,
bagged up, I of
Gary.
course had to buy a couple containers of springtails, which I could put on the
Smug bug.
land and would eat any mold that grows in that
That is
moist
nasty.
dirt in the enclosure.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
now
He
these
adds
are
that to
decent
every
stock.
enclosure.
Let's buy these two.
When I got home, I first let the little springtails loose, and they all scurried
They're
around
so
in their own
tiny.
direction.
In theory, I could put those like around the house and then I would never have to clean again because they eat all the little microbiomes and stuff.
Basically, yeah, but I think that they would end up in your hair and all over your body.
That's pretty gross, Adam.
I already have lice, so how could it get worse?
You put that in your bed, it's gonna get worse.
It would be like 1,000 kisses. It's more.
Okay.
It's more love.
Are we about to go to Petco right now?
And took cover amongst all the dirt and leaves.
But ooh, now it's time for the snails. Let's just put these
Snail
guys
time.
in. There we go.
Now, the reason I chose this species of nerite snails is because they can't actually have
fast.
babies in fresh water. You see, a big problem with
Hey,
most snail
yo!
species is they'll have like a million babies, which
Oh,
causes the
yeah.
whole tank to get overrun.
They
So
shadow
thankfully
clone
with these
jutsu.
guys, that's not gonna happen. To finish off the tank, I put in a water heater, a water oxygenator, and some heat and
Oh,
UV
smart.
bulbs
Is he on
at the
life
top,
support?
so the right parameters would all be met.
And of course, the waterfall I built in the back should mostly filter the water, but just in case it gets too dirty, I've also got this tiny little filter.
Well, this place is
thought
now
of it all.
100% complete and definitely is a big improvement from the trash
Wow.
we bought it as. And I'd say the enclosure is ready for the turtle.
Wow.
Let's get it in.
I actually think that that's the best enclosure that Terra Green's ever built. That's my number one, I think.
It's my favorite. This turtle does not deserve it. I wish that I could live there.
See, now you're on my team. He should pay rent. It's not fair.
If he had money, and he doesn't, but if he did, he should pay rent.
Get it in.
Oh Ooh, buddy, I got a big surprise for you. No, I've kept
Is that
you in this
turtle
temporary
okay?
tank for a day, boy, but it was worth it because look
Dang,
at what
boy.
I just built for you. Here you go, boy. Welcome to your new home.
Right away, the turtle climbed up
There you
onto
go,
the land
boy.
to take a second to admire his new
Hey,
home.
yo.
Then he jumped in the water and swam right up to a snail to try and start.
Oh my God.
Of course, because of the
He's
shell.
starving.
He was homeless. He's hungry.
This
Give him
guy's
some
hungry, and
food.
I already know he has some crazy hunting tactics for worms. So let's go and test a bunch of different foods to see which he likes the most.
First of all, little turtle pellets. These are
Cocoa
the normal
pellet.
food you feed your turtle. Nothing crazy, but they provide
Cocoa
some
pebbles.
alright nutrients. Right
Turtle
away, he
cocoa
picked up the
pebbles.
scent and ate one of them.
Oh
Then
my
he continued
goodness.
to eat a bunch more.
Oh my
In fact, he was
goodness.
loving it so much that I even tried to do some tricks with him by dropping a pellet into his mouth. And yeah, he doesn't really have a good reaction time.
Where'd it go?
He
Where'd it
definitely
go?
likes those, but next up, I've got a little cricket doused in calcium powder. Which I'm just gonna go.
Oh my gosh.
He put drugs on the
There you go.
You see, the calcium powder on this cricket not only makes it stand out more, but it also provides the nutrients to keep the turtle shelled nice and strong. Now, at first, it was just crawling around the land, so I knocked it in the water where the turtle then it ate it. I didn't really capture the strike
his leg
camera
fell off.
since it was so fast, but yeah, you can see he thoroughly enjoyed it and even ate some scraps off the floor.
Okay. This guy likes to get his protein in. I like that, but he also has to get his fruits and veggies.
Oh,
or
I
guess
hate
it's veggies,
carrots.
but I'm gonna try
Wait, that carrot's like longer than his entire body. How is he gonna fit that whole thing in one bite?
Have you heard of a
One
knife?
bite? Why does he have to do it in one bite, Adam?
Everybody knows the rules.
He's gonna chop it up, Adam. He's gonna chop it up into little carrot pieces.
feed him this
He's
carrot.
paying rent right now. I'll
So
tell you
I waved
that.
it in front of him for a second until he gave it a bit of interest underwater. He went up to it and bit it a couple times, but each time he bit it, he would just end up letting go. I guess his bite wasn't
Weak
strong
jaw.
enough to cut off the carrot, so I cut a little piece off myself and put it in front
That's
of
a
him.
huge
He then
piece.
bit it, gave it a little taste, and ultimately just
He's
spat
kind
it
of
back
adorable.
out. He's just like me, leaving his vegetables on the plate as he swam away.
All right, now let's.
Wait a second, Alec. The turtle is paying rent. This video has 2 million views. This video has made thousands of dollars.
Alec, he's paying your rent too, Alec.
Wait, I love this turtle. This turtle's awesome.
This turtle is a money-making machine.
Guys, can we get a turtle?
20,000 likes and we will get our very own homeless turtle and it'll live with Alec.
Now let's do some worms. And before
That's
I
a
touch
big
that
worm.
thing with the dirt, let's just warm
is a
the rough
massive
worms
worm.
by feeding them some of these blood worms.
Oh,
Now, you may already
bloodworms.
know this, but
These are really
bloodworms
healthy.
come in these little packets and are frozen. But when they're put in water, they start to thaw out and scatter worms all over the place. So I waved them around in front of
a
him like
turtle's
everything
neck is
else,
so
and
cool.
immediately he snapped at it. And
turtle is
basically
eating
ate them
better than
whole.
I
Out
do.
of everything I had fed him so far, it seemed like he was enjoying this the most.
the
So
blood.
it was time to upgrade them with some giant
Spaghetti.
nightcrawler worms now. You see, what I
Bigger
did was let a
spaghetti.
few go down into the dirt on the land area to hide in there.
he's gonna
Then
do
I
the
got another
stomping
worm
thing.
and waved it around in front of the turtle to convince him to come up to the surface.
He's
Once he was
fishing
there,
with
I
a
waited,
worm.
hoping he would do something, but he kind of just stood there.
That's like a
not
fruit by the
stomping on
foot.
floor to convince the worms to come up. I even waved a worm in front
Stop.
of his head,
Use your
and
special
when he didn't
ability.
show any
Shy.
interest, I put a whole pile of worms in front of him, which
Dude,
he
that's
still
a lot
didn't
of
care about. I
worms,
guess for
bro.
some reason he's only hungry in the water. So after he jumped back in, I waved a worm in front of him again, and literally instantly,
Are you
he grabbed
kidding
it
me?
and for like 3 minutes battled with it to eat the whole thing up. It was pretty funny to watch,
Oh.
actually.
Oh,
You
that's
see, normally
brutal.
these
So wait a second. So you're telling me they have a special ability that they can use on land, but they like to hunt in water. So they're never going to use their special ability.
Maybe this turtle's just defective.
This turtle it kind of reminds me of Adam. Adam only eats breakfast if he's taking a bath.
I do stomp too when I get mad and hangry.
A lot of similarities.
These wood turtles are supposed to do this. Stomp on the ground, which simulates raindrops, which for some reason causes the worms to surface. And when
That's
they
so
do,
weird.
the turtle gets a nice tasty meal.
Oh!
But I guess my guy's a little bit lazy and he doesn't want to do that. But that's okay because he's cute. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? You don't have to be scared of me.
Well, anyways, it was fun transforming the enclosure from what it was to this. I just found probably the most alien-looking creature on Earth. It is literally a mutant creature with the mouth of a spider, the body of a scorpion, and claws that look like saws. And that's not even mentioning that it has some of the weirdest and creepiest behavior. Despite how weird it is, apparently
Looks like a
there's a
grasshopper,
website
too.
that will sell you one as a pet.
Of course.
What is it called? What is it called? A talus whip? What?
Tailless
So, yeah,
whip
you guys read the
scorpion.
title. I'm gonna
Oh
build
my
a home for one of
God.
these things and actually keep it as a pet. $20. Let's just get it. Oh boy.
And once I get it, I'll be judging if this alien creature is actually a good pet, and I'll either
Dude, it looks like if a crab, a grasshopper, a praying mantis, a daddy longleg, if they all came together, had a baby.
That's exactly what it looks like, yeah. And I don't want to think about it too
Left you
much
boys
because then I'll have
speechless.
nightmares.
even show it to my mom to get her reaction.
Hey, whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
she's gonna love it. Anyways, after placing the order, they said they
Never
would
judge
ship
a
it
book
out
by
in a
its
few
cover.
days. So in the
Maybe it
meantime,
has a good
to build
personality.
the enclosure, I got out the tank and a couple big boxes of rocks. Yeah, I got a lot of rocks for this. This is because I
have
needed
rocks
them
as
to
well.
start stacking around the outer part of the enclosure to try to make it look like a cave. You see, in the wild, tailless whip scorpions like to hide in between rocks because I guess that's just where they feel safe.
Dude.
I don't really know. And to connect the rocks together, I originally tried to use my handy dandy hot glue gun and, you know, glue them, but the rocks were just too heavy and it kept
the spray
collapsing
foam.
over and over.
Oh my
He's a
gosh,
rookie.
these stupid rocks keep falling.
Yeah, it wasn't really working, so instead I resorted to using some animal safe
Yes,
spray
spray
foam,
foam,
like
come on.
always. And I covered it in a bunch of the big rocks and then a bunch of tiny little rocks. And I repeated that process on
pretty
the
cool.
left and right side of the enclosure.
That's pretty good.
Check it out. Hopefully
Wow.
you see the vision
Whoa.
I'm going for. You know, there's
Looks like a cave.
We're making a cave. There's
Wait, I think that is his best enclosure yet. That actually looks really cool.
Shouldn't he make it look like Mars, though, since this is an alien creature?
Alec, it's not really an alien, though. It's just something that looks like an alien.
I wouldn't be surprised if like an alien species flew down from a different planet and then like this was their offspring.
100%.
I really hope actual aliens do not look like that, because if they do, we're all gonna die.
I sometimes think the same thing about Alec.
Okay.
rocks on the walls.
Like Projetico.
I think it looks pretty cool.
Now, this is a good start. However, you'd be dumb to think this is all I'm doing. I'm making this the best enclosure ever,
You
so
just
I
called
can
me
show
dumb.
off all the cool things the alien creature can do. It's gonna be
like how
so
I
cool to
can't
watch.
see what it
Anyways,
is.
the next step is to do the floor and decorations. And for the floor, we want it to be high quality and cheap, which is why I've got a
Wood?
bunch of these coconut fiber bricks,
Oh,
which are
yeah.
about to expand into a ton of dirt.
Put some water on
Fitted
it.
Just
chocolate
add a
bar.
big tub of
I never
water
thought
like
coconut and
this.
bricks would ever
I'm
be
getting
used in the
that
same
everywhere.
sentence.
And over time, it's gonna start
Why did
to
they dump it
absorb
from
that
so high?
water, and they're gonna
Whoa!
expand.
It's like one of those dino. You ever put the dino in the bathroom?
Put it in the bathtub and then it expands.
Yeah, and you can do that with like little humans too, and then you can have a friend.
Yeah,
That's what
that
I
is
had
true.
to do growing up.
That is true.
You can buy like a little Ken doll, and it will expand.
You can. You can.
A bunch of dirt, you know? And boom, look at that. It
Boom.
went from those boring bricks
That
to
looks
this
nasty.
nice, moist.
Looks like
What do you
horse
mean?
shit.
Okay, maybe it's not that cool, but you know, it's dirt. It's pretty necessary.
To top off the floor, I mixed in some wood chips, dead leaves, some moss, and a couple rocks. Now, apparently
What if
the
you just, like,
alien
drop
creature
the
I'm
dump
getting
right on
has the
top?
ability to dig burrows out in this dirt with its claws. But I have no idea if mine's gonna do that, so hopefully it does. That would be pretty dang cool to watch. Now, to decorate the enclosure, I got these super thin sticks and started to glue them along the top. As you can see, they kind of look like tree roots, which adds this cool effect to the build that makes it look like there's trees growing above this cave. Nice. And of course, this
I wonder if whenever the pets go into these enclosures, they're like, this looks like crap. Like, I hate it in here. Those are not tree roots. There's the worst looking tree roots I've ever seen, you know? Or
Probably.
because he's just shoving them in there, but they're used to like actual nature. And now, as good as he can make it look in a little 2x2 area, it's not real nature.
Actual nature is way worse than this. This is like a mega mansion paradise. And the best part is, there's no other predators trying to kill you. They're gonna be like, holy, this place is awesome.
This wouldn't be a Terra
just wanna
Green
see the
enclosure
actual
without
thing.
some plants in
Oh.
here, which, as you can see, I've got a few of.
Yeah,
And if you're
where
wondering
is he?
where I got them, yeah, I got them from Walmart.
He's probably
as
watching.
always. I love Walmart so much. Please sponsor me, please, please, please. As you can
No.
see, all the plants are pretty small, since we don't want it to look too planty in this cave.
That no
so
longer
I
looks like a
planted them
cave.
around and gave it a nice spray down with my water spraying thing.
Yeah, okay.
That's pretty neat.
Now these plants are
Is it
actually
in
super
there?
important because water
No, it's not
droplets
in
will
there
gather
yet.
on top of the
just
leaves,
waiting
which
to
will
get
easily
Jack,
allow
Jack,
the
chill.
alien
Ah,
to
there it
sip them
is.
up and get hydrated, which, you know, is good. You know, we gotta make sure he
I
can
don't
drink
like
water and
it.
stuff. But while I was
Okay,
at
that's not even a
Walmart
real
getting
thing.
the
Jack's already
plants,
scared.
I also found this
Whoa,
absolutely
what is that?
majestical
Oh.
stone statue of an alien.
That kinda looks like
Oh.
Jack.
Because, you know, we're putting a
It's
tailless
me
whip
in
scorpion
100
inside of
years.
here, which is basically an alien. So yeah, I put that in to finish off the decoration.
Smash.
Bruh, this guy's got a big forehead. That's a real shame. Thankfully, my
Jack, why are you
forehead
looking
isn't
at
that
Alec?
big.
Okay, the first three steps are all complete.
Dude, doesn't that
Now
look like
it's time
Jack?
to get
Look at
some
him.
Technology in this
does look-
enclosure to make it stand out. The first of which is this big machine right here, which can do something very cool. And after it's
enclosure.
filled up, I put it back on top and
he gonna make the
twisted
alien
this
vape?
knob right here.
And now check this out. Out of the end of this tube, a bunch
Dude.
of smoke.
The alien's gonna get addicted.
It's a teenage bug.
It'd probably be bad if there's smoke coming out of it. Dang, that is actually cool. Like, it just comes out. I don't know how a machine
That alien's
just turns
getting hot.
water into fog. That's pretty cool.
Anyways, this is actually very useful since as long as I turn this on about once a day, it will keep the humidity levels at a good spot for
I
this
kind of want to go in
enclosure.
there.
Also, it's just cool and adds to the cave ambience, you know?
Yeah,
and
like, you
speaking
don't
of
wanna
cave
go in there.
ambience,
Wait, that'd be a good spot to meditate, though, for real. I would not mind getting some, getting a little pretty lady massaging me in there.
Alec, you're
if I'm all
Alec.
relaxed, humming,
You gotta think about this,
getting
Alec.
touched.
He's gonna put in the alien, and then the alien's gonna start touching you too. And then what do you do?
Well, it has like 8 legs, so it can reach all different parts all at once.
You're saying you want to let that thing touch you?
That thing with his little claws, he'd chop off your little nutsack and probably eat it.
Is anybody else feeling itchy? Is it just me? I've been feeling really itchy today after we started watching this.
It would be Alien vs. Predator if they put the alien in there and Alec. The old Alien vs. Predator sequel.
You can't say that, Adam. We've been over this so many times. You can't just say I'm a predator. You can't do that.
No, you were the alien.
Because it's not true.
No, you were the alien.
But then some people are going to think it's true, and that's how rumors start. And then next thing you know, I'm outed as a predator.
Well, both of you guys are predators in the kitchen. I've seen you guys tear through an entire refrigerator in one night.
I will give you that. That part is true.
You guys are ambush predators in there. Okay, let's get through this video, guys.
add to it even more. It's this super tiny Bluetooth speaker, which I buried in the dirt and covered with a leaf.
Why?
With this, all I gotta do is connect it to
I
my
would make it
phone
play
with
sounds like this.
Bluetooth, and I can play stuff like cave
Put on
noises,
Drake.
which is pretty cool.
Minecraft cave. Okay,
You know,
that's pretty
adds to
cool,
the cave
actually.
ambience.
But of course, I'm
Chicken
not
jockey.
just play cave noises. I can make it
Lava
play
chicken.
literally anything, like the most annoying sound in the world. 1 hour. What is
that?
this
That sounds
sound?
like Adam.
What? This is so stupid. Okay, definitely wasn't lying. This is probably the most annoying sound in the world.
The alien's just gonna
alien's
unalive
like this
itself.
if I play this when he's in here. Okay, I get it. Can you just turn off by now? Turn off. Okay. Oh. Okay, please turn off. Please.
I'm gonna buy one of those, and I'm gonna
anyways,
play
this
that sound, and I'm
enclosure
gonna
is
hide
finished enough
it
to
in
be able
Adam's
to add
bedroom.
the tailless whip scorpion alien creature in here.
don't.
So yeah, I guess just cut to
10,000 likes, and I'll do it.
Finally,
2 days later, I got the alien delivered.
Well, I just went and picked up this package.
Oh my
So
God.
He
Ah,
kayaks. So do I. We
I'm
should
pretty
kayak
it's
together.
alien. Now, as you guys know, this thing is insanely creepy. I mean, I showed you that video of it literally crawling into its skin. This is definitely my most
That is
creepiest
so
pet. But
gross.
anyways,
It
let's
must
get
feel
this
so
in the
good for him,
enclosure.
though.
Go for it. Let's go, baby.
So I got out a knife and opened the package up.
And oh, here,
Whoa, here we go.
It is
So much smaller than I thought it'd be.
Because you can't really see anything. There's paper towels everywhere. Okay, hold on. Let me open this up.
I then very carefully removed the lid and paper towels to
There it
expose
is!
the
Nobody
alien
move!
creature.
Nah, that's not real. That's not real.
It's moving.
I'm just gonna close
It's
the glass,
moving.
though. Yeah, get that closed. Thank you very much.
Now at first it was completely still and actually I couldn't even tell if it was alive, but eventually I noticed signs of movement and then soon enough it fully started to climb out of its container.
Nope.
Very
looks like
quickly,
a
it
face
slowly
hugger.
made its way over to a rock to go into hiding. But it wasn't just any rock. Of course, it was the rock with the alien statue on top.
He's going right to daddy.
Well, I told you guys this was an alien. Only an alien would go under the rock with an alien on top of it. But anyways, as I said at the start of the video, I'm gonna be pranking my mom.
He
with
might
this
never see it
thing,
again.
But before I do something like that, let's just see what it's capable of by trying to feed it
can't
something.
see
I
it!
don't know. Let's just
What
put
it's
some food in
capable
here,
of.
And after doing some
Does it have
research, it
powers?
turns out that tailless whip scorpions absolutely love crickets. And thankfully, I always have a bag of crickets since all my favorite pets eat them. And immediately after putting them in, they actually all looked very happy. These stupid crickets really thought that
feeding
this was their
zone.
new home, and they were just going around eating moss.
Time for the
Little did
predator
they
to come
know
to
that
prey.
this home actually
gonna
belongs
die
to my
to an
tailless
alien!
whip
Oh,
scorpion.
God.
And unfortunately for one of the crickets, it made a wrong turn.
No!
It walked straight into the crevice of the rock that the alien creature was.
Get
sitting
out of there,
inside.
bro.
I thought
Where
for
is he?
sure
I don't know.
that
Oh,
cricket
oh,
was a
oh, it
goner,
got him.
But miraculous.
It literally sticks out its arm like a fish hook. Oh my gosh, that is terrifying.
It's giving us the thumbs up. It's like, nice.
Can we please stop, guys, please?
Imagine, just please imagine this, but like times 100, and it's life size now. That is a real alien. I don't care what anyone else
No,
says.
no.
That's real. And then we'd have 2 predators in the house.
About a minute later, it walked
What
out
is
the
Ja-
rock
what's going on with Jack?
unscathed.
What
the
Just
heck's
like
happening
I saw the
there?
alien creature in a different spot, hanging onto a wall. And just like before, a cricket
Dude,
walked straight
no.
up to it. And in fact, this cricket was extra stupid. He started to walk
That is a
right
horror
in front
movie.
of the alien's
He's
literal
walking
mouth.
into his mouth.
But for
That's
some
like a
reason, the
cheeseburger
tailless
walking
whip
into your
scorpion
face.
was not eating it at all.
Okay, it's the next day, and I figured out why the alien creature in here isn't eating.
Yeah, guys, it's actually true that a lot of animals, when they're put into a new environment, they have to get used to it before they eat.
Shut up, Jack. I think he's just doing a 200 IQ play. He's gaining the trust of the crickets. He's gonna let them all repopulate, and then he'll make his move.
So you're basically saying that the alien is smart enough to know how to farm crickets?
Exactly.
Well,
that's
Alex-
exactly right. Aliens are geniuses.
Alec, for the amount of times you say you're not a predator, you're really acting like it.
It's because this species is partly nocturnal, and as you can see, I just have massive studio lights shining super brightly on here. I guess he just doesn't want to eat in the light. So anyways, I want to let this guy just kind of adjust to
He's like a vampire.
about a week, and I guess I'll just come back then and we can do the rest of the stuff.
He's not
In the
performing
meantime,
under
here's
pressure.
this cool video by Aquarium Max Pets of the same species.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
Ew,
Yeah, it's
look at it.
pretty cool.
Oh my god,
Anyways,
there's
let's get
blood on
back
the
to the
wall. Or
content.
like juice. Ew!
Okay, this
Did you guys know that there were creatures in the Harry Potter and Alien movie that were based off of this particular creature?
Really?
Yeah, I
I'm not
mean,
surprised.
I said it looked like a face hugger. That's what it's probably based off of. You know what also is even crazier is in the ocean, there are other like animals. Ha, did you know that? But the animals in there are insanely creepy and even look more like aliens than some of the things that we're seeing today.
That's not possible. No, this is the most alien thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm just saying, Terra Green, if you watch this, get an aquatic creature that is really alien looking. Like one of those crazy jellyfish.
Don't talk to him, you predator.
the best part of the video because I'm gonna show my mom this alien creature and then I'm gonna prank her. And if you're wondering how I'm gonna prank her, just take a look at this thing. It's basically a one-on-one
Jack, that's not
photo
real.
of the tail.
Well,
of
I
the
know, but it's still
scorpion, and
scary.
obviously It's gonna throw
It's
it
not.
at her. She
It's
is
like a
not
paperclip.
gonna be happy. But anyway, she's not home right now, so I guess
not
I'll just
gonna
cut
work.
when she is, and we'll show her this. Okay, you can come in. All right, so I just got a new pet, and I just want to show you it. Now come stand over here, and you can try and tell what it is. I
I'm
just want you
scared
to
for
guess
her.
What kind of pet I got.
I would be terrified.
Poor mom.
I'd burn the entire house down and try and get the insurance money.
Can you see anything in there?
I'm trying my hardest.
Okay, well, it's hidden behind this rock.
Don't get
but
too close, Mom.
Do you know what it is?
No.
If you look
get too
very
close.
closely back under that rock, there's something right there.
Wait, is that the real one or the fake
For some
one?
reason,
That's
she
a real
couldn't
one.
really see it, so I gently woke it up with a spatula, and here's her reaction.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
He woke it up
Oh,
with a
that's the real one. I
spatula.
thought that was the cardboard one.
What is this?
No, he's gonna put the cardboard one on her shoulder.
Oh, I see.
Oh, no.
Oh
It's an alien in there.
goodness.
Anyways, I have this fog machine, so we can put some fog on. And that's pretty
That
cool.
was feel real good.
Where did that come from?
I don't know, the space or something?
Space.
Okay, anyways, that's all I gotta show you. Do you think it's cool?
No, dude,
hot
it
box
looks
in
so
there.
freaking weird. Yeah, it looks like evil.
Well, it's a good thing you'll never have to see it again.
He has to
Okay,
hire
bye.
a new mom on Craigslist with a better
Now that
reaction.
she had seen it and left, I got the one-on-one
It's
model
real?
out and put it on my hand. This
Jack,
is
it's
gonna
not
be
real.
really
Oh my
funny.
god.
I know,
Can
but
you
it
come
looks
back in
real.
here? I just forgot to show you one thing.
No, it does
I
not.
don't like spiders.
Oh my god, dude. Dude,
wanna say
Debbie,
hello
no.
to it?
No, go away.
Yeah.
Such a dork, that's not even real.
Yeah, it's just a piece of paper.
Oh my god.
Got him.
Rate it out of 10.
Got him.
Dumb.
I didn't say that.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
bye.
Okay,
I
so
was
she
the same
rated
age.
it in, I don't
Wait,
know.
guys, I think we saw a glimpse of the behind the scenes.
Oh,
Look,
yeah, you're
look,
right. What is
there's
that?
another one of the exhibits right in the hallway. He does keep all of the animals. He must keep the black widows, the piranhas, the two-headed snake, the axolotl, the chameleon, the leeches, the bed bugs, and everything else.
I feel like we've definitely seen that video before, though. Was that like a frog video? The one in the back there?
It could be, yeah.
It looks more like a flower tattoo than a frog.
Adam, we are not talking about the same thing
No,
right now.
behind the mom, Adam. Look, we were wondering where he keeps all of the farm animals that he's gotten over the years.
You think afterwards he's just like, all right, battle royale.
That's a great video idea, actually. I mean, it's very messed up, but I would watch that.
Tiny parasites that hide in your bed and suck your blood while you sleep. But I've
Alec
been on
knows
a
all
mission
about
to
'em.
find the weirdest pet, and well, I just found a website that will literally sell you
No.
10 bed
No.
bugs.
Now, I don't think these are meant to be kept as pets, but hey, $20.
Wait,
Go wrong.
$2 per bed bug? Wait, Adam, you could be rich. We could start a business. We could easily be multimillionaires by next week.
No, actually, we gotta start sleeping in the same bed and combine our bed bugs together and start selling it for 20 bucks a pop.
Oh
Do
my
not buy bed bugs.
God.
Do not buy bed bugs, please.
We're not buying, we're selling them, Jack. They're $2 each, and then me and Adam together. Come on.
There's a business there. I mean, someone's buying them.
They're not as bad as they seem, guys. They're actually really fun and awesome. awesome.
Half the time, I think it's a bed bug biting me, and it's Alec.
Beck Bro bed bugs.
Let's just buy these. So in this video, I'm gonna build a home for them, document exactly what it's like to have bed bugs as pets, and literally feed them my own blood at the end of the video.
That's
yes,
gross.
I'm not
Why?
kidding. I don't know why I'm gonna do
got
this
something wrong with
myself. Anyways, until the bed bugs got delivered, I got out an enclosure to build their home.
Now, I'm pretty sure there's no documented case of anyone keeping bed bugs as a pet. So I figured
Other than
out
Alec,
what they
no.
need myself.
He has to put a
All
mattress in
splash
there.
for
I
the
mean,
bed
come
They're
on.
not that
Anyways,
bad.
first
They're
up,
really
I
not
started
that
to pour
bad.
some coconut fiber dirt into the enclosure.
Wait, why is he putting coconut fiber dirt and not a bed in there?
That's what I'm
Am I
saying.
missing something?
How you not gonna put a bed in the enclosure for bed bugs? Come on, that was too easy.
No, Adam. He's gonna put a bed in there, obviously, but you know best that the mixture of dirt and bed equals reproductive grounds for the bed bugs.
Enclosure for step number 1, the floor. You see, for most of the floor, we want to use this dirt material, but that's not
Okay.
it. We actually want to pour a layer of sand on top of it, just like this. You see, I'm doing this because bed bugs would be almost impossible to spot if they were just on dirt, but on the sand, I should be able to see them perfectly.
And I
That's a
really
good
gotta
idea.
make sure I
Same
keep
thing with
track of
Alec's
every
mom in
bed
the summer.
bug, because if they escape, let's just say I'm not gonna be sleeping too well.
Stop talking about my mom.
Anyways, I finished off the floor by creating some little sand mounds in the back that I would soon be able to cover in decorations. And speaking of decorations, for step number 2, we're gonna put in the natural decorations.
Walmart,
For those, I got out some simple stuff like cork bark, spider wood,
Oh,
and
never
some
mind.
gray stones, and strategically placed them around in the sand. I
So
even stacked a few
strategic.
pieces of wood in this corner.
Where
and
is the
covered
bed?
top in some moss to make it look like a tree. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm an expert designer, as you could tell.
And all this stuff is gonna be
10 out of
perfect
10.
because bed bugs like to hide under tight little spaces just like these.
Which is also why
They
like to hide
also
under mattresses.
like to hide in butt cracks.
Yeah, he said tight little spaces. Everyone understood.
Wait, so what's the difference between a bed bug and a termite? I feel like they might be long lost cousins.
Termites live in wood, dude. Are you serious? What a crazy, stupid question.
Jack, are you dumb, person?
Yeah, it's pretty cozy under there.
To finish off the natural decorations, I planted a bit more moss around just to add some more color and bring the whole thing to life. All right, now for the next step, it's time for the artificial decorations.
And basically what that means is I literally want to build a mini bed from scratch.
There we go. Okay.
Bingo.
I was about to unsub if you didn't do
Try to
that.
hide
There it
from
is.
Natural decorations, or if they really just love beds.
So I drove out to Walmart to grab some supplies.
Okay, so basically the plan is this. I'm gonna buy some fabric, and then I'm gonna fill that fabric with cotton. Then I'm gonna sew the ends of it together, and probably it'll look something like a bed. But
If Terra Green was a real one, he would actually build the entire enclosure on his bed. That would be cool.
That sounds painful.
It's not as bad as it seems. I don't know why they get such a bad rap.
It's just itchy
Like-
at first.
They suck your blood. It's basically like unleashing a bunch of mosquitoes in your room at night. Who in their right mind would do that?
It's nice to itch them. Like, itching feels good.
It promotes blood
You
flow,
know?
Jack. It's natural.
You can't be serious right now. Say cap.
I'm capping.
Yeah, I'm capping.
I don't know if it's actually gonna
I
work
hate the bed
because
bugs that are in my bed.
properly sewed before.
Walmart.
Anyways, I grabbed all the
I
materials
love Walmart.
needed and
Not sponsored.
drove home.
So anyways, like I was saying at Walmart, we first just put down the fabric like this. And I said I was gonna use
if
cotton,
they're
but
gonna like that
I found
material.
something that would work even better, which is this giant like foam board.
And so with that
Ooh.
foam,
Cool.
I cut out a
Ooh,
bed
a
shape,
mattress
then cut
pad.
the fabric and got to sewing.
does look
Honestly,
comfy.
I had no idea what I was doing. I was kind of just threading the string through randomly, and it ended up looking pretty trash. And eventually the string came apart.
like a
so I
sponge.
decided I would
gosh.
just do it the old-fashioned
Terra
way
Green.
with some tape, and in no time it
That's
was
how I wrap
done.
my
Now, of
presents.
course, I'm gonna put this in the middle of the enclosure, but that's not all I'm gonna do. You see, the reason bed bugs love mattresses so much is because
Yeah?
they smell like humans. So basically, what I need to do is make the
Alec.
mattress smell
Alec.
like me, and I have the.
I don't
perfect
smell
idea
like
for how to
human.
do that.
So I got out my bike
doesn't, I can
helmet,
confirm
lined
that.
You
a
smell like
little
a stinky
towel
human.
rag along the front of it, put it on, and started to go for a bike ride.
So basically, I'm just gonna ride around for like 20 or 30 minutes.
Dude,
and
Terra
then
Green
I'll
goes
put in
outside?
the helmet. Should
He doesn't just go
absorb
to
all the
Walmart?
Sweat, and then I could just basically squeeze it on that little mini mattress. Yeah, I'm a genius, I know.
So I went on my
Okay,
little
how much
ride
you think
up
you're
in-
selling that for?
What?
What?
How much you think you're selling that rag for?
Why would he sell the rag? I thought he's going to use it on the bed bugs.
Yeah, but afterwards.
Why is he selling it?
What are you talking about?
Are you making an offer?
Yes, that's what I was getting at. $50.
Wait, for your
Anyone
bed
else?
bugs?
For a sweaty rag.
I don't know why he needs to go around the block in a bike. Like, I'm constantly sweating. I'm literally, like, I can produce a towel's worth of sweat right now.
Oh, thank God we changed the subject. Thanks, Adam.
Okay, if you guys don't have bed bugs, I'm going to buy bed bugs and I'm going to put them in your room. Because you guys are weird.
Yeah,
and down.
$2 a
When I
bed
got
bug. Have
home, I
fun.
took the rag off
You don't
my
got that
helmet
type of
to
dough,
see if
Jack.
it would work.
Okay, I think there's like a solid amount of sweat on this, so I guess let me just go and try and squeeze it on top of this. Come on, just get a little bit of sweat
No.
out. Oh, shoot.
There's
this
absolutely
is
no
cap.
Amount of
way.
sweat. Dang, wait.
That is-
Okay,
That's
gonna-
gross. gross.
That is so gross. That is so gross.
That is a lot of sweat.
Disgusting.
It's time to move on to the
There's
final
no
step,
way that's
which is
real.
a DIY.
It looked
Yuck.
dry.
There is
Now
no
you
way.
see, bedbugs are attracted to an air molecule called CO2 because it's the same molecule that humans breathe out.
And since
Carbon
bedbugs love
monoxide.
that smell so much, I'm gonna build my own custom
Dioxide,
CO2
I mean.
emitter right there, and then I'll test to see if the bedbugs like go flock towards the smell. I don't know. It'll be cool though.
Now to make a CO2 emitter, you first got to get out a nice large soda bottle and pour all the soda out. Well, technically you don't have to pour it out. It's just not healthy to drink that much soda.
He's pouring them out for the
That's why I'm
homies.
pouring it out. Anyways, then you get the empty soda bottle and fill it up with some special ingredients. First, we fill it up almost entirely with water and then add like 2 cups of sugar. And then the final step is to add some yeast in here, which is the same
Why
thing
not
you
just get a
use
big
to
water
bake
bottle?
bread.
Basically, all those ingredients I just added are gonna react and do some science, and basically, out the end of this tube that I attached, a bunch of CO2 is just gonna come out, and yeah, I'm just gonna see if the bed bugs go.
Bro became a
smell it or
scientist.
something. I don't know.
Well, the bedbug enclosure is
You could have easily just hired someone off Craigslist, just start blowing on that thing.
Guys, we should start a YouTube channel where we get insects that nobody likes, like bed bugs, and then build them an entire enclosure and then never feed them.
Oh, like torture
You
them.
lost me on that last part.
Like we torture them because people hate them.
Yeah, we can change the end, put only nitrogen in there
Why? What are we doing this for?
because it's funny. And they'll
Something's wrong with Alec today.
Alec might actually have bed bugs. I think he actually got like half of his blood sucked out of him today from the bed bugs, and then his brain cells are dying.
He's gonna be added to another watch list by the FBI.
now finished, and that means it's time to add those nasty creatures inside and be the first person to have pet bed bugs.
Don't sound so
don't
excited
see
about
this
it.
going
Terry.
well.
They are the bed bugs.
He's so
They-
giddy
Do you
about
guys
it.
do you guys remember when he got the Black Widow spiders and he got 3 of them and then one of them escaped and he was very chill about it?
Yep.
That same thing could happen with these bed bugs and they could multiply in his house. And he lives with his mom, so his mom could get bed bugs. And I wouldn't want to have that if I was his mom.
he doesn't have bed bugs.
She might get bed bugs now because he doesn't necessarily care about some animals escaping. He already has 1 Black Widow on the loose and he might have some bed bugs running around now.
Maybe he's like secretly into it though. You know?
that's
Maybe
nature,
that's what
baby.
he likes.
He's a bug man.
Tarzan did it.
I mean, people use it
Tarzan
all the
is a
time. It's just called
fictional
living in
creature.
nature.
Like, they literally just got delivered, so thankfully they weren't sitting in the snow too long. But as you guys know, I'm not exactly too thrilled to
they're
be
all
keeping
frozen.
these as a pet. Because like I said, I'm literally going to let them be sucking the blood out of my arm.
Dude, he's way too into
Why do
this.
this, man?
Gosh,
Let me just get them in the
They're
enclosure I
sucking
built
me.
for them.
So I brought them to my table, cut the tape, and lifted the flaps.
Oh my. What? I think they're inside of this thing in here. Okay,
That's
I guess
really
let me
cool
just get
wrapping.
this out, and bro, genuinely, if these things escape, my mom is going to be so mad.
Speaking of escape, you might be wondering, how will I prevent them from escaping, considering the enclosure I made literally doesn't have a roof? Well,
feel like they're good
forgot,
at jumping.
one important step, escape-proofing the enclosure.
Thank you,
But no,
finally.
because I've kept ants before, and I actually got this special serum for the ants that prevents them from escaping, and I'm just hoping that it'll do
Tar
the same
heel
for the
ants.
bedbugs.
Basically, you just get out a little cotton ball, put some of the special serum on the end, and rub it in along the top edges of the...
Would you guys trust that? Or would you just go out and buy a top for this thing?
I think I like the poison syrup better.
Yeah, I think that's better too because even a top, like I feel like it'd have to be like suction sealed because the bedbugs are so tiny that even with a lid, it still might be able to weasel its way out of there. But this is very effective. This is very effective. I forget what bug it is, but there's one bug that you can do with like a crayon. You just draw a circle around it and then it won't go away. It might even be a frog. I think it might be a frog.
I think I saw that with an ant.
See? Yeah, like that's a thing. Like insects, there's some things that they just will not cross no matter what.
I'm gonna try and draw a circle around your mom. See if it traps her in there.
It's like the water bear from SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Gonna be a big circle.
Enclosure.
All right, now even if the
Nah, I'm
bedbugs
kidding,
are
Mom.
able
I'm
to
just
climb the
kidding.
glass,
I'm
they're gonna
joking,
climb
Mom.
Up, and then they're gonna get to this stuff, and basically it's just super slippery, so they're just gonna slide right off. And then
Oh,
finally,
okay.
I'm just gonna put this top on it.
It looks
just
kinda
like
ugly.
That won't actually do anything because these holes are pretty sure too big. Yeah, the bugs could probably just fit through it, but
Oh,
whatever.
God.
Anyways, I got out the jar of bed bugs,
go.
opened the top of it, and dumped about half of the...
I need to meet the guy that collected these and put them in a jar and send them to him. Like, that's where the video needs to go. I would watch him just collect bed bugs.
If I had to guess, they're probably selling them as like food for some other animal, right? Like there's no way that people are just buying bed bugs for fun. I mean, it's a good prank, don't get me wrong. If you want to prank your buddies, I don't recommend. That's a bad idea, guys. Bad idea.
That's That's so weird to buy them like as a pet. I would.
Everybody knows once you get bed bugs, you got to burn down your house. That's just a general rule. I read it in the Bible one time. But yeah, I think that they're probably just selling them like as food for other insects or lizards or frogs.
They don't even taste that bad, so I get it.
Okay, you don't have bed bugs. Shut up.
Side of the enclosure. Immediately, one of the bed bugs
I really hope that's not in your
around
bed.
his new home looking for cover and went straight into a dark spot under the nearest rock.
It's so
but
flat.
a few seconds later, I saw this bed bug, and he
That's what he
actually
said.
ran straight over to the little bed mattress I had made. And after
there we
crawling
go.
on it for a minute,
That bed
he
is
set up
huge.
camp in a little piece of cork bark right next to it. I guess the fact that I had made the mattress smell just like me was working really well, because over the next minute, I saw 2 more of the bed bugs just chilling on the mattress too.
Dang, that's actually cool how they all just went onto this little mini mattress I made instead of all the other decorations. But to be honest, I've kind of already lost track of every single one I put in. Yeah, they're just so small.
But the reason bed bugs are so small is so they can go undetected while hiding in people's beds. And when they find a victim to suck the blood of, they can literally get more than double in size with how much they
I also read that they only come out at night so that you don't even know you're getting sucked until you wake up in the morning.
Where do they go in the daytime?
They hide in crevices and cracks so that you can't find them. That's why once you get bed bugs, you have to get rid of your mattress and all of your bedding, and some people burn down their houses.
No, no one does that. That's crazy.
That is a horror movie. If you're shrunken down into bed bug size, that is literally a horror movie.
Surely you could just spray your bed with something, like
like the slippery stuff?
Or pesticides.
Instead of getting rid of his mattress, Alec would just like douse himself in the slippery stuff so the bed bugs couldn't get him.
Yeah. Or I spray myself with the bug spray. Get off me, bugs!
He'd be like, I'm good for a month. They'll probably die off.
Yeah, they'll have nothing to eat and then they all die.
Let them run in their course.
You're telling me that instead of getting rid of your bed, you would rather spray yourself with off insect repellent every single night before you go to bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, bed bugs are nocturnal because obviously they feed on people at night. So in order to get them to suck my arm, I'm gonna bring my mom in here at night, show my new pet to her, and then get her to film me getting bit. This is not gonna be fun, but let's just go cut to then.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Mom, you can come in.
Nice.
Mom, check your bed, Mom.
Hat you got on. Where'd you
She
get
has such
that?
cool merch.
Oh, that's cool.
Go ahead, Mom.
Come in anyways. The reason
She
I
looks
brought
like she
you
could be
here,
14 or
you haven't
40.
seen my new pet, but basically, I have another new pet to show you. Yeah, so basically, just a channel tradition. You have to guess what pet is in there based on the stuff.
I'm gonna guess. I'm thinking a spider.
A spider?
A spider.
Well, don't get mad at me, seriously. It's bed bugs.
No, it's not, dude.
Yes, it's pet bed bugs. That's
No,
funny.
That's not cool.
It's pretty funny. Okay.
No, dude.
Okay, so to attract the bed bugs, I built this little contraption. Basically,
There's no way that this contraption works, right?
I'm pretty excited to see. I mean, he did the research. I mean, we're talking to Mr. Walmart right here, Adam. He does his research.
The thing is, too, the top of the enclosure, it has a million holes in it. All the CO2 is escaping. What is he doing? Like, it's not doing anything.
I really hope this works.
yeah, just take that off, and I'm just gonna pour some of this stuff. It's yeast. But basically, this is gonna have a chemical reaction.
He literally,
in
yeah,
the
he
bubble.
did.
in there.
And after I shake it up, it's basically gonna produce carbon dioxide, which
explodes.
is CO2. I'm just gonna
Like
leave this
Mentos and
tube here,
Coke.
and we'll just see if any bed bugs come out, so you can see them.
She's nervous.
Wait. Do you see that?
Oh my god.
Wait. Right, no, there actually is one right there. Do you see that?
Suck it, Adam. Suck it.
Yes.
Oh, that's a bed bug.
Oh my god.
What am I
you're
sucking?
So crazy.
But the good thing is you're not gonna have to deal with them because, well, I have to tell you something. You remember the other day I got a leech and I let it suck on my arm?
Yes.
I have to do that with the bed bugs.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay,
They
well.
don't feed off of your arm.
Yeah, they suck your blood.
Oh my god, they do not.
So basically, I've collected about, I think, 4 of the
They
bed
do.
bugs in
They
this
do.
jar.
Yeah,
Well,
they do.
I just gotta roll up my sleeve, I guess, and we're gonna feed them.
Oh
This
my
guy's been
God.
sucked by
Alright,
so many
so,
creatures.
He gets an
I guess let
adrenaline
me just
pump right
start.
now.
We're just gonna take
Dude,
this
there's a
off
bunch of
like
them.
that and slowly.
Make sure to keep count.
Wow,
How's he supposed to keep track of all these?
Yeah, we're just doing one. No.
Oh, he's doing more.
Nah.
He's crazy.
Nah.
We need to get all
The
4.
most I've ever had was 3.
No. Okay, put him back.
Okay, he's
That's
only
it.
doing 3.
Because they're crawling and I'm not getting them
Dude,
anywhere else. in the
God, oh
house.
my God.
He's got 4. He's got 4.
Basically, they can
He's
pick
gonna
up
get
the
Lyme's
scent
disease.
That's for every
of
brain
what
cell
my
in his
arm
brain
is
right now.
like, and I'm pretty sure these 3 are already all biting me. This one's just
Oh my god, they're just going
Oh my
in.
gosh.
All 4 were
He's getting
biting,
juiced
and
like a
basically
Capri
all I
Sun.
felt was a little bit of a prick.
What if they're like carrying diseases on them?
That's what I'm saying. What if he gets Lyme's disease or something?
Well, I know ticks have that. I didn't know bed bugs have that too.
Anything could have anything, Alec. It's 2025.
Yeah, it's 2025. Why are you trying to identify identify these bugs.
Easy though. But over the next 10 minutes, my mom and I would watch them fill up with my blood.
Whoa.
All right, so I just took the camera from
Oh
you,
my
and
God, they're
as you can see,
huge.
I think they're starting to fill up.
Is anybody else feeling woozy?
Their booty's getting big.
I'm feeling a little
Look
woozy,
closely at
guys.
Their bodies, like you remember how they were super thin. Now they're kind of getting a little thicker. They should start to
What do they
turn
do
red.
with that blood
Oh,
now?
they already are actually.
I'm gonna throw up.
Ew.
It's starting to move. That means it's done.
Oh my god, good.
So basically, what you do when it's done.
All of
You
them
kill
in
it.
the jar.
Ah!
You kill it. Smash it to
he needs
1,000
like a little
pieces.
pair of
Basically, when they start
tweezers.
moving, that's when they're done feeding. So I put 2 of them back in the jar since they were done. Then a couple minutes later, another one finished, and then the final one a few
And we
minutes
finished
later.
all of
Yo.
And then the last one is in
Oh
its jar.
my
We're done.
God.
That's how you feed your pet bed bugs.
Oh, right. Don't ever do this, anyone.
All right, well, I just let
Oh.
bed bugs suck my blood for like 10 minutes. So
He's
please
gotta put
just
that on the
subscribe.
Patreon.
That's all I'm asking. And also,
Subscribe. And make sure to check out the merchandise before Christmas because it's almost sold out.
Today, I found a listing of a pet snake's home. When I clicked on it, I saw a pretty trash
Oh, wow.
enclosure with paper
What
towels,
the-
towels, bro.
dirt all
What?
over the glass, and none
No.
of the stuff a snake
I don't
would
even see the
actually
snake.
need.
hey, 50
I mean, that's basically the equivalent of what Alex's room looks like right now.
No, but we don't gotta mention that though.
But you have paper towels in there.
No, we don't have to talk about that at all.
It is
Alec-
a room-sized garbage can, Alex.
Basically the same thing.
It's disgusting, Alex.
Hey, $55. It's honestly not that bad of a deal. Let's go save this snake.
So I drove out to the cellar and bought the tank for $55.
That's
Okay,
a
I just got this
deal.
in my car, and I've got
Ew,
you
what's
flip
on the
it.
Make
side?
sure the snake inside is healthy.
What kind of
And if
snake is
I'm
it,
going
though?
to revamp this
Python?
trash
I don't
to a
even see
dream
it.
home to give
Anaconda.
the
I think
it's a cobra.
best life. I've got no time to waste. Let's go.
What if
After
it's like a
getting it
poisonous
home, the
snake?
first step was to, of course,
You'll
remove
find
the
out one
snake
way or the
from
other.
enclosure.
So I have this tool to grab it. I really hope the snake in there isn't venomous. I have to be super careful.
I haven't
I
even
obviously
seen it
didn't
yet.
want to get my hands anywhere
He doesn't
near
even
this
know what snake it
enclosure
is yet.
Since the snake could be anywhere, so I used the tool.
So this is basically like, do you guys know the show Storage Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. You're just getting like a mystery thing and you don't know what's going to be inside.
Well, he knows it's a snake. It could be, dude, imagine it's like a water moccasin, one of the most venomous snakes of all time.
Ooh.
Could literally die.
What if it's not even a snake at all? What if there's just like a rabbit in there?
I was gonna say, what if it's just like an earthworm?
Oh, yeah, there's a really big earthworm.
And he just got trolled.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be mad.
Take out as many of the objects as I could. And it didn't take long until when I moved this piece of paper
There he is.
towel,
Come on.
I saw a glimpse
Ooh.
of the snake
Maybe
under it.
a
Thankfully,
corn
after
snake?
seeing it move, it looked
Oh,
like
it's
it
tiny.
was still in good health.
Little guy.
Python?
I picked it up to take a closer inspection.
What kind of snake is that?
Oh, that looks venomous though. It's orange.
Is it a boa python?
And after comparing the colors and pattern of the snake
ball
to
python?
a bunch of different species,
That's gotta
I
be
think I found
poisonous.
out exactly what species it was.
What is it?
Okay, check this out. This is called a
Gongulopus.
Kenyan sandboa, and
Whoa!
this looks exactly like the one I got. Okay, if this is actually a Kenyan sandboa, that means it's not venomous.
Oh,
and
okay.
I should actually be able to just go and pick it
Wow,
up.
it seems pretty
like,
docile.
First, I was pretty scared to pick it up, but
I'd
then
be
I realized it was
terrified.
actually super chill and friendly and wouldn't bite me at all.
Oh, look at
That's
this.
awesome.
Okay, from what I know, this species is actually a super good pet. So this is
Cursed
gonna
or
be awesome.
But the main
earthworm.
reason I was so excited about this species is because they have this special ability to burrow themselves in the floor and pop out to strike prey when it
Yo!
walks by. And
I wanna
I'm
see
gonna get
that.
to watch that happen.
They're
It's
kinda
so cool.
cute.
Anyways, first,
That's
to
what
start
Adam
this
does in the
enclosure
refrigerator.
transformation process, step number 1 is to take out the ugly remaining decorations.
Okay, I have no idea why there's all this random stuff in here, like a giant fake plant. This is not at all.
That
what
looks like it's from
sandboas do.
So of
IKEA.
course, I gathered all of that up.
It
and
really
threw
was
straight
someone's
into the
garbage can for a little
bin
bit.
where it belongs.
Then that leaves us with this.
Yeah.
This is so bad. There's just paper
That's
towels
trash.
on the
Ew, is it
floor and
What is
blood?
that red?
pile of dirt.
Yeah, what-
Yeah, sandboas need at least a couple
Ew.
feet
I
think-
of
let's just
substrate
assume
to
it's
the
fruit
floor
punch.
So they can go in it and burrow. So this is definitely not good enough. Yeah, let's get this out of here. And,
Gross.
Why is there just random like red stains on this? Yeah, let's get-
After taking the remaining dirt out,
I would
had
DNA
to
test
finally
that.
Get out a little razor and scrape off all these little piles of glue and dirt
Okay.
off the wall. I have no idea why they were there. But
It already
luckily,
looks
so
10
they
times
gotta
better
go.
with
Well,
nothing
we're
in
Yeah.
it.
gonna adjust the tank now, and this is where things get fun.
You see, the first step to build the snake's dream home is to create the background. And to do that, I used some animal-safe spray foam to cover the entire back of the glass so I could attach.
I'll be honest, I think he got a pretty good deal. I mean, the snake alone could cost anywhere from like 50 to 100 bucks, and the enclosure is probably another at least 50 to 100 bucks. Plus the IKEA plant is like at least $12. So if anything, he's making money.
We don't know yet how much he's going to spend on these plants. Remember, in some videos, he can can spend like 150 bucks on a little plant that's this big.
Yeah, what now, Jack?
Well, this video has 1.3 million views in 2 days, so he probably made at least $5,000 off of this video so far. So he's in the positive.
In Pawn Stars, they don't count that.
Oh.
Gotcha.
And sticks. You see, I want to create a mix of a desert and forest in this enclosure to sort of mimic the snake's natural habitat. And to complete that look, I covered the remaining foam in some sand and other foresty decorations like dirt.
It is already 10 times better.
Pretty nice and
It's an optical illusion.
Step 2 of making this a dream home is to put the floor and decorate.
All right, so for the floor, obviously he should put something like super soft because a snake, I don't know if you guys know, they don't have legs, so they move fully on their stomach. So if there's something rough there, it's not going to be pleasant.
Well, he was also saying earlier too that the sand boa is known for digging. So if he puts a bunch of like dirt and sand,
he already said he's gonna put dirt there, Adam. He said it needs 3 inches of dirt so that it can burrow.
Adam, you of all people should have picked up on that.
Me personally, I was thinking about like doing Jello, like something squishy where he could bounce. He could bounce when he's going, like something. It wouldn't hurt at all. Imagine the entire floor was Jello and you could just belly bop.
Imagine if you were made of Jello and we could just like throw you out a window.
But before I can put any dirt in here, I first have to fill it with a bunch of these clay balls, and then cover those with some windows.
That is Cocoa Pebbles.
You're a
Come on.
terrarium expert. You already know what I'm doing. Basically, what I've built here will allow water to pass through just like that, but not dirt. Essentially, creating a drainage layer in here, which will stop mold.
Thank you for the visual aid. I would not have gotten
now,
that.
For the substrate mix that goes on top, we're only going to use a little bit of sand. You see, despite being called a sand boa, it's actually better for the species to have this wood chip stuff.
No,
cypress
disagree.
bedding make up most of the floor. But I also mixed in some other brown foresty stuff to make it a little bit softer. Finally, I poured a few inches of that inside and covered it in a thick...
That boa's gonna hate that. It's gonna get so many scratches on the pieces of wood. Are you serious? No. If I was a snake, I would give it 4 stars out of 10.
dirt to make it less ugly.
Now for the decorations, and as you can see, I got a ton of stuff, but I want to make this interesting
Jack's
to watch.
back.
So start this super cool, epic
Hello.
building decorations montage. Let's go.
Hit us with the montage. Come on.
Heck yeah.
Epic. Put that freaking stick in there, boy.
That
Go!
is awesome.
But now you're probably noticing that the left and right sides of the enclosure
This guy is
are
a
looking
pro.
pretty barren and empty. Well, that's because step number 3 is to put
Plants.
DIY decorations there.
I know
First up, the left side. Here, I want to build a giant, massive tree trunk that looks like it has leaves and stuff coming off of it. And
Where's
to
my
do
boy-
that, I
where's
went and
gonna-
gathered all the wood I had in my house into a big container.
He's
So I
gotta
could
build a
easily
mansion or
access
something.
it.
Fair
This
enough.
is all just leftover wood from previous videos. Yeah, sometimes I buy a little bit too much, but today it's gonna have a use.
Now, I didn't have much of an idea of how I would do this, but I figured I would just start by using
I wonder what
spray
happened to his
foam
finger.
connect little pieces of the wood together, and then I continued to stack the wood up to make it look like the trunk of a tree, and then I stuck some branches onto it.
All right, this is a little bit looking.
What is that?
That glue really
You know.
reminds me of
Oh my
Kubo's.
god.
Kind of looks like, you know how like sometimes trees will have sap sort of like seeping out of it? It kind of looks like that.
You think he's just gonna let like mice loose in here since that's what the snake eats?
That's what you do. Yeah, I mean, some people will feed their snakes frozen food, but I think it's a lot better for the snake if it's alive so that it can actually like hunt it down and use its natural instincts.
I hope we get to see it hunt. That'd be crazy. I don't think I've ever watched a snake hunt before.
This out. It's just a bunch of carpet moss. I'm basically just gonna attach it to
Oh,
the tree,
cool.
so it looks like there's
That's like
bunch of
a
leaves coming off
a
of it. Should look
rug
pretty
for
good.
the
Let's do
snake.
that.
And so using my hot glue gun, that's exactly what I did.
He's not
After
putting it on
the
the
moss
floor,
all
Jack.
over it, I covered most of the exposed spray foam with some dirt, and then glued a couple actual leaves hanging from the tree.
All right,
All right, this looks just like a tree, and we're
Better.
done.
Yeah.
The leaves
Anyways,
look
that
fake
means
now.
we
That
can
looks
move to the
awesome.
Right side DIY decoration. And to start that, I've got the base right here.
This
That's
is a normal
pretty
cave
cool.
decoration that you could buy for snakes to hide in. But I ended up getting out some real rocks and using more spray foam to attach them all
That dude
around
loves
the
the
cave.
spray
You know, I
foam.
didn't want it to just look like a
It
normal
works
boring
out so
decoration
well.
that I bought. So yeah, this made it look nice and natural.
All
Wow.
right, there we go. A
That
nice
came
little
together.
rock
I wonder if
cave,
people
and
use
as
spray
you can
foam
see, it's pretty
in their
deep
real
and dark
houses.
in there. Wait, let me see if I can turn
Probably.
Wait, what's the point of doing a rock cave and then covering it all?
You can just see down in there. It's nice.
For that part, Alec.
What are you talking
for
about?
the inside part.
Like he made a rock cave and then he put dirt all over the rocks that he spray foamed on there.
Yeah, to make it look like it's realistic and natural, like you would find outside. If you went outside, you would see this, Alec. It would be out there.
Stupid?
I am pretty stupid, so.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We all have our moments.
Some way more than
Like
others.
to go and hide in there.
But now for the final step to finishing this foresty dream home is to get some plants.
All right, and as usual,
Ooh,
I
the
don't have any
expensive
plants,
part.
So let's go to the plant store.
Here we go. This is where it's gonna be $1,000 for a plant.
Beautiful selection here, but I actually just need to.
This
pick
is such
out,
a
like, the
scam in
smallest
here.
ones I could find. Okay,
This
here's
has
the
to be a
small
front for a
section.
drug
Let me just
cartel or
pick out
something.
Some of this grass stuff. Oh, I'm gonna get this little one here, and oh man, I was just gonna get 2, but I'm just gonna let myself go crazy.
I can't believe he didn't go to
After driving
Walmart.
home, I got the plants out and put them
How
around
much?
in the enclosure.
He doesn't even
But
say how
after
much.
doing
That's how
that,
much
I
it
still
was.
felt like there wasn't enough greenery, so I got some of the carpet moss
Yeah,
from
agreed.
earlier and scattered that around too.
All right, and now to finish this off, I just want to put a
This
nice
is coming together
bulb
nicely.
right there, and then put a UV
We should get some
bulb
carpet
right
moss
next
for
to
your
it.
guys'
You can
house.
see, looks pretty good.
I'd wear it
Got
as a
those
hat.
going.
As you can see in the basking spot under the heat lamp, it was a nice 90 degrees. And over in the cooler
Oh
side
my
of the
gosh,
enclosure,
that is
it was about
hot.
75 degrees.
That's
which
the
is
cooler
perfect for the
side?
snake, so it can decide how hot
Dude's living
or
in
cold
Florida.
it wants to be. Well, anyways, this enclosure has been completely transformed from that pretty trash home
Yo,
into
it
a
looks
chunk
so
of
good.
nature
That
Yo,
actually looks great.
that is pretty
Wow.
awesome.
That is the biggest glow up of 2025. Round of applause for Terra Green.
It's not over yet, though, Alec. You could still beat that.
10,000 likes and Alec will beat that.
I would love to transform like an entire room, not just have like a little container, but like an entire room into an exhibit or whatever it would be called.
Ooh, Ants Canada style.
Yes, but like literally an entire room. How epic would that be?
I
That's
could buy
what
some
wanna see.
cockroaches and I'll unleash them in your office to
I already
start.
have some of those, and they're not as pleasant as you might think.
All right, well, I guess let me just take these paper towels out. I've just been keeping the Kenyan sand boa in this temporary enclosure.
Ew.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, he was hiding.
They're gonna
All right,
love
I'm
it.
just gonna go and pick them up just like this. And welcome to your new home.
She
boys.
loves
Hope you
it.
like
Oh, she's burrowing
Just already-
instantly.
Already at
I
it.
guess I'll see you later.
Yeah,
Yo.
when I said
No
these
time
guys
for
like to burrow on the
introductions.
floor, I really meant it. I
Wow.
don't know how long
That was
it's been since
instant.
these guys had the chance.
Oh my
to be
God.
able
It has
to
been
do it, but you can tell he
fiending
was
to
loving it.
burrow.
Bro, I don't even know where the snake went. Oh, wait, no, you can see its tail right there.
Ooh,
But
careful.
Other than that, it's
It might
completely
attack
just
you.
disappeared.
But if you look closely in this footage, you can see the dirt slightly moving
Ooh.
around. from
What
where
the
snake was
heck?
digging
That's
underground.
Well, I
awesome.
want to get this guy
That's
fed
like me
right
under the
away, 'cause
covers.
I don't know when he last ate. But yeah, I don't have any mice right now to feed it, so I gotta go to the store to go buy them.
Oh, live mice are frozen. Live mice are frozen. Predict. Predict.
Oh,
Predict frozen.
live.
I'm going live.
I'm at Petco right now, and let me just find the frozen mice.
Bang.
Oh.
That's
Nailed
probably
it.
for the best.
Nailed
All
it.
these just kept in little bags like this small rat. But since my sandbow is kind of small, let's just get some of these super small.
Yeah, how is it
mice.
gonna eat a whole mouse? It's so
Some
tiny.
mice are really, really,
When
really,
I got home,
really
I let
small.
water run over one of
Yeah.
the frozen mice to thaw it out, and once it was thawed, I took it out the package to feed to the snake.
Ew.
Aw.
Oh God, it's naked
So
too.
cute and
It doesn't have
cuddly.
any
Snake was
hair.
somewhere burrowed in the floor.
that
So
is
I
still
just
a
laid the
big
mouse
mouse
on
for
top
it to
and waited
eat.
about 10 minutes to see if maybe it would pick up the scent or something.
But Alex, snakes usually eat things at least like half of their body size. So it's gonna eat that, and then it's not gonna have to eat for like maybe a week.
Exactly. Next question.
Wow.
Get owned, Alex.
That
But
sounds
after
pretty
10
fun,
minutes,
actually.
I saw literally nothing.
You want something new every
Well,
day?
clearly having the mouse just stay still is not working. So I'm gonna
Yeah, you
pick
gotta
it up
act
by the
like
tail
it's
again,
alive.
and kinda start
There you
shaking it
go.
up and
Oh,
down
this
on
is
top of
messed
the
up.
dirt, and I'm hoping
Shake
to
it.
create
Oh.
little
That's what you gotta
vibrations,
do.
Which will set off the snake's predator instincts and it'll come
Imagine
pop up,
this
hopefully swimming
mouse's
around
mother.
now.
Okay, let's
So I
not.
did that for about 5 minutes.
Just
and
having to watch your son
unfortunately
get
not even
bounced
that
around
much.
like this.
I think I knew why the snake
Nope.
wasn't coming up to eat. So to fix the problem, I drove
Maybe
to
he wasn't
Petco
hungry.
again, and this time came home with a way smaller mouse. So I
Oh.
did that same thing with
thought he
the
was gonna
smaller
come back
mouse
with a
and
live
wiggled
one.
it
See,
above
I was
where the snake
right.
was, and immediately this happened.
Alec was right.
Whoa!
Yo, it just ate it. Okay. I was trying to do that for a while, but look at that. That was so cool.
It kinda looks like a little
Popped up out of
pig.
the dirt, and oh man,
Yeah. It
does,
imagine
yeah.
being a live mouse and you have to deal with that.
And as you can see, it didn't
Oh.
take long
Oh,
for the snake
whoa,
to
it's all wrapped
open
around
its
it.
mouth so it can completely
This is
engulf
National
it.
Geographic.
Oh,
Look at
God.
this snake, bro. He is just going
He's re-killing it. It's already dead. You're
This is
good.
kind of sad.
around the mouth. You can even see his mouth.
Oh.
my God, that is
Wow.
You see, because this is a boa,
That's
they wrap
incredible.
around the prey to constrict it. Even though it is a little disgusting, it's one of the
Wow.
coolest things.
A little disgusting.
Dude.
Okay, cut
a
away.
new home. It was super fun building.
I
it.
kinda
And
wanna
remember,
get
guys,
one
make sure
now.
to
Most people are extremely scared of spiders.
Me too.
With
Leave
my
a like if
mom
you're scared of
being one
spiders.
them.
I'm terrified. I'm leaving a like.
Go away, I don't want this.
Spiders are actually some of the coolest animals in the world. So to cure my mom's fear of spiders, I'm gonna buy the coolest
She's gonna
spider
burn
species
down
in
her
the
house.
world, which
I
is
hate
called a Goliath bird-eating tarantula.
Ew.
Supposedly,
That thing
this
is
spider will be able to
A bird eating tarantula. It eats birds.
No, it's just a name.
No, there's no way they would name it that if it didn't eat birds.
It's gonna eat a bird.
No.
Oh my God.
No, that's not real.
be able to grow up to a foot long.
Oh my God!
Back, and yes, literally eat birds. Yeah, my mom's gonna love it. Anyways, the first
I
step
know
is
it's
to
does
only
eat
put
one
it
thing,
birds.
but I'm still scared.
That thing is enormous. How would anyone? Why would everyone? Why? Who would ever get that as a pet? That is disgusting.
Some people like spiders.
That's why we're watching it from a very safe distance.
That is to buy it. And since Goliath bird-eating tarantulas are so exotic, the only place I can get one is online for $100.
Hey, yo,
Alright, I
100
guess we'll
bucks?
just buy this thing at the cart.
Who would
Check
ever
out.
buy this?
There we go. It says it's gonna be here in 7 days.
So to prepare for when it arrived, I went out and bought an enclosure and $400 worth of supplies.
Gotta buy a
that would let me
torch,
build a
too.
tarantula
Yeah.
dream home that would have everything it could possibly want.
Wait,
when
yo, mice, hummingbird, and a cricket.
What?
No way, it actually eats all that stuff.
Dude.
Are you
That's
kidding
insane.
me?
finished, I'll be
How
showing
does-
the tarantula to
how?
my mom. Okay, let's get to
And
building.
his
I
mom.
think the first step
She
to
is
making
gonna
this
burn down
enclosure
the
is to
house.
create the backdrop. Now this repti habitat kind of already comes equipped with this paper rainforest backdrop,
Wow, look
but
at
it's
Beautiful.
paper. Get this trash out of here. I'm gonna make this thing
Make it
actually
real.
look good. And to do so, I have some spray foam, which I gotta shake up and
No
spray
drip.
all along the back
No
of the
drip.
glass.
That
But
stuff
I'm
is
trying
cool.
to make this backdrop look like an actual forest, and this obviously doesn't look like a forest. So I quickly covered most
Kinda
of
looks
it
like
with some
doo-doo.
pieces of wood before it dried,
I thought
and then
that's
I
why
hit
you
the
liked
rest
it.
of the foam with some dirt. But that's only the first
Nice.
step. I've still got tons more stuff planned for this tarantula, like building a custom burrow for it with literal furniture inside. Yes, I am going
I do like
Wait,
some
yeah.
burrows.
Like spiders, like the big ones like that, they don't actually make webs. They will burrow and they live in holes.
Oh,
Exactly, yeah. It's kind of like a bear of the insect.
or a rat.
It's like a bear spider. But are they even capable of webbing at all? Do they web anything?
Not that I know of.
I feel like that's a requirement of spiders to be able to web.
Comment down below, guys. Do tarantulas web?
I am going all out. But before I'm able to do that, I need to first create the floor, which I'll start by using these leeka balls. Oh,
thought he
they're
did
falling
that.
out.
That's Cocoa
So
Pebbles.
I
These
need to
leeka
create
balls
a
are
drainage
leaking.
layer. And by putting this layer
Wait, that
of
wasn't the
deep barrier
floor.
on top, it
I
will
got
allow water to pass
Wait.
through, but not
Oh,
stuff
I
like
see.
dirt, which will help prevent mold outbreaks. Now, obviously, to finish the floor, I've got to add dirt on top of the drainage layer, which for some
Of
reason, the
course.
dirt I bought is compressed into this brick. I don't know who made the dirt into
What
a
the heck?
brick. That's kind of
Adam, you're a dirt expert. What do you do with a dirt brick?
Eat it.
Classic, classic dirt boy.
That's kind of dumb. Anyways, to expand it, I just have to add water, do some mixing,
Wait, that's
and
actually
it
kinda
ends up
cool, though.
looking like dirt.
So you do like
grow your
dirt.
own
But
dirt.
to make
that's-
the
that's
dirt
pretty
even
cool.
more natural looking, I mixed
pretty
in some
dirty.
moss,
Yeah,
bark,
dirt is awesome.
leaves, and potting soil mixed, which ended up looking pretty nice. The floor is now done,
Compost.
and you
Wow,
might still
I
be
like
thinking
this a
this
lot.
enclosure is overall pretty ugly, and I'd probably have to agree
I
with
think
you
it's
on
cool.
that. But of
So-
course, I'm not done yet.
I thought it was pretty
I've still
legit.
got some crazy stuff planned to prove
It's
to my
actually
mom
square.
that spiders are cool. But before I can do any of that, let's make this enclosure actually look nice with plants.
But guys, what is his plan? Like, he's gonna just show his mom a spider, and she's gonna be like, wow, son, you know what? You were actually right. Spiders are cool.
She's gonna freak out and pee her pants and run away.
I think the plan is like blindfold her maybe, and then put the spider on top of her, and then show that they're just friends.
No
he's not-
way. Don't people get like bit by tarantulas and it's like it's very venomous and very dangerous?
No, this spider eats birds, crickets, and mice, not people.
Could
It
could
can
be
still
moms
harm
too.
people though.
Fish are
don't
friends,
know.
not food.
This is a spider.
Adam is so dumb.
I'm getting kind of scared.
Decorations. To start off, let me drive off to the plant store, also known as Walmart, and pick out some
Wall
pretty
plants.
plants. And while I was there, I also had to
Walmart.
buy some Mr. Beast chocolate because he keeps
Hey,
telling me
yo.
to buy him every
Feastable.
time I watch his videos.
Peanut butter.
Kind of unrelated with the video. I just wanted
Is
to
he gonna
try
feed
it.
that to the spider?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, the plants have
That'd be
all
funny
been
if he was like,
acquired,
"That was
but
trash!"
now I've got to get some moss. Now, unfortunately, the only type of moss stores near me sell is sphagnum moss. And this
Oh.
No
stuff is
moss,
ugly.
moss.
To make the enclosure actually look good, I need to
sphagnum-
get
I don't understand. So he put the cocoa pebbles in the bottom so that when the spider gets hungry, it can like burrow down?
Oh, Adam, that's the drainage layer for when it like pees or when there's water.
You don't eat those, Adam.
You don't
Stop
eat cocoa.
eating
Yeah,
those.
yeah, you don't eat cocoa pebbles. Yeah,
you don't
okay.
eat those. What do you put in there?
Those are not real cocoa pebbles, Adam. They are plastic pebbles.
You guys are just like the government.
moss, which can only be obtained by going outside. So I gotta go
Oh,
outside.
God.
Yo, look
God.
at this. They got mossy cobblestone.
Whoa.
I always wonder what I look like
Yo,
outside.
what? He actually
I
went
don't really know how
outside?
moss works. Can
What's
I just
that
like
He's
grab
committed.
it? Yeah, that kind of
my
works.
God.
So I got out
Okay.
some bags.
I just watch
and got
people go
to
outside.
grabbing it and putting it in the bag. So now I had everything I needed, and I got straight to the decorating process.
There could be ants in there.
Skill that must be acquired from years of experience and wisdom, which is why I am so good at it. After the plants, I scattered around some wood, which I bought from Amazon, and finally I put this super cool looking skull in there because you know tarantulas
No way, that's
deadly
real.
and skulls. I don't know. It looks cool.
It's a
Oh
real
my
skull.
god, look at this terrarium right now. This is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's kind of beautiful. It's pretty good. Now, I could just leave it at this and add the bird-eating tarantula right now. But if I really want to prove to my mom that spiders are cool, I'm going to have to create even more stuff in this enclosure to impress her and, of course, the tarantula, too. So, like I said...
I feel like if he puts birds in there, that's so messed up, they can't fly away. They're just trapped in there.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's the circle of life, baby.
There is no escape.
We only care about the spider, not the bird, the spider. All right, we can make a different video for the birds.
Like I said earlier in the video, I'm gonna create a luxurious burrow for the
tarantula
let's
go.
That's gonna be like the Club Penguin Igloo.
Area right next to
Isn't that the spider's job? Doesn't he have to do that?
I put a little pork bark log on top to make it nice and dark inside.
We're just helping him out because he has opposable thumbs.
And I'm gonna make this thing luxurious. So to do so, I'm gonna add some decorations inside, like a picture on the wall and a rug on the floor. Firstly, I'll do the picture frame, which I designed on my computer to be a nice, beautiful picture of a bird, which supposedly the Goliath bird-eating tarantula is gonna be able to eat, which later in this video,
why
I'll
did the
be
tarantula have
testing to see if that's actually possible. Anyways, to finish this picture, I drove to the store to print it out and did some arts and crafts to glue the picture onto the picture frame. Okay, you gotta admit, I am an artist. I drew this picture from
he's going
scratch.
try hard right now. I love it.
Yeah, you see that? What that says? Yeah, you gotta do that. Just scroll down and see that right now. You just do it, please. Also, I don't know why my fingers are green, so don't ask. There we go, baby. We can check the picture frame off. Now let's finish this burrow.
What is going on in there?
To create the rug, I was gonna originally just cut a piece of the living room rug off, but I
What
realized
is
if I
bro
did
doing?
that, my mom might get mad. So instead, I got some leftover carpet moss and just
There we
slid
go.
that in there like
That's way more natural. I like that way
dang,
better.
This moss actually looks super comfy. I bet the spider's gonna have a nice time sleeping on that fluffiness, comfiness moss.
Yeah.
That's pretty comfortable. Now for the final step of
place is
creating the
lit.
tarantula's dream
We'll see.
enclosure.
We'll see if the
We
spider
need to
likes
make
it.
Bioactive.
Imagine the
And what
spider
that
goes in,
means is
doesn't even go
basically just
inside
add
of the
some
cave.
tiny life into it to make it into a real ecosystem. So first, I got these silver. Wait 1 second. Silver springtails, which are so tiny that I have to get a special zoom lens just to be able to barely see one of them. There's about 1,000 of those guys in
those like
all of the
termites?
rocks.
Why is he
I'm just
putting
gonna
them in there?
scatter them around
Wait, that's
the
not what
enclosure
spiders look like.
this. These springtails apparently...
No, it's just to keep the ecosystem actually working. Come on, guys.
Yeah, it's for natural decomposition.
Right.
Yeah, and they're known as snow fleas, actually.
Oh, I didn't know that, Jack. Thank you.
Yeah, I got
You guys are so smart.
eat decaying matter and help with the natural decomposition process. Yeah, I don't really know what that means, and I don't really care about all that. I just think they look cool, so that's why I'm adding them. And speaking of cool looking stuff, check these guys out. These are Oreo isopods, which are basically just roly-polies, except they got the colors of Oreo cookies, so they're way cooler. Well, welcome
I wonder
to
if they
the
taste like that
boys.
too.
If the tarantula gets hungry,
We'll let you
he
try
might
first,
just
Alec.
eat you guys. So, sorry about that. And okay, they're already escaping.
Oreo!
Stupid bug. To finish off the process of making it
Relax.
bioactive, I gotta
Relax.
create
Is that
the
like your
ability
trigger
to
word?
simulate weather events. So I got a
So
water
hungry.
misting
You get way too
machine
excited when you
and a
hear that
fog
word.
machine to create rain and fog, obviously.
Whoa.
Reptifogger. Oh, that
What
is
the
really cool.
heck? He's gonna
Very
drown the spider.
Don't spiders hate water? Like, every time I see a spider, I do the little finger droplets of water on top of it.
You torture every spider?
I let them know who's boss.
But it needs water to survive.
Oh, so wait, so I've just been hydrating it the entire time?
Yes, that's why they keep following you around. The proper way to get rid of a spider is to get a flamethrower and then you burn your house down.
Or you pee on it. That also does the trick.
Why don't we do all three at the same time?
That's a great idea.
I'm in.
Cool. And of course, I
Talking
can
about the
create
spider, right? Not the
lightning
mom.
by flipping my studio light on and off. This natural enclosure is completely finished and ready for the bird-eating
That looks
tarantula
awesome.
to
Let's
live
go.
in it. And after adding him into the enclosure, I'll be showing off his unique abilities.
Ew.
Wow.
Ew.
I hate that. Why is it hairy?
All in front of my mom to see
Why
if I
is
can
it
convince
hairy?
her that spiders are actually cool. So yeah, the spider will be delivered later today. Just cut to that. And okay, I think this is it. The tarantula is in this box.
gosh.
And, oh shoot, I dropped it.
Yo, yo, what do you want?
He's already, no.
I'm just kidding.
Actually,
The
that's a
tarantula
proper
is
thing to do
actually
to a
safe
spider.
and sound found in this little temporary
Why did he even
enclosure.
add that?
I think that'd be
Got
illegal.
us.
Here it is, the Goliath.
That is
bird
disgusting.
eating
Oh my gosh, there's
tarantula.
so
And
many
I know
little
it may
parts.
just
With a
look
name
like
like
a
that, you know
ordinary
it's
tarantula,
scary.
but in reality, this is literally
This makes me
just a baby.
salivate.
Yeah, this thing will eventually grow
a
to be
baby?
a foot long.
What?
That's
That's the biggest baby I've ever seen.
Anyways, to add
Oh my
the
God.
tarantula into his new
Oh my
home,
God.
I got
Wait, why
some
is he gonna
safety
touch it?
equipment
That's like
and moved his
this
container into the enclosure.
What if it jumps?
Okay, well, the spider is in his new
Is it
home now,
alive?
and,
I would simply
okay, I
pass
think
away
he's
if that
sleeping.
jumped anywhere
Since
in my
spiders
direction.
are nocturnal, I turned off the lights to trick him into thinking it was nighttime.
Where's the
so
hole?
I-
Got him. Got
What
you,
is
Nick.
that? What is that in the center of it? It looks like it's got a belly button.
That's its belly button. Correct, Adam.
Or it's like a whale hole. Is that how it breathes?
No,
I
that's a
don't
belly
know.
button.
I don't know what
That's
that
just a belly
is.
button? Who has an Audi? Raise your hand.
It kind of looks like a dried up slice of orange
Yeah.
in the middle.
Job,
Alec knows
What
because
else does it look like? Give us 7 other things that looks like.
It looks like a pizza pie, and someone took a piece of it out
I
of
thought
the
it looked like a
middle.
lily pad.
Okay.
Kind of looks like Alec's mom.
Looks like a pancake. Oh, it could be that.
Like Pam cake.
All right, let's play the video.
Move around. And of course, it worked.
Okay,
yeah,
it does
spiders
move.
are pretty stupid.
Good
Eventually, he
morning.
even made
It's
his way
alive.
into the burrow I built for him. But my mom is still at work, so before she gets home, I'm gonna make sure the
His mom kinda
spider is
cute.
nice and hungry by feeding it a juicy
That was an
cricket.
emoji.
And when my mom gets home, we'll be feeding him much more. Anyways, for now, I turned off the lights to get the tarantula into
Wow, he does
predator
the photo.
mode, and then I dropped the cricket inside.
Predator.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You see,
Cricket.
the red
Cricket,
tag
don't be doing that,
has
Cricket!
some
Wait a
tiny
second,
hairs
but
that
that's not
pick
a
up
bird.
Vibrations in the air. So this bird eating
has to warm up with the
tarantula
cricket.
knew there was a cricket standing right next to him. And a few moments later, he made his move.
Cricket. Cricket! Oh my!
Okay, well, I think we know the tarantula.
That is a horror movie if you're that cricket. There is 8 hands coming in like, come here, come here. That
You
is
could not pay me-
terrifying.
That is insane.
You could not pay me enough money to shrink me down and put me into that terrarium right now. I would not do it. Not even for $1 billion, quadrillion dollars. Nope.
Oh my god, that is so scary.
The cricket's kind of dumb though. You should have seen that coming.
Obviously, the cricket is dumb. It barely has a brain, Adam.
Well, the cricket, you know, guys, the cricket was thinking like, oh, this is a Goliath bird-eating tarantula. Like, I'm not a bird. I'm fine, you know? And then it died.
Holy smokes, this thing is creepy.
He's pretty hungry now. So let me wait for my mom to get home, and we'll show her
Let's
how
nickname
cool
it
this spider
Your mom
is.
does not
This is
want
gonna
this
be
spider.
fun.
She wants
Are
me.
you ready to see my
She's
new
gonna
pet?
meet Dave.
Okay, it's in there. Can you guess where it is inside of the enclosure?
Oh my gosh. No, I don't want to. Is it really poisonous?
Yeah, if it bites you, you'll probably get probably you might die. But okay, do you want to know where it is and see it?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, well you're
Is
gonna
it
have
underneath
to.
that right there?
Okay, yeah, it might be.
Oh.
Dude.
Oh my god, that thing is huge.
Seriously?
I don't think she's gonna like it.
I hate spiders. It's not funny.
I've got this to try. And
I hate
prove to you
spiders
that
too.
they're
We actually have a lot
She's
in
gonna
common.
kick him
Basically,
out
it's
of the
gonna
house.
grow to 11 inches
Dude,
long.
no.
So
I
if
would
it's,
burn that
they're
thing down
out,
if I were
it'll grow
her.
Like that long.
Now, I wanted to find out if the tarantula is actually capable of eating a bird. So I got a frozen mouse
No.
from Petco to simulate the scenario because obviously
Wait,
I couldn't
what?
feed it.
I want to see if it can eat a bird, so I'm gonna take a completely different animal and feed it to the spider.
I'm gonna tape 2 wings onto this mouse.
Fly mouse, go mouse.
I wonder if it actually eats the whole thing though, or maybe it just like sucks its blood, you know? Maybe it's like a vampire tarantula.
What did he say?
I want to know if I like pizza, so I'm gonna simulate that by eating a burger.
Well, no, but don't most spiders like they web them up and then they just like suck the goo out of them? You know, that's what spiders do. They don't eat like it doesn't eat the entire fly. It just sucks its insides.
Oh, I thought it ate the
Wait,
whole
are you
fly.
sure?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
The goo.
Yeah, like a lot of like spiders will put venom into a bee, for example, and then it turns all of its insides into mush, and then it sucks it all out.
Oh, like a Capri Sun?
Kinda. So I wonder if that's what they do to like birds too.
Oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about that.
I'm still thinking about the goo.
A real bird.
Basically, in this bag is a frozen mouse from Petco, and it's humane and everything, and it's important to feed the tarantula a variety of food. I just need you to take the handle.
Oh my god. Dude,
Oh, the
I'm
mom's
still
doing it.
handed there, dude.
You're not gonna. Okay, just do it.
Matt?
I'll move it in closer.
Scaredy cat.
Oh my gosh,
Just
oh my gosh.
holding onto the mouse.
It
and
loves
just,
it.
I think they're gonna be
bangs
best
into
friends.
it.
Oh.
Oh, he's definitely getting it. I think it
hits
just.
the back of its abdomen, and you see those little orange hairs on it?
Yeah.
Whenever it hits the back of the abdomen, those fly in the air and they go in your eyes and poison your
What
eyes.
the-
Yeah.
Say
isn't that
what?
Cool?
Can it do
That's
that to
true.
humans?
It like shoots its
if you
hairs
stand too
out.
close to it,
Why are
your
they
eyes
standing so
will
close to
get
it?
rashed.
Like a Gatling gun
Is that cool?
porcupine.
No, not really.
Can you just stick out your hand like this and then stick it inside and pick up the
No.
No.
It's fine. It doesn't even hurt if it
Yeah,
bites.
sure.
I just showed you everything it has to offer. Do you think this is cool? And did I change your mind about spiders?
Absolutely not.
I didn't change your mind about
Nope,
spiders.
nope, we gotta get rid of it.
Okay, well, I guess in
was
hindsight,
it!
maybe buying the biggest tarantula
That was his only
in the
effort!
world wasn't a good idea.
No, we
to
can't
cure
give
my
up.
mom's fear of spiders. Well, this tarantula will make a good addition to my pet collection.
Oh my
But
God,
since he
what is he
doesn't have a
doing to it?
name yet, whatever the
He's
doing a little
most
dance
comment
party.
on this video is, will be what I
He's
name
doing
him. I'll
360s.
literally name him anything. So go to the comments
Bro!
and like your favorite suggestion.